Okay, I think I might be back online again. Okay, I'm back on Twitch. Question is, am I on YouTube? Let's find out. I think I can find out. Maybe they changed their mind, yeah. Well, it should have eliminated my ability to stream altogether just because they changed their mind. Okay, so looks like it might be working on YouTube. Maybe? Wait, why is the audio working but not the video? Oh, the video is working. I'm just not moving on the screen. Okay. Okay. All right, well, I'm online on YouTube now, but not on the original link, so that's dumb. All right, well, anyway, I'm gonna keep trying to get the rest of this figured out. We can watch the rest of this game while I'm trying to sort it, though. I just want I can at least put the link to the new stream in the old stream, I guess.
이게 진짜 또 구성우 선수가 여기서 상대방 병력이 완전히 없다라고 생각을 하고 방심했네요. 자, 구성우 선수가 잡은 게 아니었습니다. 다시 또 양쪽에서 병력이 달려들고 김태경 도착. 예, 질럿이 한 번 더 추가가 됐으면은 과감하게 밀어붙일 수 있었을 텐데 이쪽에서 질럿이 나타났어요. 뒤에서 많이 들어갔어요 지금. 야, 김태경. 야, 이거 질럿이 튀어나와가지고 탱크를 닫아먹는 겁니다 이게. 야, 이건 결국 프로토스가 좀 더 이득을 봤다라고 말씀을 드려야겠네요. 예, 그러니까 김태경 선수가 공격을 갔는데 생각보다 이득을 못 챙겨서 다시 좀 당황했는데.
So I can save that.
내가 병력 이만큼 잡아먹었는데 갔는데 왜 이렇게?
So that way, if anyone was hoping to watch the scheduled one, they'll at least be able to see the new one. Delete these other ones
상대가 병력이 없으니까 나한테
that were
공격을
tests.
다시 못 올 것이다. 뒤로 돌아오는데 내가 막을 수 있는 병력은 많다. 그렇다면은 뭐 커맨드 센터 두 개를 연달아 지면서 장기전을 바라보는 게 나아요. 왼쪽 먹고 오른쪽도 먹고 여차하면 미네랄 멀티까지 그냥 먹어가면서 장기전 운영 알아봐야 돼요. 자, 일단 왼쪽 멀티를 먹었고 오른쪽 멀티에 해당하는 1시나 2시전 가져가지 않고 있는 구성우 선수입니다. 예, 사실 프로토스가 좀 더 손해보는 드라곤 비율이 한번 깨졌기 때문에 벌처가 활약할 수 있을 만한 타이밍이 벌어지지 않았을까 생각이 들었는데 김태훈 선수가 지금 비율 맞추는 플레이가
Well, at least something is working now that I actually could be on YouTube.
팀이 안 생기고 있어요. 그렇죠. 예술로 승화되고 있는 김태경 선수의 경기네요.
It's taking so long to
이게 장사의
delete the old ones.
장사의 이득으로만 따지면 사실상 김태경 선수가 손해를 더 본 상황이기는 한데 장기적으로 한번 맞고 장기적으로 한번 자 이렇게 해서 이게 바로 그 기울어진 장사 이게 손해를 만회하는 거예요. 혼자 찾는 거 아니겠습니까?
Okay. So I got rid of those. I feel like I've seen this game before. By the way, it's like maybe it's just because I've seen so many games on this map, but it like just this feels very familiar.
이게 만약에 맨 처음에 김태균 선수가 한번 센터로 들어갔는데 구성훈 선수에게 병력이 녹았었죠. 그 다음에 만약 구성훈 선수가 멀티 가져가는 장기적인 운영이 나왔으면은 털에 이미 둘러져 있을 거예요.
Alright, so
털에
that's
설치가 되어 있을
settled.
텐데 그러지 못했기 때문에 공격하는 선택 이후에 당황했기 때문에 타이밍 자체가 다 느려진 거예요. 자,
Twitch is good. YouTube's good.
네,
Now this thing probably isn't working, is it? I don't know if that's the same link. I had set up a YouTube chat thing to put that on top in case I got any stickers, but
돌아갔어야만 상대방과의 물량전에 아비터가 추가된 정말 거대하고 어마어마한 병력을 감당할 수 있는 건데 일단은 벌처가 계속해서 틈을 만들어주지 못하고 있다는 거 구성 선수 경기 운영을 하는 데 있어서 굉장히 부담스럽습니다. 방금 공격됐어요. 김태경 선수 공방이라 됐고 아무리가 밖에 돌아오는 것 같습니다. 그리고 공격돼 있는 김태경 선수 구성 선수는 드랍십을 좀 활용해줘야 됩니다. 지금은 뭐 벌처에 대한 방어가 김태경 선수가 워낙 좋기 때문에 움직이는 것 자체는 좋아요. 근데 무리하게 파고들면 안 되고 드랍십 2대 정도로 활용해가지고 그걸로 견제 들어가면서 버티기 운영이 약간 들어가줘야 돼요. 지금
오케이.
어쨌든 병력 양에서 밀리고 있기 때문에 타이밍을 못 잡거든요.
원래 이 테란이 벌처를 가지고 프로토스 정신줄을 놓게 만들어야 되는데 리버가 지금 하이테플러 뒤쪽에서
Alright.
아 몰랐어요 지금.
Hey, Akuli's back. How's it going?
야 진짜 대단합니다. 예, 방금 구성원 선수가 고개를
Nowskis? What does that mean?
예. 아, 이런
I forget. Is that has something to do with bananas or something like that, right?
지상군
Or is it just hello?
리콜이라든지 센터 싸움에 가담할 수도 있겠지만 지금 자원 상태라고 한다면요.
I think you said that before, right?
두 마리 정도
But it's been like it's been a little while, so I forgot.
야 이게 콤비네이션이 진짜 숨쉴 틈을 안 줍니다.
예.
Why is that?
야 이거 구성원과 병력점이 있기 때문에 물고기는 물만 불어오고 물고기는 더 이상 못 쓴단 말입니다. 문제는 이게 아니거든요. 그러면서 정말
Oh, something just went really weird with my OBS.
야, 지금 이 리콜도 구성원 선수가 방어를 예상을
Oh,
해서
it's
방어하려고
popped out the
했는데
sources
이것을
tab,
저쪽에서
okay.
풀었었구나. 딱 시즈모드 하는 그 머리 위에서 리콜이
Alright,
됐기
well,
때문에
it's taken a while, but we finally got something set up here.
이 병력 이거 어떻게 할 겁니까?
I don't know why YouTube is so dumb. It might be because I started early. I wonder if it's because I started before the scheduled time of the video. Or something like that. Like it didn't know how to... I don't know if that's what happened.
야 정말 프로토스의 기동성을 차라리 따라올 수 없거든요. 어떻게 만들고 있습니다.
It's very strange.
구성훈 선수의 실력입니다. 구성훈 선수가 사실 잘했습니다.
못하고 있는 게 아니에요.
뭐 김태경 선수가 병력 밀어줬으니까 날 한번 나가서
Anyway, alright, well,
잘했는데도 불구하고 김태경 선수 타이밍이 이재동 선수가 보여준 것처럼
got something set up now, so
한 박자씩 그냥 빠르게 들어가니까
can't complain too much.
지금 구성원 선수가
Can't complain too much.
눈에 들어옵니다. 자 마인만 그래도 마인만큼 좀
야 이거 요정 선수가요.
Alright, well.
그래도
In the meantime, while I've been like futzing around with stuff, Bisu and I have been battling it out in an epic match. Damn, I keep
이거 4중 콤보예요.
eating hair.
사이렉스 토지가 하이템플러 드랍 같죠. 지금 만화는 안 차.
The Templars are just sitting there waiting for a chance to do another storm.
병력 좌측으로 돌아서 공격 같죠.
They only be able to get a few SCVs. This is not actually great, but it's kind of funny.
몇단 콤보가 이게 정말 입으로 나가는 것이지.
The Templars are just chilling there. Kai doesn't even care.
굉장히 힘든 것을 김태경 선수가 보여주고 있습니다. 셔틀이 쉬지 않아요. 또
야, 근데 진짜 구성훈 선수 잘 버티네요.
Oh, he's gonna attack the top left. Is he gonna storm the middle at the same time?
잘 버티고 있습니다. 사실 저 로보틱스도
No?
굉장히 지금 아예 뭐 파괴도 못한
No?
상황에서 이 정도 버티고 있다는 거. 아 지금은 이제 어느 정도 탔을 거.
There we go.
15.
I guess he needed vision.
진짜 얼마나
You fly the observer in there.
저 템플러를 제거를 못 해주고
세번
있겠습니까?
당했어요. 세
예.
번.
이제 가네요. 이제 가네요.
아 이거.
밀고 강저택.
안 죽었죠 리버.
예, 또 실내 태워가지고 좀 있으면 또 올 테고.
리콜.
아,
Oh, it's going in for a recall.
이번엔 더큰 덩어리가 떨어집니다.
Haya is dominating this. I mean, Bisu is dominating this game now. After an early push, and then the shuttle and the reaver, the proxy reaver, just threw Haya off, and Haya just really hasn't.
자, 이러면서
아 진짜.
I mean, I guess it could be wrong. I've only been looking at this game out of the corner of my eye.
공중에서 백에 돌리고 있습니다.
맞습니다. 그 말이 맞습니다.
Hey, Adeladam,
잡았어 낚아가지고.
예.
how's it going? It's going pretty good.
노란 구이가 동안 물고기.
Going pretty good.
구성훈 선수는 지금 대시하려고
I just I'm a little like
그렇게
feeling
안 해주고 있어요. 공격 들어가는데 이제
stressed a little bit, trying to calm down right now. I mean, not that makes it sound really bad, but just because it took me like 20 minutes to get the live cast working on YouTube. I had to restart the stream like 5 times, and so that was kind of like really annoying. I was worried I was like not gonna be able to stream on YouTube at all. And anyway, so I got it all set up now.
리콜된 병력이 전부가 아니거든요.
예, 이거 뭐 입구 쪽에다가 스테시스 한 방 걸어주면은
올라갑니다.
자 이게 예.
정신을 못 차리게 몰아치고 있네요. 숨 막힙니다 자체.
Anyway, Haya finally gives up.
예, 진짜 이 김태균 선수가
Bisu more like Basu, am I right?
홍보가 이루어지는 게
What a clutcher.
생각을 해버립니다. 한 시간 내 생각을 해서
Anyway, how you doing, Adelada?
끝내는 게 아니라 이 공격 이후에는
Or is it Attila TA? Attila Tom? I never had the same people's Twitch names are weird. I never know how to say them, but I do enjoy mispronouncing them. Gotta say that. All right. Oh, let's see. What are we going to next? Bisu versus Hwashin? Sure, that sounds like a good game. Might as well have some more Bisu versus Terran. How's it going, Diggity?
SKS 화이팅과 SK T1 화이팅은 이제 다른 선수들이 나올 때도 이제 똑같은 구호였는데
Hopefully he beats Hwashin, who's
이상하게 이두 선수가 나오니까
a lamezo. Can you help me? I'm looking for an old series in which Bisu was playing Jaedong, but the point is at the end of the series there was a shot of Jaedong with sweat dripping from his nose. That's hard. It's kind of hard because, like, obviously, they've played a lot of games together, but not a ton. But I feel like I know what you're talking about. I feel like I remember that series. We might have even watched it on stream recently. This is what you can. This is what I would recommend. Go to Team Liquid player database here, and let's see. Let me move this over real quick. I don't know if I need to move that. So I go to TLPD. I'll go to Bisu. View games. And then you can search by the opponent. So if you go in Jaedong, you can see all the games he's ever played against Jaedong. Right here. And you can, it's actually interesting. I didn't realize before I checked this out a couple weeks ago that Bisu actually has a winning record career versus Jaedong. So this is where I would start, is like, okay, here's all the games he's played versus Jaedong. I feel like that one game you're talking about was like either a tournament game. It looks like they've only played one best of series, and that was in the Arena MSL, and Jaedong won both games, so he probably wasn't sweating. But if any of these was like an ace match or something like that, or a long game, you could check it that way. So let's just, I guess we can just find this here. So here's the last game they ever played together, was in a Pro League game. Probably not this one because it's a short game. And it's not an ace match or anything like that. So that doesn't look like it. Maybe one of these Winter League games is what I'm thinking. It was a best of 5. Yeah, it doesn't look like they've ever played a best of 5. Unless it was an ASL game or something like that, but that wouldn't be in here. Cuz it looks like they've only ever played a best of 3 here, and then this was part of a group stage. And the rest was all Pro League games, so they didn't actually play in very many tournament games. Actually, I'm gonna guess it's one of these Winners League games, though. Let's see, how long is this one? 36 minutes? It looks like... Let's see if this is it. This is the end of the game, which is when you'd have that sweating part, right? But usually you would expect it to be like at the end of a long game. Yeah, so there he is. He's not like sweating. Let's see if we can figure this out. Hey, minions. I made Giraffe Macara smoothie today. Nauskista polypoiton. Cool. I forget. I think you told me, Akuli, you told me where you were from before, but I forgot. Like I said, it's been a little while. So anyway, so maybe we don't need to go through every single game, but that's where I would go to try and find it, and just go to each of the VODs and check out the end of the VOD and see if you can find it that way. I feel like that rings a bell. I think you're right about that. Like, for some reason I have that thought in my mind, but it might have been Bisu versus, I mean, it might have been Jaedong versus someone else recently that we watched where he was sweating at the end, like Stork or something.
주의 깊게 스타리그 그거 보셔야 되겠어요.
이번
So.
스타리그에서 아마 오프닝 때 제일 멋있게 나오는 선수가 지용
Move the game back over there.
여기서 이기면 더 멋있어지는
I don't think it would
거고.
make for too entertaining of content to go through and like check every single VOD
듣는 순간
just in
보통
case.
분위기가 막 불타오를 거예요.
But it's a good start, I
자,
guess.
이제 게이트웨이 지으면서 이제 슬슬
Not sure if it was against Bisu. Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah, so do you remember if it was against a Protoss or something like that? Because you can still at least, you know, you can still at least do, let's see, go back here. You can go to Jaedong and then go to his games, and you can like search by against Protoss or something like that. You can kind of search and find out like if it was a best of 5. Finland. All right. Nice. That's right. I remember now. Well, I mean, obviously I remember because you just told me you're from Finland, but yeah, I think it might have been versus Stork or something. Or maybe versus Fantasy. Like, I would look at one of those big series as like best of 5 versus Stork or Fantasy or something like that. You can also go to here. I think you can. So if you like go to these tournaments, you can show the games that he was in. So like, let's say the Nate MSL, you can click on games and it'll give you all the games that he was in. You can actually just see his games in that tournament. And you can see the best ofs and stuff like that. So here's like a best of 5. And so you could check the end of that or something like that. That would be a good way to start off. So.
왜 이렇게 하게 될 정도인데 최근 10경기 더 8승 2패 49승할 동안
Suomi.
2패밖에 안 했어요. 아, 진짜 거의 안 진다고 봐야죠.
Suomi? Where's Suomi? I'm gonna look it up. Suomi.
프로토스 진영, 사이버네틱
Finland.
올라갑니다. 진영수 선수는 사실 0809 시즌
Oh, Finland is Suomi is the name for Finland. Okay. I thought Suomi was like somewhere in Finland, but it's actually just like another name for Finland. Got it. I guess is that how you say Finland in Finnish? I guess. That's kind of cool. How's it going, soccer guy? Super sticker, 99 cents. A pile of poop with a face. What? Oh, you used a super sticker. Very first super sticker. I didn't even know what they do. Thank you for that. I don't know. It's supposed to pin it, I thought. I don't know why it's not sticking. All right, if you guys can't, I gotta turn this on. Let's see if we can get this to work. There we go. So that's what it looks like. This is the super sticker that he just redeemed on the YouTube chat. But I'm trying to figure out. I'm still trying to figure it out. Obviously, this is kind of like a makeshift thing at the top here. I'm trying to figure out how to get the super stickers to actually show up on the stream, because YouTube is not very stream friendly. Basically, like Twitch, you can do anything through the stream, right? But or through OBS. But YouTube doesn't really have a good way of like embedding the super stickers, unfortunately. I guess is super stickers are one thing, and then super chats are the ones that are pinned at the top. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, thank you, soccer guy. Thank you for the poop face. Much appreciated. The chats get pinned. Okay. Oh, did you? Oh, another one. This time it's a smiley face with dollars. That's very appropriate. But how do I make it? How do I make it show up? I have to show the whole chat, but I think it's gonna scroll off screen as soon as more people chat, which is awkward. Pin. Oh wait. Pin user in timeline?
김태경 선수는 마음 놓고 멀티를 해버린단 말이에요.
I don't know what that does.
느긋하게 그 파일런의 위치 하나 때문에 많은 걸
Alright.
얻어갑니다.
Well, this is good actually because now
바로 넥서스 올라갑니다.
it's a self-portrait of Moltrap.
네,
Alright, so this is good because now I can actually,
분명히 뭔가 드랍이 올 것 같아.
now that I have this, I can see if
그때 옵저버를 보게 되면
I have an example to use, right?
네, 그런데 이제
So now I can see
가장 평범한
if there's a way to,
근데 뭐, 예, 어쨌거나 예, 그게 두려워서
if there's a way to like
지금 선수가
embed it
뭐,
or something
예,
like that.
예, 지금 타이밍에 하지 않아도 될 때에다가 자원 많이 쓰고 어쩌고 이러고 있으면 많이 말리는 건데.
So that's the question.
지금 뭐
I
지금
can,
선수도 그냥 뭐, 예, 원팩
because it looks, it's like I said, it's gonna be awkward if I.
원팩 더블하면서 터렛을 딱딱.
But this is good because, like I said, now I have an example. So I doubly, triply appreciate the stickers because now like I'm like, okay, now I have something to work with. I can see if I can figure out how to get it stuck in the chat. Because right now this is just, whoa. Right now this is just the chat, and so as soon as there's enough chat, it'll go off the screen. I guess I could just do it. I can just adjust it manually every time, I guess. That seems awkward though.
다크 템플러 쪽을 조금 더 의식한 터렛이거든요. 예, 좀 더 그 리버 쪽보다는. 왜냐하면 이제 셔틀에 부담을 줄 수 있는 머린도 4개를 확보한 데다가 예, 통통포 탱크가 몇 개 있으면 그 병력으로 리버는 막으면 된다라고 생각할 수도 있고.
Those are interesting stickers though. I don't think, and then I don't think they'll let me put my own stickers either. Like on Twitch, you can have your own emotes, right? And you can change whatever goes on there, but there doesn't seem to be a way to do that for YouTube. Yeah, you would think, you know, YouTube, if they just like sat down and copied everything that Twitch is doing and then added their own stuff, obviously, YouTube could probably just kill Twitch in the, well, not kill it, but they could become a really big competitor and probably surpass Twitch in the live streaming market, right? Because Twitch has so many issues that YouTube doesn't. But YouTube's like, whatever, live streaming is just not a big deal. We're just gonna implement some basic stuff. I don't know. Anyway, Diggity, if you're still around, just let me know sometime when you want to help set up some of these alerts and stuff. Although if you just go, if you're using Streamlabs, you can probably figure out most of it on Streamlabs by yourself. I can help you finish it or whatever. Alright, so at least in the YouTube, in the restream chat, it actually says super sticker, a pile of poop with a face. It's just so funny that it actually says the name of it instead of actually saying the thing. Eating chili with rice, that actually sounds amazing. That actually sounds really amazing. Dude, rice is so good for, oh no, the shuttle! What is he doing? Is he just trying, he's trying to get a storm off from that shuttle or something like that? He's trying to use this shuttle to bait the Marines away? Dude, rice is so amazing to add to stuff like that. Like if you take a can of soup, plain can of soup, you add like it's better than the actual sticker to have just the name. Poop face, 99 cents. Yeah, rice is definitely cheap. It's like really good for being cheap and adding more substance to your food too. But like it also just like it makes soup like nice and hearty, you know, makes it more filling. So with chili, I think it would be the same thing. So Quasha is doing a nice little push here. Bisu's like, oh, expansion? JK, I don't have an expansion after all. Yeah, Bisu's not too happy right now, I don't think. How is temp holding up? You mean the temperature up here? It's cooled off. It's still been up to like 90 It was a little, I think it was over 90 yesterday, but like it hasn't been
잘못 들었다고
ridiculous
스트레스 많이 받았었거든요.
blood boiling hot like it was last week. I saw down in Southern California the weather's nice in the 70s again. Okay, now that Bisu's lost his expansion, now he's pushing out. Actually, it's working. This is actually kind of crazy. He actually pushed down a ramp into siege tanks. He's gonna wreck this. It's kind of amazing. Go Bisu.
많은 병력을 투자를 해서 뚫어낸 것이고
You're in your garage and you ran your AC while you're working on your car.
어쨌건 지정 선수가 좋습니다 지금.
근데 지금은 박하민
How hot is it where you are,
얼마 전에 그
minions?
스타리그에서 누굽니까? 송병호 선수에게 이겼던 그 테란.
Oh, that's right. You're from Texas. I'm so bad with names and like remembering details like that. I apologize. If you tell me like 5 or 6 more times, I'll probably remember.
그때 테란은 결국 경기를 승리로
But is Texas always hot everywhere in the summer, or are there some places where it's not as hot? I guess Texas is pretty much all, even it's all south, so it's all gonna be in the hot zone, right?
시스템으로 입구를 틀어막은 거고 지금은 박한익이 뚫린 거기 때문에 다시 머리하고 탱크를 같이 모으기에는
Alright, so now-
병력의 어떤 그
Yeah.
공격력 자체가 약해요.
I think this sticker at the top is gonna
이걸 뚫어냄으로써 승기를
is gonna
잡아버린 겁니다.
get pushed off at some point. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do then. I could make another thing
그렇다 해도 김태균이
in this other page, but I don't know if it'll automatically update. Is the thing.
그래도 아까의 그 불리함을 좀
Because I've got like on my channel, I've got like a list of stickers that people have redeemed.
본진 쪽에도 이제
But-
올리고 있는 진영 선수였어요. 자, 팀 감독들의 진지한 표정입니다. 무엇보다
I don't know if it's gonna automatically update if another one gets sent.
전체
So
팀 이기보다 진영 수가
the humidity.
더 급속도로
You know, I don't really mind the humidity that much personally. I mean, maybe that's because I haven't lived in it for a long time or whatever. But like, I've visited places with high heat and humidity. I was in Florida for a week in the summer once, and like, I didn't really mind it that much.
쉬어가면서 병력에다 집중한 다음에 타이밍 잡을 때가 되게 많습니다. 따라서 일단은
So-
넥서스는 털리더라도 그 조이기랑
Yeah, well, I mean, he lost his expansion, but then he just like gave up his expansion
정말로 맞아 떨어진 거예요,
to
지금.
wait for a minute while he made a bunch of zealots and stuff, and then he was like, oh, let me just retake this. Because it looks like he's got another expansion to the 6 o'clock position. Yeah, I don't know how he got down that ramp. And I think part of it is because Huashin didn't have anything blocking the ramp. He didn't have any vultures at the bottom of the ramp, or mines, or anything physically stopping these from getting down the ramp. Even a supply depot at the bottom of the ramp would have killed him, I think. But instead, everything was back behind, and he had like bunkers and stuff to protect the dragoons. But he wasn't actually blocking the ramp physically. Yeah, you're right. The bunkers were a big deal, but like when you've got 10 dragoons and 10 zealots, like the bunkers, even 8 marines is not going to kill them fast enough. You actually need something physically in the way, blocking the tanks, I think. So, is it a free tank though? He's baiting. It's a bait. It's a bait tank. He's baiting him into the mines. Oh, is this tank gonna survive? Look at that. Oh. One more shot on. Okay, the extra dragoons is gonna kill it, but he did a lot of damage with that free tank.
내가 경력이 웬일인 줄 알아?
자, 이제 벌써 특공대로 뭔가 좀 김특공 선수를 조금 더 흔들 수 있는 뭔가
Anyway,
필요합니다.
thank you again, soccer guy,
많아요. 절대 드래곤 하나 흘리는
for the $2.
그래도 어쨌건 질럿 비중은 뭐안
Much appreciated.
안만 높아봤자 벌처 비중만 바짝 올리게 되면은
Yeah, so in case you guys don't know, I got
이제 질럿들은 그냥 눈물만
monetization turned on my YouTube channel. I got repartnered basically on YouTube. After a couple years ago, they unpartnered almost everyone that was small or whatever, and I wasn't making much content, so I got cut off. And then in
많이 늘려주면서
late last year or something like that, or maybe it was a few months ago, they lowered the requirements again, so I applied to get repartnered. So now I'm repartnered, and so I can get ads and stuff like that. And apparently one of the things I can do is super stickers, where people can just like pay to put a sticker in chat, basically. It's dirty money.
자, 이렇게 곳곳에
What is it? Is YouTube secretly evil? I mean, I guess they probably are. Google's probably evil, right? Even though their slogan is "Don't be evil."
캐논 개들스랑 프로브도 바이바이거든요.
Yeah, they made the requirements really high. They basically cut out like anyone that wasn't like huge on YouTube suddenly just couldn't be a partner anymore. And I think the reason why is because they wanted to keep like if someone had like a viral video
지금 테란의 출구 쪽을
that got 10 million views, they wanted all the money for that for themselves. But if you can monetize something quickly that's going viral
저거를 김태경 선수가
without any
역경에서 진영 수가
community,
나올 때
like-
굉장히 흔들어주는 수가 있어요.
I don't know. It's just a theory.
직선으로 쭉 내려오고 있어요.
Oh, it's dirty because it was a poop emoji.
스타리거답게 뭔가
Damn it.
다른 모습을 보여주고 있네요.
Do you want me to put that one back on?
푸터대부터 빼놓고는 보기 힘들거든요.
We'll put the poop emoji back up. I guess I could do both of them.
추가 확장을 일단 끊어줄 수 있으냐 진영 선수에게.
I just have to duplicate this.
자, 그러나 여기 견제가
Let's do this, and then we can do this.
실수도 사실 실수라고 보기도 어렵지만.
Whoa, that's not what I meant to
안
do.
나오는 장면이거든요. 김태형 선수에게는.
그만큼 진영 선수가 김태경
Let's
선수를
do this.
화려하게 지금 밀어붙이고 있다는
This is gonna,
얘기입니다.
as soon as the chat gets moved too far up, it's gonna ruin everything. But
센터 싸움에서 김태형 선수가
oh wait,
뭐 진다라는 보장은 없습니다. 아까 말씀하신 대로 서플
okay. So now I got another one here.
치고 나올 때 왠지 병력들 천천히 나오게
So we'll move this one up, down
지금 병력이 엄청나요. 김태형 선수
to the smiley face,
예, 지금 그 서로 간의 게릴라전
and we'll do
플레이라는
that.
거는
I'll put
아주 큰
this
의미가 있는 건 아니에요. 둘 다 마찬가지. 서로
underneath.
마찬가지예요. 지금은 아주 큰 의미가 있는
There.
거고 이제 진영선 나올 때 센터에서 큰 싸움 한 번이 어떻게 진행이
Come on, there we go. All right, now we got both.
우리 지금
네, 지금은 테란이 가능성이 훨씬 높아요. 근데 처음에 아까 이때 뚫리면서부터
Female Korean commentator, yeah.
아니페이스로 경기를 끌어왔고 아비터 타이밍이 됐을보다 훨씬
Yeah, no, she's
안 되는 겁니다, 이제는요.
자, 그런데 문제가
I don't think she was one of the first ones, but she was around. She was a commentator for a long time. She's super famous.
완전히 무너집니다.
저거 예,
How-
팩토리 하나도 그냥
How have you not noticed that?
내돈 저것 때문에 병력들 움직임이 지금
I guess. I mean, I guess you don't hear the. If you're watching my commentaries, I guess you don't hear the Koreans that clearly usually, right? So that might be it. But come on, there we go. Trying to make this nice and lined up, even though it's quite unnecessary. There we go.
리코란 병력으로 멀티를 깨
There was actually a female Korean caster in on NBC Game as well. I think she might have been around for longer actually. And then yeah, I got to work with one of them.
회전을 해주면은 그냥
Actually, both of them at different times, because I got to work with one of them a little bit.
11시나 10시 반쪽이거든요.
Oh wait, when? No, I think I just like one of them I worked with at this Seoul Esports Festival thing, and another one I don't think I worked with her, but I think I met her once. But I'm having a hard time remembering though.
더 하고 이런 욕심보다는 약간은 좀 더 빨리 나왔어야 되는 게 아닌가.
Yeah, she's very cool.
계속적으로 셔틀에 단지 그냥 질러 내기 떨어지는 것만으로도
I should look up more information about her too, because I don't know if she was if she used to be one of the female pro players or something like that.
되는데 EMP까지 쓸 수 있는 상황이 돼서야. 근데 3시에서 병력이었어. 여기서 또 병력 조금씩 있죠. 이만큼의 인구수가 빠지는 거예요.
Washington has too many SCVs. Ooh, that was kind of a nice EMP.
다행히 EMP는 들어갔습니다.
We're rooting for Bisu though, because Washington was a match fixer, so
바쁘죠.
screw him.
자, 지속적으로 여기는 워낙
Obviously, he didn't
받았기
fix
때문에
this match though, because he's playing pretty hard.
방위력도 있어요.
이 병력으로 싸울 자신이 없는 겁니다.
He had 15 on one gas. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's like if you're running your SCVs away from one base, you'll just quickly right-click another gas just to get them to move. So that's probably what happened there. Either that or Washington's a noob.
많아요, 많아요.
Oh, more nice EMPs actually. Not a single stasis.
있어요, 많아 있어요.
But it doesn't matter because he didn't have any vultures, so the zealots are just gonna get on top of the tanks. It's a lot of tanks though. He might be able to get them. Whereas the stasis, all of his arbiters got EMP'd. He actually EMP'd, he did like 2 or 3 EMPs and got all the arbiters.
덕분에 일단은 살아남았습니다.
워낙 탱크를
Dropship and shuttle passing each other.
그리고 김태우 선수의 약간의 방심.
Oh, that's right. This is the map where you've got the minerals that you can get to either side of it, basically.
시간을 벌면서 다시 또 200, 다시 또 200. 계속 채울 자신이 있기 때문에 김태우 선수가 아까 어택을 찍은 거예요. 그렇게
SCV's killing a Zealot.
확실히 돌릴 수
Like they
있는
do.
여유가 있다는 걸, 예, 김태경 선수가 누구보다
Oh
잘
no,
알죠.
there's a bunch of probes going right into the tank line.
역시 김태경 선수가 얻어가는
Tank's line of fire.
네, 스캔도 바로바로 안 나와서 지금 벌처가 의미 없이 얻어맞고 있고 이 한 대의 드랍십 불량으로는 자원 견제는 해도 아예 넥서스를 깰 수가 없다라는 거죠.
아, 지금 오, 질럿이
Those
10킬.
예, 이렇게
Zealots are just
당하는 건
individually
맞고요.
killing
물론
every
지금
single
선수도,
SCV.
예, 견제는 함께
And now,
해주는
just when they're out of targets, more SCVs are coming in.
이게 뭐냐면요. 프로토스는 여기다가 질럿 4개 딱 떨궈 놓고
Why did he send all of his SCVs over here where there's 2 Zealots killing his SCVs?
예, 때려넣으면서
He just sent like 30 SCVs to this location.
그냥 뭐 마음껏
Alright, well I guess he sent a tank too.
이게 또 무슨 얘기겠습니까? 테라는 이 자원이 아주 중요하다. 이 자원에
Alright, that's reasonable, but it still looks like Bisu's pretty much in command though.
프로토스는 9시에 풀어도 죽어도 돼요. 그걸로
I love seeing stasis used on SCVs.
EMP!
Oh, he EMP'd another Arbiter!
일단 진영 선수에게는
Sorry minions, no recall. No recall, he got another Arbiter with another EMP.
콜을 막았다고 상황이
He should start...
올 가능성은
Yeah, these gonna let some lose some probes.
견제로 시간을 벌어야 되는데
다시 한번 들어가요.
Oh, here's another one.
베슬이
Is this one gonna work? He's running right by the vessel! Oh, vessel might not have energy or might not have noticed. So now he finally gets the recall off. Yeah, that's it for Huashin. Huashin's toast. That was his only mining, I think, over here, basically, and he just lost it. And here's the desperate... Okay, so now Huashin goes for one desperate counterattack with everything. He's like, I got no money. I gotta just go for a kill.
그렇죠. 말씀하신 대로 벌쳐 숫자
I gotta go for a killing blow. It's like in a shooting game, when you're up against the enemy and you've got one bullet left, you're like, I gotta get a headshot or I lose. You just gotta go for it, right?
리콜만큼 병력이 빠진 틈을 이용한 한타 싸움이거든요.
There's a stasis. He stasis 3 units. Not a very good stasis.
그래서 긴장해야 돼요. 이 한타 싸움을 비슷하게 소모하는
Yeah, he stasis the vessel in like self-defense, basically.
네, 패배를 하게 되면 큰일 납니다.
Okay, is this actually gonna work? Huashin with his like, okay, there's a nice stasis. There's so many tanks though. Bisu cannot do crap about that.
이 쌓아둔 자원은 있겠지만 먹는 자원은 말랐다는 거예요. 그러니까 김태경은 바꿔만 주면 됩니다. 바꿔만 주면서 이 한방 병력
Huashin might actually win this still. But he's, although he's not mining the thing, is the thing. Bisu's fine. Maybe. I mean, he's still producing units, I guess, which Huashin isn't. That's what he's doing right now. He's just chilling. It's like, I'm just gonna sit back till I get some units. Ooh, DT's not doing good there. Bisu always beats Huashin. Always. I hope so.
자원만 말리겠다는 건데.
There's all the SCVs running home. They're all running that one gas in his main because there's nothing they can do. Yeah, I didn't realize he still had that base. I think you're right though. No more bases for Huashin. It was a good counterattack though by Huashin. Gotta say. Man, I wish I had some root beer. I was at the store a couple days ago and I was like, root beer's not healthy. I shouldn't buy any. Now I regret. Sometimes you want to be not healthy. Yeah, Bisu is still kind of in trouble. Because the thing is, he shut down off Huashin's bases, but Huashin's gonna shut down his bases too. Like, Bisu can't... I don't know if he can kill all these tanks. Hey, Rayman, how's it going? Look at this little recall on the side. I didn't realize that Huashin was still mining at that right side base. So now, I've said this 3 times now, but now he's definitely not mining.
이 병력 관리를
And
잘하는
BCU I think has a
옆에
couple little
따라서
side bases that are
있어요.
mining
지금
still.
있는 병력들을 잘 단도리해서 그냥 다 살아남겨야 돼요. 얘네들 다 옹기종기 다 모여있기
지금
때문에.
와서 몇 기 정도만 7시
Yeah.
쯤 내리면은 저 7시
I finally got my subs working.
자원 5예요, 미네랄 5.
And actually, if you want to see something really cool, I have custom animations for my channel redemptions too, for the channel point redemptions. So if you redeem an Overlord or Pylon, it does an animation on screen.
결국은 김태형 선수가 가져왔습니다.
I'm trying to figure out how to put words on it, but I haven't figured it out yet.
병력의 어떤 집중입니다. 한 방.
Hey!
자, 김태경 선수가
Thank you, Rain Man.
상황은 아니에요. 미네랄이
Much appreciated.
2배 이상이겠는데 지금.
도 많아요.
Yes, if you hadn't noticed, I have subscriptions now.
센터 쪽으로 올라가는 병력들이 있습니다. 김태경 이곳에
I also have, you can see at the top here, I've got stickers. Stickers on YouTube now. I really appreciate it, Rayman. Thank you very much. Yeah, how I don't know how to set that up actually. How do I set up a founder's sub thing or whatever? Oh, you do already have it. Okay, cool.
그냥 밀어붙입니까?
물론 바꿔만 줘도
There we go. It just took a second for it to catch up, maybe.
먹는 자원이 있으니까라고 생각할 수도 있지만 지금 5대5로 바꾼 게 아니라
Sweet.
내가 한 이 정도 뺏고
Yeah, so even though I've been streaming for over 10 years, this is the founding month of my subscriptions. Oh, Founders is the first 5 to 10 subs. Oh, I thought it was like anyone that subbed in the first month or whatever. Okay. I thought it was like anyone that subbed the first month they got a Founder thing. I didn't know it was the first whatever. Well, you're the Rainman. You're the fifth sub I've had. So if it's only 5, you got the last one.
그리고 진영 선수는 빨리 커맨센터 앞으로 날라가지고 멀티 하나만 하면 됩니다. 지금 무리하게 공격하다가
I don't know. Let me
한번
see.
병력이 서로 소진이 되면
Twitch,
진영 선수는
how
가장
many
공격이 놓칠 수가 있거든요.
Founder badges?
10.
그리고
Oh, affiliates have 10,
좀 모으고 있잖아요.
and partners have 25. Okay, so I can get it's not quite as exclusive. I get 20 more Founders badges. The next 20 people still get the badge. It's still very cool, yes. And I will still remember that you were top 5. Diggity was my first subscriber, which is appropriate, and thanks again to you, Diggity YouTube channel, because he actually somehow he found it before I even had told anyone about it. I don't even know how. But somehow X found my StarCraft 2 YouTube channel, and I was like, why do I have a sub already? And it was X. I was like, oh, I know him. I didn't know him personally yet at the time, but I remembered him because he'd left funny comments on my other videos. Diggity, you might have been the first subscriber on my main YouTube channel, I guess. Although maybe not, because I put some stuff on Team Liquid. Minions! Thank you, sir. Minions is also now a proud founding subscriber. Thank you for the Prime subscription, sir. Pog Champ. And I got my bot working too. I got my Twitch bot working again. So I did a bunch of stuff last week to try and get some stuff working, so. You unsub because of a lack of content. Oh man. Shaming me for taking 8 years off. No, I'm just kidding. I know you're not. Yeah, the game is like crawling to a halt because both players are not mining now. I guess BC has a little bit of mining. That Arbiter has 2 kills on it, by the way. Oh no, this Arbiter! Oh. He actually probably could have saved that Arbiter, but he didn't run it far enough away. Actually, the Arbiter might have just been running away, I'm not sure.
얼마만큼 잘 써줄 수 있느냐가
Oh, Bisu has a decent army
직접적인
though.
영향을 미칠 수도 있거든요 지금.
네. 자, 추가 자원은 계속해서
So yeah, neither player's mining
그래서
that much.
먹어봐야 뭐 넥서스 하나 값밖에 안 나오고요.
굳이 커맨 센터를 하나 어디다 짓는 그런 위험 부담을 배제하고
Mole Trap just slacked off.
가스 모일 때마다 탱크 한 대,
Yeah, basically.
가지고 있는 걸
Record for kills on an arbiter?
진영 선수의 생각이고요.
In a pro game?
베스를 하나만 왔다 갔다 하면서 EMP 팡팡
Probably not
먹고
too many.
다카코를
I wouldn't be
한다는
surprised if an
진짜
arbiter had like
아쉽네요.
5 or even 10 kills though.
어딘지 진영 선수는 또 열심히 찾고 있어요.
Because sometimes if a Protoss is winning really hard, the arbiters are just firing down. Like the A move in and the arbiters are firing at the tanks and stuff like that.
지금은 여유는 마음의 여유는 진영
Why is he grouping arbiters? Because he really wants
전력에서 완전 압도하고
Hwasha to be able to EMP all of the arbiters at once.
그렇다고 해서 어딘가 게릴라를 하자니 게릴라 할때
That's why he's grouping them up.
네.
야, 여기를 어떻게 갑니까?
그럼요. 다시 이제 나도 이제 먹고 살만하니까 그 보험사로 안 가고 다른 보험사로 가겠다라는 진영 선수의 커맨 센터 의지를 볼 수 있는 거고요.
I don't know why he's grouping the arbiters.
자, 그런데 얘를 생생합니다. 얘는 많아 있어요.
얘는 리콜을 할 것 같은데 리콜도 조심해야
The STX player is named Hwashin.
아싸하고 타이밍 잡고 내려옵니다.
How's it going, you sends?
애들 리콜해야 돼요.
His name is Hwashin, and we don't like Hwashin because he, later on in his career, he became a match fixer and he threw matches for money and he was kind of a disgrace as a result. But he was a very solid Terran player, probably one of the top 10 Terrans of the Casper era, I would say, or the late Casper era, you know?
다수 SCV로 이제부터 미네랄을 먹게 되면
Yeah, sometimes they don't make enough Goliaths and like the arbiters just go crazy.
저 미네랄 먹는 게 다 벌초가 되거든요. 지금 지영 선수가
Yeah. So it's too bad because I was a little bit of a fan of Hwashin. I think Diggity was more of a fan of Hwashin before his fall from grace. So it's too bad that he was a scumbag. Dragon Slayer, how's it going?
주시에 있는 병력이 너무 놀고 있어요. 지금 가가지고 팩토리 막 떼어주고 막
Howdy,
테란 병력이 여기저기
which is
분산되게
short for how do you
만들었는데
do, isn't it?
너무 무방비로 좀 내버려두고 있고요.
베스는 여기 저기 먹잇감을 노리고 있고요.
코니 베슬이랑 진짜 이거
He
상극이라서
came from the boxer style of great versus Zerg and Terran, but quite bad against
추가 지금
Protoss.
김준경
Huh.
선수가 또 먹고 있는 곳은 어딘가? 지금 진영 선수가
I never followed Hwashin enough to really get a sense of his style that much, so that's good to know. Is Cholera SC still Hyuk's biggest fan? Maybe
아비터 살짝 봤거든요 아까.
Hyuk hasn't played in years, and Cholera hasn't casted in years, so probably not.
네.
Actually, that's a good idea, minions. If he could recall some probes to another base, that would actually be pretty clutch.
HP가 많은 아콘이 되거든요.
Oh, he just recalled some units in to battle these Goliaths, though. Get baited, Goliaths.
아, 근데
Get EMP Dragoons, but it doesn't matter.
그렇죠?
피드백 한 방이면 바로 터집니다. 근데 이거를
Yeah, Hwashin now
쓰는 게 정말 아쉬운 상황이고요.
still has like 20 tanks, or like 15 tanks.
아, 정말 아쉬운
만약에
일입니다.
평상시에 김태경 선수가 아콘
Is he able to make? Oh, he's mining again.
상황에 맞서갖고 좀
Actually, Hwashin's mining at 2 bases now.
쓰는 거예요. 예.
지금 멀티가 두 군데가 들어갑니다, 진영수.
이렇게 되면은
Is Hwashin still gonna win this because he's actually mining now?
김태경이 차지한 멀티는 자원도 얼마 안 되거든요. 여기는 온리 미네랄일 뿐이지만 미네랄 많아요.
땡땡하게 돌아가는데요.
When was this game from?
지금 힘들 판에
This is from 2009.
병력 가지고 이렇게 시간 끈다고 김태현 선수에게 상황이 좋아지지가 않고요.
Yeah, I don't know if Bisu knows that Hwashin is mining.
이제 거의 안정권으로 접어들고 있어요.
He has to assume it
지영
though.
선수가 진짜 아까 막 프로필 촬영
He has to make that assumption. He hasn't. If he's left Hwashin alone for a while. He hasn't been checking expansions.
그러게요. 스타리그 16강에 올라간 그 분위기를 진짜 김태경
Beef stew.
잡으면서 프로리그에서까지 쫙 올린 거의 지금 판은 만들었어요. 센터 다 장악했죠.
Speaking of which, speaking of beef stew,
이제 팩토리가 빡빡 다 돌아가요.
those of you that have just subbed, you now have access to
김태경 선수가 리콜로 병력들을
my Bisu what face emote.
자, 그런데 자원질의 리콜.
파업 시켰어요.
Oh, he did stasis the SCVs over there. That's funny.
뭐 그런 거는 폐쇄죠. 직장 폐쇄.
Yep, and the pylon heart emote is one of the ones as well.
예, 잠시 휴가 보냈고요. 자, 그리고
Aren't they
나머지
good?
참 베슬이 여기저기 지금 노리고 있는데 그래도 그 틈을 비집고 아비터가 또
It took me a minute. It took me a little while, but I cropped down on. I actually found that screenshot and I had to crop it to make it fit and everything.
무리해서 안 간 겁니다.
But I'm pretty proud of that one. You can't quite see it that great, but
딱그 타이밍에 센터만 장악하면서
the game's not rigged. I don't think so. I know you're joking, but like the ones that were rigged, like we watched a couple of them on stream like a little while ago, and like it was kind of obvious that they were rigged because like they made some like dumb mistakes.
이렇게 안전하게 지키면서 나머지 이 병력들이 어디로 갈지. 자,
병력 빠졌을 때
예.
병력 빠졌을 때
아예 그냥 본진 쪽으로 내려가나요?
자원 말려야죠. 자원 계속
Rainbow 15.
이런 플레이가 좋은 거예요.
15 crypto. I didn't know you had your own emotes.
싸우면 안 됩니다. 컴에서 당하는 저
Everyone, I gotta figure out what emotes to get because everyone has like dogs or something like that for their emotes, or like a couple players already have like StarCraft units for their emotes. So I gotta figure out like what's something good and unique that would be a good thing to have as an emote. And one of the things I'm thinking of is like I'm trying to figure out what are some good things that are like good emotes just for anyone to have. Like I want to like have some generic emotes that are just like useful in every chat, you know, like a big red arrow or something like that. Oh, that's actually pretty sick stasis, blocking the ramp so you can try and kill the stuff on top. Hey, Coach People League, thank you for the raid. Welcome one and all from the CPL.
아, 위쪽 멀티를 일단
Nablime and Saint Zero, welcome everybody.
그럼요. 자, 뒤쪽에 그리고
If you are new to this stream and this show, this is our bi-weekly watch party, or actually bi-weekly. We do it twice a week, where we watch old classic pro games and just kind of chat about the games, or about StarCraft, or esports, or life, or whatever random crap comes up that we want to talk about. So welcome everybody. We're currently watching an old Pro League game between Bisu and Huashin, and it's been going on for like half an hour already. And so it's kind of interesting where the game like ground to a halt because neither player was mining, and then they both started mining a little bit again, and now it's kind of the game's blowing up again with both of them attacking each other again, and it's kind of like crazy how the game has gone. It went up and up and up, and then it kind of dipped down to nothing, and now it's going back up again in terms of the action. But I feel like Huashin is finally going to win soon, actually. You and an SC2 Marine helmet as an emote. I could do that. But see, would people want that? Like, what would be? When would you use a mole trap StarCraft 2 Marine emote? Oh, look at that stasis on the ramp to block the attack. Yeah, Bisu's kind of been not microing his units in some situations very well. So he's gonna recall his base though, but again, Huashin is now gonna be not mining. I think. Yeah, he's gonna take out this base, and Huashin doesn't have any other bases now. When Terran wins the match, you can do the Marine. I mean, I don't have anything else to do right now, so I might as well. I feel like the best emotes are the ones that like have a real use to them, though. You know, like the Bisu wet face. Like when something amazing happens, you can be like, and you know, if you want to like show some love to someone in the chat or something like that, Pylon Heart is very useful for that. So you know, what was the wait? I set up a third emote. Oh, and then of course, I've got my GG emote. Good old rainbow GG. So that's useful, you know, for when a game ends. You can spam GG. That's useful in a lot of different chats. Spawning pool? 6 spawning pool for Zerg wins? You mean like, yeah, wasn't there a game when someone built like 6 spawning pools as a BM or something like that? Is that what you're talking about? So yeah, neither player is mining right now again, which again I think you're right, means that well, I don't know if this is what we meant, but I think Washin has the advantage when they're not mining because he just has the better army. Look at all those SCVs holding gas in their hands, going to replace it with minerals. It's actually kind of funny. Someone told me to do 6 pool against Terrans, and I built 6 pools, but it didn't work.
지금은 그렇게 또 프로토스 병력이 무시무시하지도 않고요. 계속 베스는 많아 채우고 가지고 있는 병력으로 벌처 하나씩 조금씩이라도 늘려주면서 릴레이하면서 SCB로 이 탱크 비율만 유지하게 되면 진영 선수는 이길 수 있어요.
Yeah, for sure.
거의 잡은 경기인데 어쨌거나 경기 지지받기 정말 힘들다 생각하겠죠.
김태경 선수 보고 이제 혁명가 막 이러는데
But unfortunately, I can't make my own YouTube stickers. So it's just apparently poop face and $sign face, and the other like standard emojis are the only ones I can have on the YouTube, which is kind of lame. Is this the MSL where Bisu picked Washin to piss him off? No, this is a Pro League match. This is a Pro League match. We could watch some MSL after this, though. Oh my gosh! Is Bisu actually gonna win this encounter? Oh, if he'd mind dragged under those tanks, I think he had a chance. But without that mind drag working, I don't think he has a chance now. Those were very good stasis. Yeah, man. Glad you could join for a few. We do this every Wednesday evening and Saturday afternoon. We do watch parties. So if you got to roll out today, that's fine. Join us next time. Diggity's being very cryptic in chat here. Big news. What big news is going on? Yeah, this game still isn't over, man. It was a 43-minute VOD. The game, let's see, the game started at like 1 minute. Yeah, so this is a over 40-minute game. Long game. Ooh, Bisu versus Mind sounds good. If you guys are in the mood for more TVP. Requests are always welcome, though. We can watch something else. We don't have to keep watching Bisu. Bisu versus Mind. Mind, not a dirty match fixer. So it'll be more fun to watch. See, let's actually forward to the game. This is also a long VOD. Here we go. Here's the start of the game. What the heck? Another super sticker. Thank you so much, soccer guy. I really appreciate it. I hope you're having fun testing these out. Video game controller gives a thumb up and says GG. Okay, so let's. Oh, it did get pushed up. So yeah, it got messed up. So let's see, where's the next one? Whoa! Look at that. That's a good one. That's actually really cool. An animated sticker giving a thumbs up. That's sick. Oh no, see, it keeps getting scrolled up. I gotta figure out, okay, so let's see. Yeah, it doesn't automatically update on this other one. So I don't know how to make it stick in the same place is the problem. I don't think there is a way. I think YouTube's just screwed up basically on that So I'm gonna have to figure out. I'm gonna do some more experimenting though to see if there's a way to get that to stay in one place. Because we don't want it to be that like as soon as someone chats. What if I do this?
좀 무리한 견제를 통한 빌드로 좀 이득을
Hold on a
보겠다.
second.
그런 생각을 한다면은 박성수 미네랄 양이 굉장히 풍부하기 때문에 수비하기가 상당히 쉽습니다.
그렇죠.
Oh, it's on top chat already. So there's no way to make it like
몇 경기 나왔었죠. 이제
limited or
김동호
something
선수도
like that.
그냥 베럭스 이제 가스 짓지 않고 더블 커맨드 올리고 나서 팩토리
Alright,
짓고
well, at least you guys get to see this sticker until the next chat. But I don't want it to be like a thing where no one wants to like chat because then it messes up the sticker, you know? So maybe, you know what I might have to do? I might have to recreate my own stickers and just put them up manually, like when someone uses a sticker or something like that.
박성규 선수의 이 머리 움직임이 감각이 상당히 좋아요.
Or maybe there's a way to copy this
건드리고 올 때쯤
this little GG guy
빼주고
and
네.
I don't know.
아 이게 근데 오히려 드라군이
Anyway,
들어가는 것보다는 아 이거는 좀 독이 될 수도 있기 때문에
Twashin's TVP wasn't bad overall. Yeah, he was pretty good.
살아나가기는 어렵거든요.
Not as great as his TVZ and his TVT though. TVZ was top 5.
네.
I'm trying to remember who like for some reason I don't have like a lot of
아직까지는 그래도
thought on that. I do remember he had good TVT. Although I for some reason it sticks out of my mind a game where Huashin played against Flash, and Huashin was like ahead.
휘둘리긴 좀 많이 휘둘러 있네요.
He was ahead by like 20 supply, and he just kind of messed up a couple things. He made some kind of bad decisions in the late game with drops and just fell behind and actually lost. So Washington's TVT was good, but it wasn't the best.
그렇죠.
네, 오히려 김태훈 선수가 여기서 앞마당 넥서스
Bisu's
이후에
trolling
견제를
mind.
한다거나 뭐 그런 거보다는 빠르게 3S를 가는 편이
Just
훨씬
gonna run
좋습니다.
Rajoon up in your
박성규
base.
선수가
No big
팩토리가
deal.
느리기 때문에 팩토리가 또 두 번째, 세 번째 팩토리가 느리거든요. 그 점을 좀 이용을 해야 되겠죠.
That's a cool emote
선수가
though.
왼쪽 라인의 그 구멍을 베럭스로 좀 막아주고 팩토리 바로 올라가죠.
GG.
팩토리 올라가지고
Maybe that's what I should do with my GG. Make an animated. Maybe I should make an animated GG emote that does different changing colors like that.
또 체크를 해주네요.
야, 여기서 만약 박성규 선수가 열심히 정찰에 성공한다면 아 이건 큰데요. 지금 들어가서 상대방의 체제를
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out if there's a way to get the super stickers to stick in OBS. That's kind of dumb that there's no way to like get them to be embedded or whatever.
다 쓰니까 위험 부담이 전혀 없잖아요. 아무것도요.
드라군 사거리
TVP 46%, TVT 50%, TVZ 63%. Well, that says a lot then. I didn't realize he was like a TVZ specialist.
박성균. 자, 상대는 그럼 김태형도 앞마당 가져가고요.
약간 그 변수를 두는데요. 김태균 선수가 아래쪽에 멀티를 가져갔다라는 점.
Yeah, that's true.
두고 있어요.
He was going up against
왼쪽으로 아니라
up against the dragons a lot.
야, 근데 지금 7시, 8시 지역에 지금 이 추가 멀티는 상당히 위험해질 수가 있습니다. 오히려. 왜냐면은 테란이 진출할 때 언덕을 끼고 진출한 다음에 바로 코앞이거든요, 멀티가. 오히려
Yeah,
테란의 공격 루트를 더 짧게
I don't know why the
만들어주는
stickers are not
가능성이
pinned.
알면서도 그런 겁니다, 이건요. 야, 그만큼 자신 있는 겁니다, 김태경.
네, 나중에 드랍십을 활용하게 될 때에도
Alright,
저 9시 라인 그 밑에 있는 8시 지역인가요? 그쪽
I don't know if I don't want to have to keep like readjusting this over and over again. What I'll do is I'll
위쪽 라인에 멀티를 가져갔을 경우에는 위쪽 라인까지 같이
see, and there's another page that has the
9시 라인
super
쪽으로
chats
멀티를
or super
가져갔을
stickers or
때는
whatever.
방어하는데 어려움이 없으니까
But,
견제, 리버 견제 100%
I have to update it every single
동시에
time.
방어까지 가능하니까 그런 점을 좀 생각을 하고 이렇게 플레이를
I'm gonna
해주고 있습니다.
I'll play around with it. I'll see if I can get it to
리버에
work.
정말 모든 걸 다 걸어야 됩니다. 리버로 SCB 다수를 잡아내지 못한다면
Let's
지금
see,
박성규 선수 자원이 넘쳐나거든요.
네.
이후에는 물량 폭발합니다.
자, 물론 자신도 3넥서스를 가져가고 있습니다만.
Yeah.
아, 저희가 돌아갈 때까지 일단은 박성균의 뒷대를 좀 잡아줘야 돼요.
네, 이 배럭 더블
I'll
커맨드
play around with it, but there just might not be a way of doing it.
넘쳐나다 보니까 털에서 그냥 공짜로 지어줄 수가 있어요.
Let's see. So actually, I can do this.
예, 김태균 선수가 셔틀 소거까지
Okay, I'm gonna give me a second because I'm gonna be messing with some stuff in the background.
뭐 리버 견제가 나오면 물론 좋은데
So
거기에까지 자원을
let's
투자를
do.
할지 아니면 게이트에서
I'm gonna see if I can capture from a different window.
투자를 할지 지켜봐야지 알 수 있겠고 야 완전히 둘러섰습니다.
네, 이거는 들어갈 때는 거의 죽음을 불사하고 들어가야 돼요. 가미가제식으로.
네. 못 나오는 거죠?
네.
아, 요새화하고 있어요, 지금요. 박성균의 기지는.
자 갈 데가 없어요.
Okay.
투리버가 타고 있으면 저 모서리 쪽에다가 몰래 내려놔서 저 터렛부터 1.4를 해주고 다시 태워가지고 견제를 들어가주면 되는데 지금은 이제 원리버거든요.
Okay, so if I do this,
야, 리버를 한번 확인했다 그런다면 박성규 선수가 뭐 골리앗까지 충원해서
This
갈 수도
kind of
있는
works if I
것이고요.
do this.
그래도 아무튼 삼기지돌
Sorry, you guys can't see it yet, but I'm working on a thing.
수급을 했습니다만은 김태경의 제2멀티 좋은데요.
근데 저 벌초로 12시 라인에 멀티를 체크를 해주고
Alright, let's
만약에 없다고
do
한다면
take this
저
off.
8시 지역도 체크 가능. 이야.
야, 바로
I'm gonna do
가보죠.
this.
야,
길을
이거
뚫렸네요. 이게 어떻게 됩니까 이거?
야, 이런 실수가 김태경에게 나오나요?
네.
이런 실수가
일부러 길을 열어줄 일은 없잖아요.
절대 없죠. 아, 이거 너무 큰 실수인데요. 그렇게 완벽하고 꼼꼼한 김태경 선수가 이것도 공간이 지금 있을 것 같은데요. 자, 아래쪽에다가 지었어야지. 지금 여기가
근데 아무도 노출됐습니다. 이제 알아요. 내 코앞에
Alright, I'm working on something. Alright, let's see if this works.
바로 응급조치 할
네.
거예요.
네, 지금 김태훈 선수가 리버로
Alright.
좀 재미를 보고 견제를 줘야 되는 타이밍인데
So now
오히려
let's take that
피해를
off.
받았기 때문에 프로토스가 상당히
다시
힘들고요. 지금
돌아가요.
상황에서는.
어찌됐든 지금 김태경의 어이없는
I'll
실수가
adjust this a
지금은
little bit
나왔던
more.
거고요.
There we go.
다시 또 들어가면 다행히
So that
막혔네요.
kind of works.
이거 들어갔으면 진짜 완전히 꼬이는 거예요.
And this is from a different page, so it won't go away.
아무래도 그 맵 작자분이 어떻게 만드냐에 따라서 들어갈 수도
Hopefully.
있고 못 들어가고 그 차이가 날 수도 있거든요.
네.
눈으로는 좀 확인하기 상당히 힘듭니다.
There we go.
방금 전 마인 제거 아주 예술이었습니다. 김태경. 자, 그런 가운데 상대편
It's really ghetto,
맞춰줍니다.
though.
박성균.
용으름에서 제2의 멀티도 테란이 좀 손쉽게 가져갈 수 있는 그런 장점이 있기 때문에
There we go.
딱 제2의 멀티만 돌려.
So now what I'll just have to do is it'll stay, and it's not animated for some reason, is it? Is it
지금 이
animated?
커맨드가
Doesn't look like the
박성균 선수에게
animation's
매우 좋은
working.
부분은
So I'll have to just
김태훈
refresh
선수가
the page every
이걸
time
모르고
to get it
있어요.
to
커맨드를 세
show the
개째를
new stickers or
짓는지,
whatever.
아니면 업그레이드를 지금 돌리고 있는지,
But
팩토리가 몇 개인지.
at
지금
least then I don't have to
턴에서
readjust it all the time. I'll just have to hit
턴을
refresh
하고 있기
every
때문에
time.
이 점이
Alright,
박성균
anyway,
선수
sorry,
제일
let
좋은
me catch
점이에요.
up.
아, 진짜 저 터렛 때문에 정찰이 안 돼서 드랍십도
Bisu
좀
versus
생각할
Mind. This
수밖에
is another
없겠고요.
Pro League
그래서
match.
캐논도 지금 일찌감치
This
건설
is from
해주고 있고요.
2009
병력이
as
완전
well.
단단했어야
This is
되는데
another Pro League match.
지금 센터 쪽으로 이제 나가게 되면
This is when BC was on SK Telecom. And for some reason I forgot that Mind was on WeMade. I couldn't have told you which team he was on, but I forgot that that's the team he was on.
그리고 지금 김태훈 선수가 지금 테란 입구 쪽에 옵저버도 잡혔나요? 지금 시야가
BC
없거든요.
throwing 2 games in a row.
두근두근
I mean,
거릴 거예요. 지금 언제
the
올지
last game was
모르니까
not the same,
병력 상황이 어느 정도인지도 체크도 안 되고
not the same day, so it's not like. But BC has been known to throw games, that's for sure.
이제 병력이 쌓이게 되면 진군을 할 거 아닙니까? 그때 뭐 엔지니어링 베이나 뭐 그거나 그 건물이나 아니면 베럭스나 같이 뛰어가지고 천천히 같이 진군해주게 되면 이게 아비토가 무조건 나와줘야지 싸울 수가 있거든요, 김태경은.
네, 지금 김태훈 선수가 만약에 좀 옵저버 두 기를 동원해서
It's bothering me that these
몸으로 좀 대주고
these
또 안쪽 들어가서 좀
super
정찰을 좀 해줬다면은
stickers
좀더
are not,
안정감
like,
있게 좀
lined up
경기를 플레이할 수 있었을
perfectly.
텐데 그 부분이 좀 많이 아쉽고요. 박성균 선수는 여기서 이
So
벌초
I might have to mess with this
견제
more
그렇게
off
많이 안
stream
줘도
though.
상관없습니다. 그냥 와서 희적기만
Get to
하면
work.
돼요. 시간만 벌어주면 시간은
Now they're kind
박성균
of
선수
more lined
편이거든요.
up,
지금은.
but
자, 김태경 선수 꾸준히
That looks
멀티
better.
하나 더 먹을 준비하고 있습니다.
자,
12시죠.
이 진짜 영리한 벌초 움직임이
alright. So now if someone does a super sticker, I can refresh, and it should update automatically. But we'll see. Is he about to drag some mines into the probes?
발동했다. 실드
That mine just did a lot of damage, didn't
어차피
it?
많아요, 벌처는.
예, 거의 뭐 한 1.5배수로 잡아줬는데 이 정도만 해도 테라 입장에서는 상당히 기분이 좋죠.
네.
Good old walling and brood war.
시작되겠는데요. 병력 규모 급격히 늘리고 있습니다.
Anyway, sorry about that. I was distracted. Now I'm back. If I missed something or a question, well, let me know.
입구가 막혀 있기 때문에 또 드라곤 버벅대잖아요.
야, 또 중간에 한번 또 프로보 잘라주고요.
Why is my chat not scrolling? What the heck? Okay, there we go.
아, 데미지 들어갔습니다.
Alright.
김태경 선수의 대처도 좋은데 진짜 기가 막힌 벌초.
Yeah, Mind is probably in trouble. But remember, yeah, I mean, famously, Mind beat Bisu in the MSL finals, right? So, like, Mind is capable of taking him on. And Mind was really good player too. Like, I would not count him out unless he's playing against Flash or Jaedong, maybe I guess. But
팩토리도 늘린 만큼 늘려놨고 이제 천천히 조금 전진만 할수록 턴의 라인을 형성을 하면서 전진하면 굉장히 좋거든요.
oh,
많이 아프죠.
oh, those mine hits.
병력 충원되지 않으면
And now the observer comes in from the side. A little bit late observer.
재촉할 수 있습니다.
그렇죠.
Bisu's in the process of throwing.
김태경 선수가 드라군이 마인 바른 것도 그렇고 저 게이트 하나에서
He's getting
랠리가
two
지금
Stargate Arbors,
스스로
though.
찍히지
How
않은
can you
것
go
같은데
wrong with
컨디션이
that?
그렇게 좋아 보이진 않네요.
자, 이제 박성규는 두 가지입니다. 드랍십 한번 뛰어가지고 그 타이밍을 벌어가지고 진출할 것이냐, 아니면 진출을 먼저 하고 드랍십 한 대를 나중에 활용을 해줄 것이냐.
Oh, he's purple.
딱 띄워주게 되면
Man, we can't see his true purple color in the observer vision.
자리 잡고 있으면 또 벌처 활용도가 극대화될 수 있는 겁니다.
He's purple in first
김태경
person
선수는
view.
지금 변수를 만들 유닛이 필요해요.
Purple's my favorite
지금
color for
이거 한
Protoss.
기로는
Not sure
부족하고요.
why.
하이템플러라든지
아,
아비터가 좀
드라군 이거 다 잡히면 안 돼요.
이렇게 막으면
Maybe purple's just my favorite StarCraft
자,
color.
드라군을 살려줘야 됩니다.
네, 많이 기가 막히게
I feel like purple Terran would be good too.
이거는 지금
Sick
드라군은
minds.
병력의 그 핵심입니다.
See, I feel like if this was 2011 Zhongbi,
드라군 비율이 받쳐줘야
he would have micro against those mines and not lost those
편하게 질럿만
dragoons,
뽑을 수가
right?
있거든요.
Am I wrong about that? Like
네.
that he could have saved those dragoons if he'd been a little paying more attention.
위해서 WCC 가면 건 좋은데 외국 갔다 온 선수들이 약간의 페이스
Purple Protoss is powerful. Didn't we have a color theory of like wasn't there a while when the purple always won or something like that? In PvP matches, I remember talking about that in my commentaries like 10 years ago. I don't remember the details though. How's it going, Volcus?
숫자 상당히 많습니다.
업그레이드도
Volcasis.
김태균 선수가 꾸준하게 눌러줘야 됩니다. 시간 가면 갈수록 테란의 업그레이드는 금방 불어나거든요. 토스도 업그레이드 좀
But I mean,
눌러주면서
Bisu has good
상대
micro. I'm a little
드래프트가
surprised he didn't
상당히
micro his dragoons a little bit better in that
계속
situation.
뽑아가면서 상대방 그 진출
But, you know, maybe he was just
타이밍에
macroing at that moment.
스킬도 걸어주면서 싸워주고
And not paying attention.
리콜로 흔들어주고 이런 플레이밖에 지금은 없어요.
이제는 박성희 선수가
Starting to get the arbors out.
메인 멀티까지 가져가고 있어요. 그렇다면은 박성희 선수 진출해야지 여기서 또 시간을 줘버리면은 오히려 역전의 기회를 제공하는 겁니다.
그럼요. 그러다가 리커시가 나와야 지금요. 아무리 이렇게 됐다고 하더라도요. 터렛밭 있어도
Trying to remember your PayPal
가기
password.
전에 공주에서
Well, I appreciate the effort. Dude, I've actually had that problem myself so many times. Like so many issues with There was once a time when I was trying to donate to a streamer like a few years ago, and like it wouldn't accept my card, and it wouldn't accept a second credit card. Like I tried 2 or 3 different cards, and like whatever system they were using wouldn't accept my credit card. It wasn't going through, and then I tried to do PayPal, and it was screwing up because something. And I tried like 5 different things, and I couldn't freaking give this guy any money. It was really lame. Sometimes it's hard to figure out.
순차적으로 멀티를 파괴해버리면 뭐 내가 이긴다 이런 생각을 박성규 선수가 지금 하고 있나요?
네, 아무래도 박성희 선수가 뭐 프로 메카닉의 매력에
I think
좀
I
빠져서
don't remember which service it was,
싸움을
but
또 준비를 하는 것 같은데
I think things have improved since then.
전투를 어떻게 하느냐에 따라서 또 달라지거든요.
안 나올 것 같으니까 6번째 넥서스가
a
진짜
big
잘했군요.
recall is a bad idea. It could be. I mean, he doesn't know how much Mind has been like preparing for it with the turrets and mines and stuff. But you're right. Any recall is gonna get pretty wrecked.
아, 이 아비터 리콜 가는 거 오히려 더
I mean, that's a good thing to do against
Protoss,
Protoss, right?
좀 걸어줘야 될 만화를 좀 아껴야
When you know
돼요.
that they've got.
이거 자리 아닌 것 같으면 안 들어가는 게
And
낫습니다.
I'm a little bit worried though because some of the mines are in the mineral field. Oh, yeah, he didn't get a mine drag on the SCVs though. If he'd recalled in the middle of the SCVs, the mine would have dragged into the SCVs and killed them all. He actually got a decent recall off. The mines didn't kill everything like I thought. SCVs are just mining. They're just like, what? Is something going on? Our job is to mine minerals, not care about what's going on around us. So Bisu actually got us. Look at all this damage there. Hey, Volka! Thank you for work. Wish I'd give you a better tip. Poor grad student. Cheers and keep it up. No worries, man. That's very generous, especially considering you're a poor graduate student. The kind words are appreciated just as much. Thank you, sir. I don't remember if you were around when I mentioned this a couple weeks ago that I was a poor grad student when I started casting. I used casting as a way to procrastinate from my grad school homework. So I feel your pain for grad school being not easy thing to do. Much appreciated, man. Thank you so much.
이거 딱 막아내고
And thank you to
나가야죠.
예.
수비는 되죠. 안
Where is it?
나가면 수비하고 있었는데 얼마나 번지 수비가 시켰습니까? 근데 안 나갑니다.
Here it is.
야, 김태경 선수
Thank you
업그레이드도
to
2업으로 좀 많이 쫓아와줬고요.
Sir
이제 박성균
Referis
정말
for the follow.
한 번밖에 없습니다. 이제는 이 한방 명령을 잃게 되면은
How you doing?
한게 뭔가요?
저 마린 세 개가 또 입구를 막고 있어요.
Well, I'm glad it's appreciated, and I'm glad that it's useful. I'm glad I can help you procrastinate from your grad school homework now. That's the least I could do. He keeps recalling that same spot, yeah. But the thing is like Mind is kind of like stuck defending, and look at the minimap.
랠리 포인트가 실수였던 것 같습니다.
Everywhere else is yellow. Protoss has the whole freaking map, and he's keeping Mind off guard by recalling this spot over and over again, and Mind just can't do a damn thing about the rest of the map. What the heck? Wait, he has a tank in the main? It just walked into the main? What the heck? I was tabbed to a different window, I didn't even see.
아, 근데 이렇게 늦어집니까? 진출 타이밍 늦어집니까?
Well, wherever it is. Alright, well anyway, either way it's kind of weird. Okay, no, this is his main, that's right. So that was an expansion. It's a strong tactic actually. When the Protoss is all over the map, just walk a couple tanks and kill their expansion. Sometimes it works.
40개 이상이 나오는 거예요.
네, 앞서 제가 듣기로 24개를 했거든요. 한 5분 전에.
Doing well, taking a break from flying SCVs.
두 번의 전하면 네 부대.
Oh no.
업그레이드도 035 방일업 실드 1업까지. 야, 프로토스가 그 여유가 있을 때만 누른다는
Did you get beaten by some hackers,
아, 이제는
some abusers on the ladder today or something like that?
그래도 지금 김태형 선수가 하이템플러가 만약에 없다면
I saw it happen to G5 on stream the other day, and I was like, I didn't even know that was a thing.
살길입니다. EMP.
네, 보면서
You beat a few of them? Well, good.
지상군의 EMP가 한 방 떨어져야 되거든요.
Yeah, it's still no fun.
소모전이 어차피 김태경은 소모전입니다.
아,
여기서.
벌쳐 없네, 벌쳐.
One of my
없네.
crowning achievements.
하이템플러
Oh,
제대로 들어갔죠.
the first storm was not the best, but the second and third storms were clutch. But he doesn't have the follow-up.
이 정도 싸워주면
You gotta follow up on those storms.
너무나도 많기 때문에 오히려 김태형 선수가
You actually kill the
해야죠.
tanks.
박성균 진작에 먹은 5시 반 멀티 이후에 본진 안
Forge
다
first
떨어졌거든요.
PVT?
자원 없어요, 박성균.
To deal with the SCVs, it's so harsh.
잡았습니다.
That's lame.
박성균. 아, 최근에 있었는데 뭐
One of the coolest things I ever did in StarCraft was I joined a game once on Battle.net. This is back, you know, very old days. You just had to look at the name of the game and just join random games, right? And I joined this game called like 1v2 me or something like 2v1 me or something like that. And this guy was like, I joined the game just out of curiosity. He's like, I'll beat both of you. The two of you versus the one of me. I was like, this guy's a bit cocky. I'm better than he thinks I am. So I agreed and I joined the game. And the guy that was my ally was actually with the guy that was 2v1ing, and he backstabbed me, and both of them attacked me and killed me, and I was like, you freaking a-holes.
저 프로브들은 왜 안 나요?
Like, seriously, what a freaking jerk scam. So I changed Battle.net accounts, and I you do whatever /who, whatever you used to have to type to see like what the status of a person was. I watched them, they did it again. They had another game with the same name, and I did who to check where they were this whole time. And they did another game, did it to another person. And then when they were done with that, they started a new game with the same name. And I joined under a different account. And I basically acted a little bit dumb and like
너무나 빨랐습니다. 진짜 빨랐기 때문에 게이트 늘리는 속도가 빠르기 때문에
they were like, oh, we'll go kill this guy. It's a 2v1. This is gonna be easy. And I was like, yeah. And I was like playing dumb. This guy's like, and I was like trying to be like a teammate. And like, should I go air or ground? He's like, go air. I'm like, oh yeah, good idea. So I freaking ling rushed my ally and killed him. And then I attacked the other guy, and I injured him pretty badly, and I ended up 1v2ing them. I 1v2'd the a-holes and beat both of them. And then at the end I was like, you remember that guy that you beat a couple games ago? Well, guess what, jerks? That was me, and I got my payback.
근데 박성현 선수가 견제를 하고 나서 왜 나가지 않았을까?
My proudest
박성현을
moments in
막을까요?
StarCraft.
아, 이게 진짜 김태균 선수가 멀티막
Tasteless has a similar story where he had 1v1 with a friend who was supposed to obs, and they 1v2'd him. Finally!
이거는 박정근 선수가 절정의 기량을 달릴 때
I didn't think that game was ever gonna end. I was like, how is mine still holding on?
이거는 박정근이 지적받고 최근에 개선했던 상황이었거든요.
그렇습니다. 아무래도 업그레이드
Smiling
위해서
face with sunglasses. Thank you, soccer guy.
잘 쫓아와줬고요.
Soccer guy's the
경기를 패하더라도 시원하게 타이밍 잡고 한번 나갔으면
the
했는데
sticker champion.
공격이 너무 늦었어요.
Alright, so let's see if this works. If I refresh this, let's see if it refreshes on screen.
견제를 여러 번 시도하고 나서 한방 병력이
Hey, we got a new one. It worked. It's so we got. It's. I mean, it sort of works.
안 나올 때 멀티를 늘려가면서 계속
So I have to refresh it every time, but now it's like I don't have to change. I don't have to change it every single time.
빨랐기 때문에 이런
Thank you so much, soccer guy. Much appreciated.
오늘 강민이 거듭 맞은 대로 이 즉흥적인 플레이 보고 맞춰가는 거에 최적화된 거를 언제
And I also, by the way, I remember that you have a different name, soccer guy, but I'm so bad with names that like I forgot what your other name was. And you don't have to say it or whatever. But I remember that you had like. You also you gave me another donation or a different name on like Twitch or PayPal or something like that. So
패배를 하긴 했지만 도택명 중에 나머지 두 명도
Alt F4 King the Minerals.
SKT와 3대1로
did you fall for that?
이긴 경향이 좀 있는 것 같아요.
Oh, you're Dynasty. Okay. I knew that I was. Yeah, I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm so bad with names.
오늘 진짜 오래간만에
It's me.
나온 승리책의 이승석
It's
선수도
me, Dynasty.
조금 이렇게 보여주잖아요.
네. SKT는 그러면 저그 한 명, 프로토스 한 명, 테란 한 명. 아주 안정적인 밸런스 보여주고.
I felt like a Banff man.
이승석의 승리는
You fell for it. Oh no.
과거에 뚫고내서 그런지
Oh, no.
상황 판단, 수비 능력이 상당히 뛰어난 것 같아요.
Oh man.
확실히 뭐몇번 지긴 했습니다만은
You know, if I've ever said that, it was because I was like joking. And I like didn't expect someone to actually do it. If I said that and someone actually did it, I would feel so bad.
텔레콤 T1은 이제 올라가는 일만 남았겠죠.
What do we want to watch next? Do you want to watch
어차피 김
Bisu versus Light, or do we want to actually find that game between Bisu and mine that from the MSL Finals? We can watch that also. Or we could do something. We don't have to keep watching Bisu versus Terrans. Close the game. Oh, that's so funny.
네 번째 경기 시작됐습니다. 먼저 보이는 7시
That used to be another trick that people would do, right?
확인되고 있습니다.
People would type in like
이에 맞선 MBC 캠 히어로의 이정현
left the game to try and make the other person think that they'd left, and then they would think that like something had glitched out or whatever,
바로 이쪽으로
to
올라갑니다.
try and mess with people,
김태균 선수 이 마지막 경기가 될 수가 있거든요.
so that people would think, oh, the game's over, but like,
빠르게 나왔기 때문에 몰래기
but I can't get out. It didn't give me the victory screen, and they would quit thinking that something had glitched, and the other person would get the win.
그 3회전에 있었던 경기에서 연보성 선수가 송병구 선수 상대로 보여줬던 그 준비했던 그 카드가 굉장히 강력해 보였거든요. 물론 리콜 한 번에
The Thread.
그 전에 판을 짜왔던 그런 능력이 굉장히 좋았었기
All right, Volkus wants to watch this one,
김태경이라고 할지라도
so we'll do this one, and then we'll go to the thread of crazy games to get the next one.
23 박빙이에요. 가스러시가 시전이 된 것 같습니다.
The first time Bisu did Sair DT. Now what do you mean exactly by that? Because Sair DT predates Bisu. Oh, is he getting the gas? Oh, he almost got the gas. If the SCV hadn't gone through the mineral line, it might have gotten the gas there. So you mean like, are you talking about like when like Bisu, the first season that Bisu did like the Bisu build versus Zerg? He didn't even want the gas, he just wanted to stop him from taking it. It's kind of funny. So the Bisu build was a very specific variation on what was already a normal build, which was the Forge expansion Sair DT build. So it was like was Nalra the first to do it? And if he did, it was like back in like 2000 or 2001, right? I mean, it's like it's a really old concept. Like Sarah DT is not like, you know, too revolutionary or anything like that. So yeah, Bisu perfected it in a way that he was able to. The thing is like when you in the early game, you can expand, you can tech. You can tech to air, you can tech to ground, like you can do different kinds of tech and you can expand, but usually there's a trade-off. Usually if you expand, there's a trade-off that you don't have the money to tech. If you get tech, you don't have the money to build units or expand or something like. There's like a trade-off there. So the Bisu build was basically this very special, like pimped out, very refined build where he was able to do it all at once. He was able to expand and tech and harass and tech to air all at the same time, and the Zerg couldn't do anything about it because of the way that he built his walls and the way that he timed his attacks and stuff like that. So, and it was also, I mean, it was partly a response to Savior was getting 3 hatcheries before. It was getting like mass econ basically, and no one was punishing him for the mass econ. So basically, I think BC figured out a way to get the expansion and get the tech fast enough that he could still punish Savior from being too greedy with his own economy. So that's kind of what the Bisu build was, but it definitely wasn't the first, you know, Sarah DT or anything like that. I could be wrong, but that's kind of my interpretation of how, like, what was special about the Bisu build. And I did some casts of a few games on YouTube not that long ago where I was looking at it, and like that seemed to be the characteristic that Savior was doing to win. Before Bisu, Savior was winning because he would get like a few units, and then he would just expand and get a massive economy, and punish the Protoss for Forge expanding, basically. And says, you're gonna Forge expand, I'll get the map, it's fine. That's how Savior was winning his games. And then Bisu was like, alright, well I'm gonna figure out a way to actually like do my Forge expand and then punish you for the way that you're trying to punish my Forge expansion. Yeah, it was very adaptable too. It involved scouting and seeing what your opponent was doing, and changing the amount of cannons or the rate of the cannons or the timing of the cannons based on what your opponent is doing as well. And that was part of the Sarah DT. Part of why Forge expand into Corsair is standard is because the Corsair scouts pretty early on. You can get a Corsair out pretty quickly, and if you scout some kind of all-in, you can respond to it and deviate from your build. So, although that's why now there's timing attacks where people do Hydra timing, where they attack right when the Corsair is out, so they don't have time to actually respond. So. Metagaming, man, is crazy in StarCraft. It's absolutely insane. That's true. Yeah, Bisu also, he was able to do harassment early on too, right? That's kind of part of it too, is because he did the probe harass, but he also did the probe would block expansions from going down, put pylons to make sure the Zerg couldn't get a hatchery at a natural or something like that. I think he would send out an early zealot to harass too if there was an option for it. His probes would take down 2 lanes. Probes are strong. I don't think I ever tried too much of that cheesy stuff in Battle.net, but I think I might have tried that once or twice though, where I just typed in has left the game and hoped that someone would think that I was no longer in the game. It's kind of that very early equivalent of people do the fake AFK builds to trick people in StarCraft 2 now. I guess people do it in StarCraft 1 also. You can always tell by clicking on the minerals though and seeing if any of them are mined. I guess in StarCraft 2 your probes automatically start mining at the beginning of the game, right? You don't even have to drag them over, right? So that's why it's easier to pull off. Stargate. He's building a start. What is this a PVZ? Oh, is he going fast arbiters, I guess, off 2 bases? This is a really early Stargate. These vultures are like, guess what, bro? We see everything. Bisu! I hadn't heard him called beef stew before. I like that. I'm rooting for beef stew.
아비터를 최대한 빠르게 올리면서 자신의 어떤 앞마당 미네랄 필드 오른편으로 들어오는 그런 러시까지 생각하면
Stove?
테크틸의 스피드를 올리는 상황이고 이재호 선수가 멀티를
Stove?
감당한다면 좀 8년으로 시간을 좀 막아주겠다 이런 생각을 좀 하고 있는 것 같습니다.
네. 그리고 병력을 빠르게 태클을 타고 있는 김태경이기 때문에 초반에 병력을 모아서
Man, I wish
센터 쪽
this were
바로
animated though.
김태경 선수의 앞마당 아래쪽에 자리를 잡는 그 공격이 분명히 무서울 수도 있는데
Oh, what the hell?
지금 본진으로
네.
들어왔는데 앞마당
드랍시.
내려가는데요. 앞마당으로 떨어져서 피해 또 입고냈어요.
네. 스타포트가 올라갔기 때문에
'Cause this animated GG is just the
생각을 안
coolest.
해도 되는 김태경이에요. 그래서 이 지금 벌처 견제만 잘 맞게 되면 아비터까지 무난하게 올라갈 수 있습니다.
네. 추가 넥서스 올리고 있는 김태균 선수고.
잘
Maybe I can just do
막았어요.
this.
멀티도 지금 충분히 이어갔고요.
There we go.
나오고 미네랄 확장까지도 지금 이어가는 그런
We'll just
모습이에요.
leave this guy in the corner
스타포트를 빠르게 올린 건 아니었고
until there's more chat.
옵저버까지 제거. 그리고 드랍 데뷔까지. 자, 팩토리 3개가 완성이 됐고요.
자, 에드온이 2개 달렸었어요.
아머리.
네, 탱크를 좀 눌러주면서 멀티 하나 더 생각하면서
But I don't want you to not be able to chat in the YouTube chat if people want to, you know. I looked it up this afternoon and I couldn't find anyone that had like a guide on how to embed the stickers or anything like that. So I'm gonna have to like I might have to invent something basically, and then I can make the guide.
네. 바로 9시 쪽으로 날아가고 있죠.
그러니까 원래 이런 플레이는 정말 정명훈 선수가 잘하는 플레이이기 때문에
You stole beef stew.
뭐 연습 과정에서 많이 한번 경험을 해봤을
Guess
거예요.
who?
옵저버는 좀 벌쳐만 받고요.
근데 이거 추가 멀티 위쪽으로
I don't know who did beef stew. Is that like a Rise thing or something like that? Like you did say guess. That's my guess. That sounds like something Rise would use as a nickname. It's like I'm just gonna transfer my probes over to the spot where siege tanks are shelling. No, not Rise. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, those probes are not in a good spot, Bisu. And now they're running away from the vultures. They're going back to the minerals. Light is actually kind of harassing the crap out of him here. Light is ahead, I think. My second guess would be Tasteless. Maybe. But Tasteless doesn't really, he hasn't commented a lot of Bisu games, though. But I don't know. Not Tasteless? I don't know then. I'm out of guesses. I feel like if it was Klazar, I would have heard it, right? Or Cholera, or the guys that I casted with. If it was them, I would have known. Oh, if it was Husky? That sounds about right. Dude, I actually just watched an interview on YouTube with Husky. I don't know if you guys know, Husky has... Ooh, that dropship was not in the right place. Husky has a personal YouTube channel now. He deleted his gaming YouTube channel, and somehow I saw as a recommended video his like personal channel. He had a video titled "Why I Deleted My Million Subscriber Channel," basically. And I watched part of it. It was this Q&A. It was kind of a dumb Q&A, honestly. It was like a Q&A with his fans, and like some of the questions were like, "Do you like pancakes or waffles?" And it's like, all right, that's fun, I guess. But it's very like, you know, I don't know, just a little cheesy. But one of the questions was, Yeah, this is a Q&A from like a while back, but I didn't see it until recently, so I didn't know it. But anyway, he basically said that he just kind of like, he actually got, he had problems with his voice, and his voice was like dying, and so he had to stop casting, and he just kind of never said anything about it. And then he moved on to other projects and like just wanted to delete the past, I guess, which seems a little silly to me. Like, you might as well just leave it up as a back catalog of your old games, and you know, leave monetization on and get some money. Yeah, I guess his girlfriend is named Ro, and she has a channel, so you can't delete your past.
자, 들어갑니다. 그래도 김태균 선수가 굉장히 영리하네요. 그러면서 이제 빠르게 6시까지
He did, and he actually used to cast StarCraft 1 games. And when he started casting StarCraft 2, he deleted his StarCraft 1 games, if I remember correctly.
자, 아래쪽.
I don't know. I didn't really follow him that much. But I think I remember hearing that he had done that. He had deleted all of his StarCraft 1 casts on his YouTube channel when he started casting StarCraft 2. She makes enough for both of them. What does she do? She's a YouTuber also, I guess? Does she just do personality YouTube videos also?
폭탄이 무서운 거고 아래쪽으로 가져갔을 경우에는 5시 수비와 함께 짧은 동선으로 언제든지 6시 멀티를 또 밀어낼 수가 있는 이재호 선수.
TB and Sinvicta talked about him a little bit after he died. I don't understand. TB is Total Biscuit. You mean after Total Biscuit died? Confirm that he deleted all of his SC1 and SC2. Okay, yeah. She has 13 million subs. Jesus. Well, that's cool. Good for her. Oh, nope, not the best stasis. Not the best stasis. I feel like I keep saying that about Bisu. Oh, like Husky died metaphorically. Okay, because Total Biscuit like actually died IRL, so I thought that's what you were talking about. I feel like every time Bisu casts a stasis, I'm like, it's okay, stasis. Now, if he gets those 3 tanks in the back, that would be a good stasis. Nope. Okay, so after Husky like dropped off of YouTube, Total Biscuit, and they talked about. Okay, I see. Yeah, sorry. I didn't know if people knew that had happened. Because I mean, I might not have found out myself. I kind of accidentally found. Diggity might have even told me about it actually, because I dropped out of esports for a while and I wasn't really paying attention. BC was pulling back into this game though, because Light had a big advantage earlier, but Light has not done anything in a while. And Bisu has continued to get more stuff and expand. Because I didn't pay any attention to esports for several years, and I think Total Biscuit died while I wasn't paying attention to it, so someone must have told me. We're talking about both, Diggity. We're talking about how Husky deleted his channel, and we're talking about how and someone said Husky died, and they meant like his channel died. But I thought, yeah, you probably did tell me about Total Biscuit. I think you told me about Jeff also. Sad times. Sad times. Did that EMP go off? Oh, it didn't matter. Stasis went off. Yeah, like he stasis is the single vessel. That doesn't really help much. Like he needs to go around and stasis the tanks in the back or something. Oh, the mines though! Oh, he could have dragged the mines into the tanks like 4 times! Oh my god! There we go. Finally.
자, 벌써 많이 들었어요. 이제
He just sent so many zealots in.
드라마가 5시로 올라가서 커맨드만 붙어주면 자, 이거 거의 필승.
What a slaughter. It's almost like siege tanks are really good.
김태경 선수는요, 이 언덕을
Guys, I think
자, 그리고 추가 병력이
I have a theory about StarCraft.
야, 저기 많이 돼서 많이 났네요.
This is my theory. I think Terran is OP. I think Terran is OP. I want you guys to
이쪽으로 안 맞췄습니다.
next time you see Artosis streaming, ask him.
그래도 탱크 줄여주고 5시 커맨드 그렇죠. 이렇게만 되면은 병력이 앞으로 좀 있다고 해도 11시만 지켜내면 확실히 김태균 선수가
Deisagi.
선수를 따는 상황이
Yeah, the zealots
되는데
they were just like streaming in and just getting annihilated. He's on right now? Okay, well.
예, 그 언덕을
Don't go watch him right now. Watch him later.
위쪽에 있는 언덕을 장악을 해야 되거든요.
Unless you want to split stream, I guess.
마인에서 하고 이 탱크도 이렇게 이렇게 뭉쳐
Theory
있을
should be
때가 아니라
Bisu
조금
throws away more
나와서
units to mines than Terran players build in a given game.
언덕을 제대로 잡고 있어야지 이저 선수가
That's
끝나는
true.
거예요. 그렇죠. 안땅상 그리고 이저 선수가
Farfik Nugan. How's it going?
운영 싸움을 몰고 가려면
That's a great name.
네. 이것만큼 이제 김태균
What is that
선수가
from?
위에서 계속 좀
I in my head I can hear someone saying Farfik Nugan, but I don't know why. Is that from like a commercial or a TV show or something like that?
상황 자체는 김태균이 너무나 잘 먹고 있는데 너무나 마음이 급해서 막 나오다.
Godlike Paragon is now following you. What an epic Twitch name.
네. 일단 언덕부터 제대로 잡을 생각을 하고 있어야 됩니다. 이쪽
Almost as
언덕을
epic as
신경 써야
Farfik
되는데
Nugan.
올라오는 입구에 마인을 제대로 매설해 놓고 이쪽만 잡고 있으면 사실은
Thank you for the
언제든지
follow.
가져갈 수 있는 멀티입니다. 자, 벌처가 부재 중인 것을 이용해서 한번 들어가 보려고 했던 것 같은데 자, 벌처까지 오면은 좀 밀어내기 힘든 상황.
Yeah, I think Bisu is just like loves losing units to mines and bad stasis, but other than that he's great.
여기는 공이 방위로.
Was it B and B commercial? Okay, that's what I was remembering. He's like, let me go in. Oh nope, there's a lot of mines and I don't have zealots yet. He stasis one. If you stasis the vessel, it doesn't really matter that much.
자, 들어갔어요 한번.
He just force scans, right? But
자, 6시간대가 아니에요. 지금 장전 여기입니다.
got it from William Bly, captain of the bounty. Ooh, nice. Oh, the counterattack though at 6 o'clock.
공격 들어가네요. 왜냐하면 여기 한 번 더 정리당하면 5시가 다시 한 번 무너지는 거고요. 자,
Yeah, but he's got 3 or 4 command centers. Like, he's gonna be able to scan enough during the course of the battle. And he had a second science vessel in the back anyway. He wanted his crew to be godlike paragons. Yeah, I like that.
자, 어떻게든 지금 탱크 조금씩 앞세워서
It's true, I can confirm I'm an actual pirate.
다시 원디 확고하게 자신의 원을 가져갈 수
Actual real pirate.
진짜 충원로에 말매서 내놓는 플레이는 너무나 좋지만
Dude, I can tie so many knots. I'm like looking around right now, seeing if I have any like rope or something like that so I can demonstrate. All I have is a USB cord. I can tie knots with a USB cord though.
5시 리콜 한번 들어가면 되는데 아직 뭐 건설도 못했네요.
I don't know if it's worth
이
it though.
멀티가 그만큼 중요한 그러니까 이 지역이 얼마나 중요한 지역이기 얼마나
Start tying knots with USB cords and stuff.
너무나 중요한 그 지역이기 때문에 예, 김태형 선수 역시나 저 지역을 지금 안 뺏기기 위해서 계속 지금 공격에 들어가는 겁니다.
자원 이쪽도 지금 끝나고 있고.
That's interesting though. I feel like I should probably know more about the bounty and that whole thing. Obviously I know there was a mutiny and actually I think I heard something about him on a different podcast where like after the mutiny and everything he like became a governor in Australia or something like that too, and he like people hated him because he was too strict, even though that's like why the government installed him there, is because they needed someone strict to be the governor in Australia. Or maybe not, like not of all of Australia, but of like a part of it or something like that. So I've heard a little bit about him, but I don't. What just happened there? It looked like the turrets killed the engineering bay, but what actually happened is the turrets killed the observer while the engineering bay died to the dragoons. That was kind of weird though. I'm actually going to watch that again real quick. I think. Did I go too far back or not far enough? Yeah, that was weird. That was just a weird visual. It looked like the turrets were killing the enemy.
견제만 해주게 되면은 이쪽 멀티는 이제 무력화시킬 수 있고요. 그 위에는
You know, Minions, I don't think I've ever seen
그렇죠. 이게 6시 멀티가
a Protoss player switch from Arbiters into Carriers.
수비할 겸 조금 전진해서 언덕 하나만
Yeah. Good, yeah, New South Wales. I don't, it kind of makes sense, right? You've got the Stargates. All you need is a fleet beacon, right? But, oh, look at that. He's sending the Zealots in. Okay, I thought he was being clever and sending, like, one Zealot in to kill the mines, but he didn't. But it still worked out pretty well. Oh, a Zealot in the mines in the SCVs. Nice. Yeah, BC's got this, I think. Yeah, I just, for some reason, like, I cannot think of a situation where they were going Arbiters and they switched to Carriers. And I'm not sure why. It might have something to do with upgrades, like you need the air upgrades or something early on. It might have to do with gas requirements of Arbiters. I don't know. Stork did it? Okay. I'll buy it. It's not something you see very often, though.
자, 근데 병력이 있었어요. 굳은살이 잡힌 상황이라 마인이 없네요.
Yes, my side view mirror on my car was oh, the EMP missed that time.
자, 벌쳐 와야 돼요. 벌쳐 와야 됩니다.
자, 커맨드 강 곁에 빠르게.
Dude, for some reason I don't remember EMPs versus Arbiters being as effective as they have been, but the games we've been watching the last few weeks, I've been seeing it a lot from this time period, so it must have been a bigger thing than I remember. But yeah, my the side view mirror on my car was tied on with twine. It had fallen off and I tied it back in place with knots. Gateway investment? Maybe. But yeah, I don't know, I feel like I feel as a noob. Did he just recall another Arbiter? He did. And now the Arbiter can stasis. Oh, got the stasis off before the MP. See again, this is the same situation where Bisu just has so much of the map that it doesn't matter that Light is like holding on, like Bisu just has the rest of the map right now, so. Is he gonna get the CC? Repair it! Oh, he didn't repair it.
자, 그리고 중요한 게 6시는 피해가 있습니다. 그동안에 12시에 안착시키고 리콜로지 3번 두드린 거라서
Something that's interesting is this is a game between Bisu on SK Telecom versus NBC Game, which is his old team. So Bisu is beating his old team members right now. This is a winners league, so if Light wins this game, he'll have accomplished an all kill on SKT, and so if Bisu actually wins, then he'll actually stop the all kill against his old team, which is kind of interesting.
진짜 엄청난 빛을 발하고 있어요.
정말 박수를 쳐주고 싶네요, 이지호 선수. 그러니까 김태경이 이거 탱크 안에
Tech switching as Protoss is nearly impossible. So why is that, I wonder?
12시를 믿고 있었기 때문인데
Like, especially if you have 2 Stargates already for Arbiters, all you need is a fleet beacon and an upgrade, right? So it's like 300 minerals and gas, basically. Or what's a fleet beacon? Is the fleet beacon 300, 200? Or is it less than that?
이렇게 되면은 김태경이 자원 수급되는 곳은 11시 단 하나.
Anyway, it's not. I guess it's significant, but it's not like a ton when you've already got the Stargates up.
그 들어오는 방법이 이재호는 지금 자리를 잡고 있는 지금 입장이고 계속 김태경 선수 이렇게
Especially when.
링컨을 통해서 이득을 봐야 되는데 자 EMP
Oh, where's the MP? Oh, he didn't have the energy for it. He still stasis the. He floated a new command center in here after the old one died, and it's gonna die now too. Yeah, carriers are expensive. Usually you see the carriers either as a specific timing or something like that, or if they get ahead by winning a ground battle, and it's a good map for carriers, that's when they'll tech switch, because then they've got the leeway, right? Because spending money on carriers puts you behind, but if you're already ahead, you can afford to get behind, and then you have carriers. And you win the game because you have carriers.
야, 이거
11시만 나왔어요. 여기만 나왔습니다. 네.
야, 이거 지금 이재호는 병력이 좀 있거든요.
그리고 자원 채취를 이재호 선수는 12시에
Yeah, Light just can't keep that 4th base. And I think he's mined out in his other 3 bases. Look, he even floated his command center to his 3rd. Light is not mining right now. He floated over to the 12 to try and mine there.
쉽지 않은 지형이에요.
좁아요.
So this is not looking good at all for Light.
야, 진짜. 자, 셔틀.
자, 들어오다가 뒤에 이거 뒤에 내릴 자리가 없어요. 내릴 자리가 없어요. 내릴 자리가.
Those two tanks are stuck in the corner. Oh, Zealots can't get to them, I think. That's a kind of an interesting spot. Dragoons can still get to them, but still. That one Archon though, the probes and the SCVs are mining the same spot. Oh man. Oh, he was trying to drop a Zealot on that tank. The SCV is just running through Archon fire. Oh my gosh. 12 kills on the tank.
김태경 계속 조금이나마 채취하고 있는 거고요. 이제 옮깁니다. 이제.
Yeah, Light. See, now one DT would kill him because Light has floated all of his command centers. He doesn't have any concept. I guess he has one vessel. If he killed that one vessel, he could just win with DTs because there's no concepts right now. Oh. Archon's polishing off the last SCVs. Just get out of the game, Light. Get out of the game. What are you doing? He can't scan. He can't scan because of the Arbiter cloaked units. Why is Light still in this game right now? Oh my gosh, he's gonna try and take bottom right again? Where is he getting all these damn command centers from? He's still got a CC. Yeah, but Bisu has like 3 mining bases right now. Or I guess maybe not. No, Bisu only has 1 mining base. Still, 1 mining base versus 0 mining bases is a pretty big difference.
5시간 이제 돌아갔기 때문에 자
돌아가죠.
네, 이제 탱크가 나와서 12시 역전 이제 견제가 가능하거든요.
아비터. 자, 이제 소수 유닛 싸움입니다.
김태경의 혁명이 정말 완성이 되려면 지금 살아있는 저 아비터가 정말 모든 걸 해줘야 되네요.
아비터가 자, 이 병력을 묶어두고 이 확장기지 쪽을 초토화시켜야 돼요.
소수지만 이제 구성 자체는 질은 좀 올라갔거든요. 템플러도 지금 나오고 있는 김태경 선수 상황이고요.
네.
자,
Yeah, well actually I think Bisu might have already scouted it. I think he's got an observer there.
진짜 컨트롤이 관건입니다.
I can see a little spot of white on the main map.
갔다가 진짜
So he knows the bottom right is there.
예.
자, 위에 탱크가
너무 위험해 보입니다.
He's actually just gonna like,
이거 언제든지
he's actually just gonna set up a nexus there even though there's tanks firing over the side.
12시밖에 없기 때문에 김태경은 진짜
아 그게 문제입니다 정말.
이빨 꽝 깨물고 진짜 12시 멀티를 지금 가져가야 되는 상황이거든요.
네. 자, 이쪽은
It's like a lost temple tank spot. It really is. That's actually a 6 spot. Nope, didn't dodge the EMP.
자, 그리고 12시에 탱크 두기, 탱크 두기.
자 왔어요. 탱크 두기 지금 드랍시로 접근하려고 왔거든요.
What is this game? He's gonna try and put more tanks in that corner.
되고 11시는 자원 다 떨어지고
Oh my gosh.
여기 멀티 날아간다. 그리고 12시 멀티가 지켜진다. 그러면 이재호가 이기는 겁니다.
자, 김태형 선수 이 마지막 희망이 12시거든요.
I mean, I guess.
와.
아니 이렇게 멀티 두 개에서 리콜 그렇게 맞으면서
막아버리나요?
자원줄에
And it's I think the tanks take up all the space too. 'Cause I don't think you could drop a zealot because I think there's no room for the zealot.
배치가 돼 있어요. 자, 위에 지금
야,
아래쪽에
이거 진짜
있기 때문에
헬보다 더 무서운데요?
Yeah, there's the one tank on the south too that Bisu's just ignoring for some reason. What is? Why is Bisu letting that
EMP 조심해.
die?
마지막 아카는 뭐다 앞에 나와요.
He let the Nexus die.
다 먼지예요.
이거 그냥 안 들어가는 게 나아요.
바람만 불어도 쓰러져요.
저 드라군과
What is going on?
들어가다가 커맨드 때리고 엠베 때리다가
네.
탱크한테 다 죽은 인생이고
예.
와, 이재호.
야 이재호가 진짜 야 장난이 아니에요.
야, 진짜 이거
Oh, he can cover with an engineering bay. That would be actually really clutch.
야 진짜
12시 커맨드 센터 앉혀놓고 미네랄만
Yeah, I think you're right. The geysers, the depleted geysers, you start using archons when you like you mine out your minerals, right? So that's why he made those Templar before.
야 진흙탕 싸움이 뭔지 제대로 보여주네요. 이 선수는
How did Bisu throw this?
맞으면서도 실수하는
Is he really gonna lose this?
자, 거의 이제 마지막 러시가 되고
He's letting Light mine bottom right again. Okay, EMPing the one Arbor instead of the 3 Archons may not have been the best move. Oh, it looks like those Archons died really quick though. Alright, this is the last battle, I think. This is the last battle. He's been sending in probes because he knows that he needs to win this battle. Oh, he did hit the Archons with the EMP, my bad.
과연 좀 밀고 들어가야 됩니다.
What is he doing? Why is he... He's got nothing else on the map to do. He should be microing his Arbiter here. What is this Templar doing? How is Bisu not microing his units on this attack? It doesn't matter, I guess, but still. Like, normally you don't micro battle because you're macroing back at home, right? But Bisu has no money and no bases. Like, what could he be macroing? He took out the Archons. He saved the command center. I just heard the Korean caster say he's out of probes. I cannot believe this game. How did Bisu throw this? Oh my gosh, he's trying to mine 6 and his own pylon is stopping. His pylon is stopping his probes from getting in there. And so now these vultures can get in here and kill off the probes. Those are his last probes. He literally scans to see the probe to kill it. Bisu's throwing so many games. Oh my god. What is this? What? Did he literally just right click the science vessel with the Arbiter and try and kill it? You know what? All I can say is what? Oh my gosh. Bisu needs to stop his career as a pro gamer and become a professional baseball player. But he is so good at throwing. He's so good at throwing. Things that are impossible to throw, he throws them. Just get in there. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I cannot believe that.
결국 다 장기전 가면서 경기가 끝이 났는데 그 진짜 장기전 운영 능력이 제대로 발휘되면서 유저 선수가
Alright, now we'll watch a random game from the cool and unusual StarCraft thread. What we'll do next. Another Light versus Bisu game is going on. Let's see here. I'm just looking for something good. I'm not looking for... Man, a lot of these best games are with match fixers. Alright, how's this one? Oh, this is a long-ass game. Alright. I don't know why this is in the
마음을
list,
좀 다스리기 위한 방
but this is in the list of like weird games. So
어두워져 있는 상황.
we'll see what this is.
다른 그
This is,
리그에서 팀킬의 어떤 악몽이 좀 있어요.
예.
예, 그 도재욱 선수는
I just lost it already.
8강에서 이제 김태경 선수
Canada versus Best.
0대 2로 패배를 했었던 그런 기억이 있죠.
노게이트 더블인 것처럼 그렇기 때문에 보여줬죠 방금.
네.
도재욱 선수.
위치상으로도 좋아요. 지금 이런 식으로 플레이를
Canada versus Best.
서로를 잘 알고 있는
And Best is
팀원이기
actually gonna
때문에 좀 전략적인
12 Nexus?
빌드보다는 좀 과감한 빌드보다는 안정적으로 가지 않을까
New
싶었는데
emote idea:
도재욱
mole
선수가
trap
선택을
with
했고,
Bisu hair.
위치도 대각선이기 때문에
예.
도재욱 선수 좋습니다.
네. 그리고 본진에 미네랄이 많기 때문에 박지수 선수처럼
I don't know about that.
자, 경기 예측 나오네요.
예.
I'd rather have me in the marine suit. That would look funny, but when would you use the mole trap and the Bisu hair emote? Like, what is the time when you use that emote exactly?
예측해볼 수 있겠고
네.
아비터 공격을 도재욱 선수에게 예측해볼 수 있겠죠.
자 앞마당 멀티 그렇습니다. 근데 게이트웨이가 없이 앞마당 이후를 지금 하고 있어요. 수비하면서 선멀티 다섯 캐리어 체제. 캐리어는 오랜만에 볼 수 있을 것이다.
예, 섬지역을 왔다 갔다 하면서 상대방의 본진이라든가 나가는 병력 혹은 확장을 때려줄 수 있는 캐리어를 선택을 만약에 이제 제대로 하게끔 된다면
I don't know when you would use that emote.
네.
상대방을 괴롭히는 카드가 강력하게 하나 지어지게 되는 셈이기 때문에 도재욱 선수가 그런 면도 활용을 할 것 같고 고인규 선수는 이제 역시 스타포트 중심으로 뭔가 경기를 풀어가기 위한
You could use.
노력을 할 것
We have,
같습니다.
maybe there's a mole
자
kappa.
갑니다.
네,
Maybe I could try and do the same face as the Kappa.
아니거든요. 이게 상대를 보고 이런
That's
식으로 하는
probably
게
been done
아니라
before,
아직
though.
정찰은 성공하지 않았는데 가스보다 커맨 센터가
Seriously
먼저
though, if you guys have any
하지만
legit ideas for like useful emotes,
와의 넥서스를 대놓고
what I was thinking I might do
고윤기 선수가 약간 배 아플 것
is
같습니다.
벌써 많이 먹은 끼니
네,
아니겠습니까?
Let me see if I can find it here.
네.
예.
정찰을 해보고 나서 이제 벙커를 완성시켜도 될 텐데 일단
Wait,
안정감을
I was thinking
좀
for
회복하기
an
위해서
emote, I might just have like
두 선수 모두
a
다
red
배짱 있는
arrow.
확장 기제를 선택을 했는데 더 배짱
Right?
있는 쪽이 누군가.
so just have like a red arrow because then that way like no matter whose chat you're
자,
in,
고인기 선수 최근
you can like use it to like highlight your thing, right? You could do red arrow, your text, and then reverse red arrow, red arrow, right? Or something like that. So you can like highlight your text by using red arrows. Like that'd be really useful in a lot of chats, wouldn't it? I think.
고인규 선수의 페이스가 너무나도 좋기 때문에 게다가 이제 맵에서 활용할 만한 공간 자체가 프로토스보다 테란 쪽이 조금 더 많다라고 평가를 받는 얼티메이텀이기 때문에
Are we sure BC
뭐
wasn't the
연습을
match
하는 과정에
fixer?
있어서도 그리고
Pretty
지금 게임을
sure.
하는 와중에 있어서도
I mean, it's
좀
possible that some people
많이
match
하고
fix that like we don't know
네.
about, you know?
그러니까 두 가지 패턴을 도재욱
What
선수는
is that
생각을
emote?
해야 됩니다. 상대방 대비해서 고윤기 선수가
Oh, it's a
드랍십 위주의
hype
공격을
emote.
초반에 견제로
I could do a
할
hype
것이냐,
emote. That might be a good thing to
팩토리를
have.
몰아서 타이밍을 잡고 치고 나올 것이냐 그거를 지금 도재욱 선수가 알면서 경기 운영을 해야 되겠습니다.
잠시 후면 판명이 가능할
The
거라고
face I make when
생각합니다.
BC loses the game after he should have won it.
역시 이제 고인규 선수가 역시 확장 위주로 플레이를 했구나 뭐 이런 사실 좀 확인할 수 있죠.
네, 슬쩍 들어서 아까 이제 커맨 센터가 지어지는 구석을 봤는데 구석을 하는 거
Not
보니까
like this.
그럴 것 같죠?
네.
스타포트일 것
The
같습니다.
last
스타포트
BC
맞습니다.
game is that emote.
예,
Yeah.
그러면서
Especially the second half.
이용할 수 있을 만한 공간이 많지 않습니까?
그렇죠.
예, 그렇기 때문에 적극적으로 드랍십 활용 안 할 이유가 없죠. 안 그러면 도재욱 선수가 배부르게 배
그럼요.
터질 때까지 먹고.
This should be
진짜
an
뭐
interesting game though. Let me actually double check when this is from.
게다가 업그레이드까지
This is from
충분하게 되는
2009,
이런 상황이 나올
the end of
텐데
2009 from the
그것을
Nate MSL.
바라보기만 할 수는 없는 상황이죠.
자, 그래서 먹는 것을 회방 놓겠다는 생각이고요. 로봇
네.
스퍼시리트 올려주고 있는
Two gate
도재욱 선수.
robo after expansion. This is interesting. Like Best went for a fast nexus, and then Kanata went barracks into command center, so he's like not really that far behind. So it's just like a super macro game. He sent 2 bases worth of minerals into mines, right? And the thing is like, it's good to send some zealots in to soak up the mines, right? But if you send like 12 zealots in, they all die to the mines. If you send in 2, and then 2 more, and then 3 more, like, you can divide it up a little bit, I think. I don't know. Bisu knows what he's doing better than I do, but it's still difficult to watch all those poor zealots go to their deaths.
고인규 선수는 일반적으로 이제 드랍십을 띄운다라는 그 테마 자체는 똑같지만
Just double check everything recording's still working, by the way.
방법적인 변화 이런 것들은 좀 있을 것 같거든요.
Looks like YouTube is still online. That's good.
드랍십이랑은 못 막을 게 없어요. 왜냐면 차원이 있는데 셔틀 아낌없이 뽑아가면서
그렇죠.
미리 병력 올려서 못 내리게 할 수도 있는 거고요.
로보틱스 퍼실리티 세시적적으로 확장 준비.
게다가 일단 고인규 선수가 5시가 아닙니다. 5시라면 동선상 아주 집요하게 도적 선수의 앞마당 멀티 노려줄 수가 있는데 이런 시기라면
There's no excuse.
그 앞마당 언덕을 노리기에는 약간 좀 버거운감이 없잖아 있거든요.
네.
그런 점들을 도적 선수
Zest is best. Best is not zest, so best is not best.
셔틀 벌써 나와 있습니다.
셔틀이 이렇게 벌써 나와 있다는 것은 상대방의 어떤 그 플레이를 예측하고 있다는 얘기
What?
아니겠습니까?
네.
미리 셔틀이 안 나왔으면은 수비가 불가능하겠죠. 그러나 셔틀이
예.
나와 있기 때문에
Are you saying like Zest is the best player?
저쪽에다가 미리 그러면 툭 맞고 도망가거나 혹은 아케이드를 하는 동안에 병력이 충원이 됩니다.
네.
이야, 이 송병구 선수는 이걸 준비를 안 했었거든요.
Look at that, the dropship and the
무력하게 되겠죠.
shuttle passing by each other. It's like, nope, you're not taking that expansion. Sorry. Did he really? Oh, he could have flown right by actually. Look at these dueling drops.
하나가 아니라 이제 뭐 둘 셋 해가지고 저 섬지역에서 일단은 시즈 모드 2기 그다음에 그 앞쪽을 공략하기 위해서
Zest is a StarCraft 2 pro.
캐리어
Two tanks is a hard counter to one probe, just so you guys know.
투드랍십 그리고
네.
That's so funny. They both like went around the map to try and avoid detection, and then they're carrying units both like past each other at the same moment. It's kind of funny.
예, 드랍십으로 어차피 드랍십에 민감하게
What's with those
반응할
mineral
수밖에
patches?
없습니다.
What are those? What are the side mineral patches there for?
그러니까 이제 드랍십에
Are those
민감하게
just decoration?
반응하는 동안에 분명히 프로토스는 나올래야
What are they
나올 수가
blocking?
없습니다. 예, 나올래야 나올 수가 없는 상황 아니겠습니까?
Alright, now we're
그래서
seeing
동안에
some carriers.
멀티를 하나를 더 먹는 겁니다.
자,
예.
드라군모한 5, 6 정도 뽑아놓고 패스트 캐리어에다가 로보틱 서포트 베이까지.
네.
Robotics support bay. Did he make a reaver that I'm not aware of?
캐리어인데 그 이후에 도적 선수가 분명히 멀티는 이후에 하나
To
더
block
해야
the
되거든요.
yeah, but there was
캐리어를 하던
the
캐리어기 때문에
minerals
선수가
weren't in the
되는데
spot
여기서
where
확보가 돼서
the command center was. See, look,
셔틀 플레이가
look,
도적 선수가
the
분명히
dragoons are right there. The
견제가
minerals are off
들어가지만
to the side.
있는 거예요.
Like, why is those other minerals there?
갑니다. 자, 드랍십 다시 보이고 있고요.
네, 단위 셔틀당 가장 큰
Oh, you can't be close to them.
섬적이라든가 견제 이런 것들을 철저하게 막겠다라는 거고, 터렛 공사까지
Right.
좀 꼼꼼하게 했었으면
That makes sense.
그 완성도를 보였을 텐데 터렛 타이밍이
I
늦어서
forgot about that.
옵저버가 들어와 버렸어요.
그렇죠.
That makes a lot. Okay, that one. Now I'm like, duh.
자, 드랍십 두 대.
네.
두 대.
맞춰
그쪽으로.
가야 됩니다.
Because you can't land a
여기서
certain
아직
distance from
완성도
minerals or
안
something
했는데
like that.
시도도 안 했는데
That makes I see. Yeah, okay.
일단 드라군 돌밖에 없고요. 더 실어 와야 될것
셔틀이
같아요.
하나는 또 안 돼요.
What you gonna do, dropships?
그럼요.
It's like, well, I was going for that other expansion, but I guess over this one. Where's the scarab? Where's the scarab? He never fired a scarab.
예. 이 리버가 조금 많이
Did he not?
맞았어요.
Did I miss the scarab?
미리 이제 그 예, 셔틀이 하나는 또 안 돼요.
Did he not fire? Look, he didn't fire one.
그럼요.
He's like, tanks. Oh no, he fired one scarab. Oh, he fired one scarab and he dodged it with the dropships. The second scarab never went off though.
예.
I think he picked up the dropships to pick up the tanks and the dropship to avoid. Look at this. Oh, look at that micro. That's some pimpus plays, boxer-esque micro right there actually with the dropships and the tanks. That is some like old school 2000 boxer micro.
쫙 늘어난 상황이고.
그렇습니다. 자, 공인호까지 눌러준 것 같습니다.
게다가 섬지역을 좀 빨리 먹었다라는 사실 자체를 도적 선수가 모르고 있는 것 같아요.
팩토리에만 떠 있죠 지금 앞저버가.
네, 아래쪽으로 뭐 가볼
That's what I thought too, Farfik Nugan, that maybe he like never actually queued up the scarabs when he put the reaver in the shuttle or something like that, but it looks like he had them. He just, I don't know why the second scarab didn't go off.
캐리어에 대한 대비책이 성공하고 있어요.
이것도 만약에 무사하게 6시로 떨어지게 된다라면 만약에 셔틀 숫자가 모자르잖아요. 그럼 도적 선수 어떻게 해야
When
되겠어요?
Boxer was on SKT?
그러면
Oh, you mean not on Ace? Yeah.
알려주는 거예요, 빠르게. 나 지금
네.
모은다는
What do you mean when
사실을.
Boxer was always on SKT? Actually, after Air Force, he went back to SKT, didn't he? As a coach?
온 겁니다. 근데 고인규 선수가
For like
만약에
StarCraft 2 or something like that?
하더라도 자원이 되기 때문에
Or maybe for
충분히
StarCraft 1.
나중에라도 지금은
I
골리앗을
don't remember.
뽑아놓고
But he was
있는
back.
전략이 가능하거든요.
He's part of the SKT organization now. Oh, that dropship got popped.
원래 지금 상당히 굉장히 좋았습니다.
네.
중간
와우.
이 병력이 6시로 바로 떨어졌으면 분명히 도지혁 선수는 캐리어 보여줬어야 됐습니다.
네.
근데
This game is post ace, yeah.
자,
네.
도적선 투셔틀.
예, 그리고 지상 쪽으로 벌처까지.
네.
물론 캐롤은 있습니다만 이런 식으로.
I like how Boxer was just so famous that he's like, you know what?
알죠?
Everyone has to go in the military, right? But I'm so cool.
공중병인데.
I'm gonna make the military, not make, but I'm gonna get the military to make an esports team just so that I can keep doing esports while I'm in the military.
고윤기 선수가 스캔을
That's how much of a baller boxer was.
생각을 할 텐데요.
잘 아니까 아마 캐리어
I
찍었겠거니.
don't think even like K-pop stars or people like that didn't even get that kind of treatment.
섬지역에 보다 강화하고
Did they?
선수가 지금 공격 카드를
I don't
만약에
know,
꺼낼 수
actually.
있다면 스피드업된 셔틀이거든요.
예.
예.
Yeah, the carrier's on the way, but Kanata is already making already making
지역을
Goths.
수비할 수 있도록 원활하게 수비할 수 있도록 털에 촘촘하게 섬지역에서는 아낄 필요 없습니다.
자, 셋이
네.
앞쪽으로 몰려가봤던 드라군들 다시 뒤로 빠져나오고 있고요. 터렛
네.
공사 지금 본진 옆쪽으로 두르고 있는 고인규 선수입니다.
네, 캐리어 막을 겸 셔틀 견제 막을 겸 좋죠.
예. 자, 캐리어 떴어요 결국은.
이건
갑니다.
He's got like 4 carriers already?
이면은 선멀티를 지키고 안 지키고 문제가 아니라 정면으로도 캐리어와 함께 들어갈 수 있다는 게 좀 문제가 됩니다. 테란 병력을 상대로요.
네, 고인규 선수 물량하면 둘째 가는 선업자 투셔틀과 함께 캐리어 4대. 자, 지금 그 휴대폰 들으시는 분들 위해서
I feel like I want to go get more
있습니다.
snacks or something like that. Get some more pretzels, but I'm like actually
네,
full.
섬지역까지
I really shouldn't eat anything else.
섬지역을 바탕으로 혹은 앞마당을 바탕으로
And I want to get a soda, but I don't have any
병력을
soda.
갉아먹기만 하면은 업그레이드가 되는 순간에
Something about watching StarCraft just makes me want to like
시간이 있거든요.
eat
셔틀
junk.
본진 다시 돌아오고 스피드 안돼 있습니다. 셔틀.
그리고 분명히 테란도 지금 커맨 센터가 3개이기 때문에 도적 선수가 절대
That is a significant amount of turrets.
안심해서는 안 되고요.
네.
체제를 지금 템플러 체제로 도적 선수도 생각을 하고 있어야 돼요.
그렇죠.
That's a nice bunch of turrets you got there. Be ashamed if anyone wrecked him with carriers.
네.
예, 드라군 아래쪽에서
I actually don't have any. Oh, he lost a carrier.
낙엽처럼 떨어지죠?
예, 그리고 섬적을
Wow.
공격함에 있어서
자, 스피드 안돼.
I gotta get my mind out of Bisu, because this is not Bisu, this is best. But we just watched like 5 Bisu games in a row or something like that, so.
내려오고 있네요.
예, 골리앗이 우수수 내려오기 때문에 이거는 캐리어와 지상군이 빼야 되는 상황이고요.
네, 빠지고 있습니다.
예, 섬지역을
The names
그,
up top are in reverse
공략을 하기 위해서는
order.
셔틀과
Oh,
같이
yeah.
함께 가야 돼요. 예, 인터셉터 뿌리면서 아래쪽으로 섬
I guess if you don't know who Best and Kanata are,
제거해가면서 터렛도 동시에 제거할 수 있거든요.
see if we can change
공격
it.
방법을 조금 더 다양화할 필요가 있는 게 도재욱 선수고 고인규 선수.
Usually if it's, I only make it the right order if it's like,
나타나고 있는 질럿들 스피드 아직 안 돼 있고요.
뭐 캐리어가 많이 모이게 된다면 정말 아주 무시무시한 활약을 발휘하지만 지금은 딱 도적 선수가 캐리어가 모인 이후에 칼을 딱 뽑아 들었거든요.
네.
근데 그 공격이
Something like that, maybe?
도적 선수가
네.
고윤기 선수의 멀티는 안정적으로 돌아가고 병력은 얼마나 많이 나오겠습니까?
예.
자, 투합으로 펑펑 들어갑니다.
예, 그리고 이제 테란 병력이 섬지역 쪽으로 계속해서 프로토스 병력이 섬지역에 몰리니까 예, 이쪽으로 한 칸 옮기면서 이쪽에서만 쫓아내면
Yeah.
캐리어는 더 안쪽으로 못 파고들거든요.
자,
That's
셔틀까지.
질럿으로 내리기 시작합니다. 자,
you can beat, come on Stork, you can beat Bisu.
선병력이 문제인데요.
그렇죠.
No.
캐리어는 지상군 지금 드라군 머리 위쪽으로 떠 있어야 돼요.
드라군들 지상 병력이 얼마 없는
Yes,
도적 선수.
go
예,
Stork.
지면서 지금 질럿이
If
나머지
Stork
병력들은
wins this
지금 저
game,
섬지역은
it'll be a
어느
miracle, let me
정도
tell you.
정리할 수 있거든요. 터렛도 깰 수 있고.
예. 자, 지역지만 발표해서 이 전장에서 예.
I don't have any brewskis available. I'm not actually a really big fan of brewski anyway. I wish I had a root brewski.
갑니다. 그래서 야,
I love root beer, but I was dumb and I didn't buy root beer when I was at the store a couple days ago.
이 병력 녹여내고 어쨌든 그
Stork has the APM to win with carriers. There's his turrets.
다만 3시가 떴다는 거 이후에 도적
Cider is good, man. I could go for a cider right now. That would sound really tasty.
자신도 도적 선수 안마나 날리면 돼요.
날리면 됩니다. 짐장구를.
Do not have any on hand though.
바로 이런 부분이 한 7캐리어 정도 되고요. 질럿들하고 최대한 모아갖고 지금 싸워야 됩니다.
So Kanata is actually like all up in Best's natural expansion. Like he's getting very close to him actually.
뒤로 돌아가는 거거든요.
세시적으로.
안 끊기려고 지금 뒤로 다시 백하는 거고요. 충원 명령 이거
He killed all those turrets and they just ran some zealots in to kill the rest of the buildings.
여기까지만 고윤기 선수가 딱 해야 되겠네요.
Kanata's about to get crushed, you think?
좋지 않습니다.
Maybe that's why he fell back.
2럽은 돼야 타이밍은 좀 잡는데 현재까지 2럽이었고 아머리가 돌아가고 있어.
He fell back instead of keeping trying to keep it contained.
한 번쯤은 압박 가주는 게 좋아요.
그렇죠.
예.
자, 그리고 11시 쪽에 확장을 하고 도적 선수 저기 고인규 선수 확장.
Hidden expansion top left.
좋은데 일단은 프로토스의 병력을 한 번쯤 녹여내면은
Yeah, that did seem like a very tenuous spot.
보완을 해야 되니까요.
because Best had like
아직 인터셉터 안
a flank on him set up.
자, 중간에 크게 들어서고 있는 고인기 센터를 딱 잡고 있습니다.
예, 미네랄 확장기지 먹었고 게이트웨이 더 확보를 해서 아까 유병준 해설도 잠깐 말씀해 주셨죠. 하이템플러 확보하는 게 좋습니다.
예, 그때까지 시간을 지금 버는 건데
예.
시간을 그때까지 줄 필요가 없습니다. 고인기 선수가.
자, 말씀하신 것처럼 이렇게 돼서 한번 찌를 먹. 11시 정도.
아,
예.
Oh, he found that expansion.
견제를 하고 있어요.
아까 예, 캐리어가 선멀티 지역을
Make a single arbiter?
용단을 좀 내렸으면 어땠을까 하는 좀 아쉬움이 났는데
예.
시간이 벌리고
See,
있어요.
you just well, there's a Templar Archives, but yeah, you don't see arbiters with carriers for some reason, unless it's like stupid late game, like really stupidly late game when they just it's some sort of stalemate for a long time or something like that. But it would be good, I think, to cloak all the cloak all the carriers and the interceptors and everything.
요 밸런스만 깨면은 테란이 어려울 게 없거든요.
자, 도재욱 선수 누리지 않자.
He just took out so many turrets.
네.
야, 테란 병력 정말 크게 모였거든요. 고인기
그렇죠.
선수가 예, 확실하게 좀 앞마당 그 미네랄 쪽과
I would love to see that, minions. I would love to see a legit recall where you actually harass with the carriers, and then when they counterattack, you recall them back home and actually defend with them. I feel like I've seen that once in my life. Once ever, I think. But maybe I'm just making it up in my head because I want it to be true so badly. Okay, that was a nice probe transfer. Run him right through the enemy units. Uh-oh, are we seeing a base trade here? Oh my gosh, it is a base trade. Really? There's a limited number of carriers that get recalled? I didn't know that. Oh, he killed the armories. Templar, what are you doing, Templar?
이런 식으로 끌려다니기 때문에 빨리 올라와서 다 깨야 된다는 얘기입니다. 도재욱 선수의 모든 건물을 다 깨서 없애버려요.
I don't think interceptors get recalled, but I'm not sure about that. Maybe some of them do. Yeah, but if you recall the carriers, when the interceptors are out, the carriers fly all the way across the map to return. But I don't know if interceptors are recallable. I wonder where we could find out more about if carriers are, if you can only recall a certain amount of them. I don't know how you would have like, how many would it be? Because it's probably more than 12, but like, how many, do you have to have 50 carriers? I don't know if you can, you can't have 50 carriers, can you? Like you can only have so many carriers. Oh no, is that his last scanner? He's repairing the scanner. Oh, the scanner went down. I don't think he has anything against DTs now. If Best can make one DT, does he have any gateways? Actually, does Best even have any gateways anymore? Does he have a Templar Archives anymore is a better question. I don't think he has a Templar Archives or gateways right now. Oh, he does have scanners. Never mind. The Korean casters were going crazy about the scanner going down for some reason. Oh, he did remake he remade a Templar Archives. So it's like a base trade with recovery is what it looks like. Both players have killed each other's mains, and they're both trying to get the expansions going. Yeah, I love that. Get them below half so they're burning, and then just let them burn down so you can regroup. Dude, so many pro gamers don't rebuild their tech before it dies, and I never understand it. But yeah, if your Templar is going down, build the archives again before the Citadel dies. Then you don't have to rebuild the Citadel. But I just very rarely see pro gamers doing that. Okay, so now they're both going after each other's rebuilding expansions. Oh my god, my laptop's about to die. Or my Chromebook on the side here. I don't know what takes up so much battery power by just hosting chat on my other computer. There's a DT, there's the scan. Okay, so now Kanata only has one comsat station though.
예, 캐리어 바깥쪽으로 떠났는데 탱크 내렸죠.
He's attacking with probes. He's like microing these tanks with a dropship.
생산할 수 있는 기반 시설 좀 마련을 해야 돼요.
예, 드라군 죽네요.
He opts to save the dropship but not the tank.
시원하는데 이거 골리앗 시원할 수 있어요.
예, 캐리어가 빠졌거든요. 바깥쪽으로. 야, 골리앗 내기.
이병력.
골리앗 내기 빨리. 아, 탱크 둘.
Yeah, we watched a game recently where someone did that, where they built a second citadel instead of rebuilding the Templar Archives.
네, 아.
I don't remember who that was
예,
though.
셔틀 하나가 살아남지 않았다라는 게 정말 안타깝네요.
There was an ASL game. Was it an ASL game?
네.
그쵸, 골렸죠. 그쵸, 골려.
한 번만 더 오면 여기
He rebuilt the fleet beacon?
안
Nice.
들어가고 있기 때문에
네.
체력이 빠지셔.
네, 예, 탱크
Was it an ASL game recently that happened when someone built two citadels or something like that?
여기가 도적 선수 여기서 한 번 고민해야 됩니다.
공사업 찍었어요.
예.
2세트가. 자, 6시 밀려. 6시가 아니 더.
야, 6시 빌리면은 도지혁 선수도 나중에 더 턴에 상대하다가 막 인터셉터 모자라서 턴에 더
So now both of them are kind of like
자, 공격돼 있는 거.
down to one base.
나와야 됩니다.
He did. He rebuilt the fleet beacon in his 6 o'clock expansion.
캐리어는 다 복귀해서 지금
Look at this. Kanata has to build a barracks. He has to build a barracks in order to be able to build factories again. I think Best might have this. I think his carriers are just too strong because the carriers are still alive. But if he is not mining, he can't build interceptors. It doesn't matter.
보고 지금 이쪽을 더 공략하기 위한 노력인데 이거는 고인기 선수가 한 번 빠져야 될 것 같은데요.
Oh, he got the dropship.
인터셉트 하기는 좀 어려웠습니다. 캐리어 양이
Without the dropship, he can't get more units onto the island base. So he can clean up those and get back to mining again. So yeah, now he can make remake interceptors and stuff. I don't know what. I guess Kanata is mining at a base, but like,
돈이 없어가지고 캐리어 뽑을 준비했는데 아직
oh, he still has a starport hub. And actually, there's depots over there. Like he should send one DT, or he should have maybe tried to. Should have sent one DT up to finish all those depots, I guess. Maybe it's a little bit late for that, but he's run a probe over and he's remade the pylon next to the stargates that Kanata didn't finish off, so he can actually keep making carriers.
예, 채우고 가겠죠. 채우고 지금 슬슬 올라가겠죠.
많이 비었어요. 많이 비었어요.
What? He turned around.
빈 캐리어가 되게 많습니다.
Why did he turn around?
어디로 갈까?
He
지금
can just
11시
kill top left.
해야 되는데
Kanata doesn't have
차라리
anything.
서플 다 깨고
예.
로보틱스 건설해서 질럿이 있는 저 3시 확장 지역에다가 셔틀 날려가지고
Yeah, he killed the pylon
그다음에 캐리어를 다시 뽑는
on the
이런 상태를
Stargates.
만들어줘야 될 것 같습니다.
And he killed the fleet beacon, and then he left. But because he knew that it kind of makes sense. Like if you're trying to defend the map, like if it's the clock is ticking and it's the end of the game,
네.
you don't want to spend your time killing two stargates that can't build anything, right? There's no point to that. It made sense at the time, I think. That's true. He still has some stuff in the north of his main too. I don't think it's anything too important though. He's making another carrot. Oh, he's still got observatory and the robotics support bay.
서플라이를 다 깨도 도지혁 선수가 충분히 고인기 선수를 압박해줄 수 있거든요.
예.
유닛이 이렇게 많은데 서플라이가 다 깨지면 여기 다시 한번 또 서플라이 다 공사를 해야 되고.
그렇죠.
네, 분명히 시간이 더 많이.
Never lost the citadel, I guess.
아니면은
Okay.
로보틱스 지을 거 아니면은 지금 본진 안쪽에
So he could make a Templar
있었거든요.
Archive still.
바깥쪽으로 나가서 다른 지역의 넥서스를
I don't know if it has any gateways though. I don't think he has any gateways.
인터셉터 채운 다음에 인터셉터
What is he
채운
doing
다음에
with these
지금
carriers?
상대방
Is he
병력들이랑
just
뭐
hunting
이런
for other
것들 지금
bases right now?
확인하기 위한 이런 캐리어
I guess that
상대였죠.
makes sense.
자, 2개 찍겠습니다.
네,
캐리어.
지상군 쪽으로 지상 쪽에 멀티 할 수 있거든요. 지금.
Yeah, he's checking every base on the map right now,
모든 지키고 있어. 자, 보고 있어. 옥점으로.
just to make sure that Kanata doesn't have something else somewhere. But he could just go in with those carriers and kill him, I think.
캐리어가 좀 약간 소극적으로 움직입니다.
수비적인
I
움직임이죠.
don't know.
네. 충분히 팩토리가 완성되기 이전 타이밍에 가서 좀 이득을 벌 수가 있었어요.
Now he's going for those depots.
네.
도지혁 선수 이후에
That's actually gonna hurt.
왔다 갔다 하면
That's
되는데
actually
그러려면
really gonna
로보틱스가
hurt losing
있어야
those
되겠죠.
그렇죠.
depots.
그게 만약에 이제
Because he had like 30 or 40 supply and depots over there, and now without those, he's gonna have to remake depots if he wants to build more plants.
5시 쪽이라든가 이런 쪽에 말이죠.
네, 여기 말이죠. 딱 보니까.
Yeah, no, he knows top left is there. He has an observer up there. He sees top left.
예.
자, 잠깐
But for some reason, I think he feels like if he can control,
어차피 본질은 다 잃었어요. 서로 다 이사 왔습니다.
keep the game at a stalemate, he'll still win. I'm not
둘
sure.
다 마찬가지입니다.
Or maybe he's not confident he can kill top left because he knows those turrets are there.
골리앗 숫자가 어느 정도 확보되는지 모르는 상황이기 때문에 도지혁 선수가 이 자원만으로는 안 됩니다. 이제는요.
그렇죠. 멀티 더
두 군데에서 자원이 수급된다는 얘기 아니겠습니까? 두 군데 이상.
네, 복구하고 있고 SCV 본에서 이제 추가
Why isn't Best expanded again? Because he made more carriers instead.
자, 중간에
예.
맞닥뜨릴 거.
You can only recall 8 carriers? Is that true?
예, 이런 싸움에서 어쨌든 뭐
Oh, you just tested it. Really?
최대한 자원을 응축해서
I did not
캐리어를 다시
know that.
띄워서, 상대방의 병력이 폭발하기 일부
That's
직전에
crazy. I
공략을
thought you
한번
could.
해보겠다.
I thought
이
you could.
생각이네요. 예.
Huh.
찔끔찔끔이 아니라 자, 지금 가지고 이게 다예요.
How did I not know that in like 20 years of StarCraft?
스타포트까지
근데 캐리어만으로는 분명히 이게 한계가
Changing the spawn positions on the overlay? Did they?
캐리어만으로는 온리 골리앗을 모아서 충분히 고용이 서서 대처는 가능해요.
예,
No.
그렇죠.
야.
Are you saying they should?
선수가 가져갔는데 섹스한테 놔두고.
네.
Huh. You had 20 of them stacked and only 8 would come each time.
캐리어 찍고 그다음에
That's interesting. That's funny you just went and tested it.
멀티인데도 불구하고 저희가
That's-
사실 생각의 사각지대거든요.
You're a man of
네.
science.
예, 오히려 쌩쌩한 멀티를 뭐
Thank you for doing the people's science there.
안 그러지 않습니까?
하면 그렇죠.
네.
근데 되게 위험한 멀티가 될 수가 있어요. 일단 캐리어가 다
Yeah, it's like when Artosis pointed out the man in the vulture.
그렇죠.
And everyone's like, what?
자, 캐리어 조심스럽게 움직여야 될 것 같습니다.
예, 좁은 구역에서
I only found out a few years ago,
더 위로
like,
못 올라가거든요.
After a long time, that there was a guy in the turret,
고인규
too.
선수는 터렛,
That's like,
건설하고
I've
이제
known that for a while now,
골리앗
but there was another
아래쪽으로
point where it's
내려와서
like,
커맨드를 또 지울 거란 말이에요.
생각의 사각지대
There's a guy in the
만들어야지
turret?
다섯시 갔는데 없어요.
예, 없어요.
넥서스가.
5시나 섬
Maybe it wasn't that long ago.
생각하고
그럴
있을
건데,
겁니다.
예.
그런데 이제 위쪽으로 가서 여기서 이제 드라군 생산해서 상대방이
I didn't know
골리앗을
about the
뽑아서
turret guy.
앞마당은 못 먹게 만들겠다. 여기까지가 지금 도재욱 선수의 계산인 것 같아요.
네.
이 정도면
He must
앞마당
be
먹으려고
super dizzy.
슬금슬금 내려올 수도 있거든요.
그러게 말입니다. 움직이기
네.
시작합니다.
터렛으로
네.
이어가는 것도 앞마당까지 거의 이어가는 것도 바로 그 이유일 겁니다.
지금 고인규 선수
So yeah, Best- okay, so Best has bottom- oh, Best-
타이밍이 있었는데 도재욱 선수가 그때 로보틱스를
Best
올렸어야
took
되는데
Kanata's
지금 모르는
main.
상황이고 지금이라도 올려서
Why would he do that though? That's actually not a great spot to take. Other than being unexpected, there's actually not a lot of minerals there. Like, why would you take that spot instead of the natural or something?
순식간에 이제 본진이 밀리다 보니까
Now
도재욱
he's
선수도
rebuilding
좀
his
소심해질
gateways
거예요. 역시 이제
and Kanata's
멀티를
old
지키기
main.
위해서는 캐리어가 더 필요하다. 캐리어가 더 필요하다. 속으로 이제 계속해서
I wonder if it is
때문에
supply based or
예,
if it's like
그렇기 때문에
specifically
또
hard coded for
트라ン스포트도
carriers or
받았고요.
something like
하니까
that.
로보틱스가 좀 늦었던 것 같은데
네.
예, 결국 코어를 다시 짓고 이제 로보틱스 확보를 해야 됩니다.
자,
네.
이제 게이트웨이를 추가해주고 있는 도재욱 선수.
네.
자, 고인규 선수도 이제 슬금슬금 움직일 건가요? 골리앗 많이
Main
몰렸어요.
does have a
쳤어요.
ramp.
터렛 아래쪽으로 더 건설을 할 거면은
That's fair. That's a good point.
락다운까지 쓰겠다는 생각이에요. 고인규 선수는요.
네.
자, 생각에 저는
Covered
캐리어는
ups.
어떻게든 잡으면 되는 거기
그렇죠.
때문에
끝나갑니까?
예, 뭐 이런 아이디어 좋습니다. 예, 가장 또 효율적인 선택이 될 수 있고
What's he
베럭스가
gonna do?
내려앉으려고 이동하는 건데 아래쪽으로 터렛 조금 연결해 가면서
Is he gonna try and,
계속 연결해 가면서
Is he gonna try and lock down?
앞마당에도 이제 커맨드 센터를 좀 확보할 수 있을 정도로 본진 안에서 커맨드 센터 지어놓으면 되거든요.
예.
그러면서 골리앗 아래쪽으로 내려가고 터렛 건설하면서
He might try and
멀티
lock
이렇게 하면
down.
되고, 로보틱스 이제
Like, I
짓네요.
don't think nukes is the play, but that could be. Nukes would be unexpected. Actually, nukes might be the play.
계속 골리앗 모아주고 또
Now that I think of it, it'd be really unexpected, and there'd be very low chance that his observer and his attack units are near his base when it goes off.
예, 이쪽 지역, 예, 한시 지역은 어쨌든 상대방의 그 사각지대이기 때문에 지금 상황에서는 탁월한 선택인데 이 정도면
Did Bisu throw another game, even though he's not even playing this time?
자, 지금 건설을 하고 있는 그런 모습인데 말씀해주신 대로 지금 이런 상황이었습니다.
Blind the observers.
건설에도 무방합니다.
Yeah, he should get neural flare.
어차피 캐리어만
That's the play right now.
상황이에요. 멀티가 있든 없든 간에 캐리어만 떨구면은 프로토스 지상 병력이
I mean, mass lockdown could be a good play.
시간이 너무나도 필요하기 때문에
예, 자,
Even if you could just lock down like 3 or 4 of the carriers, you could annihilate with the Goliaths.
그럼요.
자, 중간에 방해를 치워.
What is he doing? Where's his SCVs going? Are they distance mining?
그러기 위해 내려옵니까?
네.
자, 내려오고 있는 SCV들.
He's distance mining with some SCVs now?
예,
Oh no, he's not distance mining. He's starting to get ready to expand there.
왔다 갔다 할 수 있어요. 예,
The-
저 지역을
the observer
공격하려는
sees it,
그런
though,
노력이고, 탱크가
meaning
없다라는
the
것도-
Protoss
탱크가
observer.
없다라는 것도 지금 약점이기 때문에
Has neural flare ever been used in a broadcast match? I think so. I believe Boxer did it once. I could be thinking of a Pimpus play that was like a foreign player though. I'm not sure.
안 되죠.
But at some point I saw a high-level match where they neural flared, optical flare. That's right. Sorry, optical flared. Thanks, Cicero. They optical flared the observers and then went in with wraiths.
상대방의 앞마당을 물고 들어져서 병력을
Cloak raised to kill
gal가먹어서
carriers, I
11시 멀티에
think.
자원이 다 떨어질 때까지
Could be
gal가먹죠.
wrong, but I feel like I've seen that.
선수가
But it's like you have to specify
저거 도적 선수가 먹을 수
in a
있지
pro
않습니까?
game, right, or in a televised game, because people are gonna pull off dumb shit
네.
and cool stuff like in games that don't matter
예, 그렇죠.
more easily.
뭐 어디서
이런
고스트?
식으로 잡아먹어야
여기가
되겠죠.
있죠, 여기가, 예.
뭐 6기 이상 모였을 때 그리고 하나가 되게 까다롭게 있네요. 그렇다면
Can't wait for the Bisu phase. This is SK Telecom. Bisu might be in the audience. They haven't shown many audience shots or teammate shots lately in this game, have they?
자, 그래 5시 쪽으로 이제
예.
새 땅을 찾아갔습니다.
네.
유목민이 됐어요 완전히.
예, 멀티 하나만 먹어도 본진 그러니까 다른 쪽 타스타팅만 먹어도 워낙 자원이 그 풍부한 맵이기 때문에
네.
많이 나오거든요.
그런데 자,
I'm very proud of that emote.
이제 상황 전공하기 시작하고 있는 고인규 선수.
네, 뭐 슬슬 이제 나올 수가 있는 상황이죠. 고잉 선수가
No teammates in Starlink. Well, but they usually the teammates will come to the. Well, maybe it's just more for higher level games, but sometimes the teammates will be in the audience and they'll give them a front row shot or something like that, or the coaches will be in the audience and stuff like that. So they're around even in Starlink games, especially finals and semifinals. But I guess this is just around a 16, so maybe not. But I feel like they haven't shown the audience either. Like usually they show the audience a lot.
드라곤이 저쪽에 배치되어 있다라면 당연히 5시 멀티는 있는 것으로 알고 있겠고요. 도적 선수.
예, 스캔 떨어졌겠죠.
Yeah, I can't believe that Kanata started top right and Best started bottom left, and they both shifted. So now Best main is bottom right, or I guess Best main is sort of bottom middle and top left, and Kanata is top left now, and he's expanding.
다시 이제 고인규 선수도 원래는 1시.
This is a weird game.
사막이 틀린 게 아닙니다.
네.
11시입니다. 11시 지금.
이거 뉴클리어까지.
저 깨고.
컴셋 깨죠. 컴셋 깨고.
야,
저 고인규 선수.
Killing the Comsat station to build a nuclear silo.
뉴클리어면은
Oh my god, he's doing it.
자, 시청자 여러분 그리고 청취자 여러분.
He's doing
고잉
it.
숫자가 너무 많기 때문에 캐리어하게 해냈을 것 같지는 않고 그럼요. 돌아다니면서
그렇죠.
멀티 쪽이라
네,
멀티 쪽이라 날리겠죠.
네.
Now why are they not attacking each other? Is my question. They're like the observer. The ghost was just walked under an observer.
따라가죠 지금.
He's following the ghost with the observer. He saw it. He knows. He knows.
저걸 지금 따라가고 있습니다.
Like why are they not doing anything? Like sure, like when they're restabilizing, it made sense to kind of like chill for a minute. But like they've been chilling for like 5-10 minutes. Like we should have seen some vultures on the map, or the carriers trying to attack the sides of the base, or something like that.
네, 5시 쪽으로 들어가겠다는 생각이었던 것 같은데.
잡힙니다. 잡혀요. 자, 일단 들켜 달고도 알고
Yeah,
있는
he caught the ghost.
이런 나가야 되는데 고잉 선수가 좀
Is this a case for observer speed upgrade? If there was ever a case for it, this would be
해야
one.
됩니다.
네.
자, 락다운 가능, 핵 가능.
자, 이 도재욱 선수의 가슴에 불을 질렀거든요, 드디어.
He's like, all right, well, I'll send another ghost, and it's gonna go a different direction.
진짜 사방팔방 펼쳐놓을 겁니다. 시야업도 하고 막 스피드업도 하고 이러면서 사방팔방 이제 펼쳐놓으면서
He's like hunting with observers now.
여기만 안 당하면 되거든요.
자, 놓치나요?
Observer just caught that one again. Did he see it though?
걸리죠.
예.
자, 갑니다.
Did he see it though?
자, 고스트가
야, 그리고 이제는 도적 선수 역시나
Oh, he
템플러가
cloaked and then
나와 있어서
juked south.
고잉 선수가 치고 나와도 분명히 도적 선수 역시나 싸움이 가능.
It's my birthday today.
노리는데 다시 놓쳤어요 지금.
Thank you for the follow.
마주칠 것 같습니다.
Is it actually your birthday today?
걸렸죠.
He's walking under no. He's got too many. These observers are like super legit, man.
봤어요.
예.
딱 걸렸어요 지금.
네. 아 이거 프로브로 잡을 수 있어서.
Like it's a really.
경력 따라가죠.
I like that username a lot, but it's like kind of funny because it's like it's only right one day a year, right? So the nuke is building.
뭐 지금
네.
그
He's the heck out of it, yeah.
두 선수 모두 다 놓칠 수 없는 경기거든요. 도재욱 선수가
No,
연습하는
no, let him launch the nuke first and then kill the ghost.
그런 의미에서 테란이 조금 더
If you know he's there, let him launch first. Make him just. He's gonna do it. He's doing it. He's not killing the ghost. He's gonna let him launch the nuke first.
그렇죠.
There's a second ghost. It's a fake ghost.
자, 근데
It's a fake out.
여기도
He's going to the
예.
top right. Oh, look at the second ghost.
병력이 몰려다니지 않습니까? 프로토스 병력이 그때
Oh, there's observers there too. Did he juke those observers?
뭐 이런 식으로
Did he
해야
juke them?
되는데
그렇죠.
그런 게 전혀 없어. 지금 도적 선수의
예.
멀티는 늘어나고 있거든요.
네.
투가 끝났고요.
예, 뉴클리어만을 위한 뭔가가 돼서는 안 됩니다.
There's one lost, ran out of energy.
한정적인데 물론 테란의 업그레이드가 확실히
He sees it. Yeah, he sees it. He's not even gonna let it
잡았고요.
in.
요거스트 잡았고 요게 안 잡혔고요.
예.
Man,
핵은 무용지물이죠.
this is disappointing. We're not even gonna see a nuke land.
디텍티드 되기만 하면은 가서 잡겠다.
He went to all this trouble to get ghosts, and we're not even gonna see him launch his nuke, are we? Because Best is just too good. Best is just like on top of
이 정도면은 더 나아 좋은
these ghosts. He's like, no, it's not gonna happen.
뭐 이런 식으로
예.
선수가 전술을 펼칠 수가 있었는데
네.
지금 프로토스 병력이 너무 많아졌어요.
That is the truth, Farfik Nugan. Pro gamers outside of their practice make great stupid games. I love when games get too far out that you can't prepare for it, you know?
이쪽 역시 한시 쪽에
That's when programmers are truly tested.
멀티가 늘어나기 때문에 이쪽 멀티도 먹고 가스 멀티 먹고 뭐 계속
Yeah, he's lost like 3 ghosts now. If he'd just gone lockdown, they would have been better investment.
그리고 투포지 돌려가면서 어쨌든 인구수가 만약에 다 차더라도
Now he's trying to kill the observers with Goliaths.
꾸준하게 해주면은 나중에 싸울 때 좋아요. 게다가 아비터 테크까지
What are these players doing? Why are they so shelled up?
뉴클리어가 막혔기 때문에
Kanata is literally trying to max off of these 2 bases, by the way. He's like, I'm so shelled up, I'm so turtled, I'm gonna max it. He's built tanks,
안된 상황이 됐고
a billion Goliaths. He's actually just maxing off of 2 bases.
멀티를 더 확보할 수 있는 좋은 위치의 탱크를
And meanwhile, Best has taken look at Best has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases
다
now.
가져가고 있습니다.
그렇죠. 그러면은 깨도 늘어나는 게이트웨이
I feel like that's a ridiculous thing to say, or it's a ridiculous state of being in this game, but like
병력은 아래 위에서 나와야지 한 군데서 나오면
a Terran with 2 bases, if he maxes out, he can still go out with a maxed army and kill a Protoss, no matter how many bases the Protoss has. The old 37-minute 2-base max. It's a classic, right?
뭐 30개의 유닛이 와다다다 뛰어나올 수 있는 이런 정도 시스템 갖춰놓으면은
네.
결국 바꿔치기가 가능하거든요.
이제는
예.
충분한 뭐 그런 상황이 되고 도적 선수가
전형력이 되죠 이제.
Good old 37-minute max out.
선점하는
With-
거죠.
with-
먹지 말아라는 의미입니다.
자 고인규 선수의
With Turtle Terran, with
저거 뭐가 지어지는 거죠? 아래는 완전히
30
위쪽에는
turrets.
자, 섬적
드랍십 그리고 드랍십.
예, 섬적 둘 중에 하나를 지금 먹겠다라는 의도인데요.
Okay, where's this dropship going?
커맨드인가요? 지어지는 거? 자 벽에 붙어서 내려가고 있는 드랍십입니다만은 곳곳에 이제
Observer spots the dropship.
촉각을 곤두세우죠.
네.
여기는 뭐 캐리어가 있으니까 지금 선멀티를 어떻게
I think Best is maxed too,
자,
though.
시야에 피해서 그래도
자, 이거
움직이고 있습니다.
고스트가 타고 있을 것
I think
같아요.
Best is maxed
그렇죠?
off. Is this a vulture
자
drop?
탱크
Or Goliaths or something like that? He's like, alright, enough messing around.
네.
It's
time to fight.
타이밍을 못 잡죠 고인규 선수는요.
네.
네.
고스트가 타고 있는 드랍십이 빠져나갔는데
Why hasn't he been doing this with carriers the whole time?
러시아를
Why has he not been like harassing this expansion with carriers the entire
자,
last 10,
잘못했어요.
15 minutes?
급했죠? 예.
Y'all remember when Best could have eliminated him 25 minutes ago?
쏠 수는 있는데 어차피 중앙에 들어가는 것이기 때문에
Right?
중앙에 안
Why did he
들어가면
let
결국 내가
Kanata-
깨집니다.
자 발발하고요.
출발.
자 그래서
Nuclear launch detected! He did it! He comes and goes down on the field with the dropship. He comes to Ghost there with the dropship. He doesn't see it. He doesn't see it.
맞았습니다. 이거
Probes!
맞았습니다.
They're gonna-
하필은 목집니까?
Ah,
다른
yes.
곳에도 역시
네, 멀티가 많아요.
Best
네,
just
멀티가
shakes his
많아요.
head.
예. 네. 아, 황금 달려왔는데 역시 같은
Look
팀이
at
제일
Best's
무서운
reaction.
거고.
Hold on.
예.
Look at Best's reaction.
아, 맞았습니다. 이거 맞았어요.
We gotta watch the nuke as well. Nice.
네.
Just killed like
아,
12
근데 뭐 다른
probes.
곳에도 역시
And Best is just like, oh my gosh, really?
예. 네. 아, 황금 달려왔는데 역시
He's
같은 팀이
like,
제일 무서운 법이에요.
bro.
네. 예.
I'm maxed, and I have 5 bases. Thank you for clearing up my supply by killing those probes so I can make some more carriers.
예.
Appreciate it.
네, 또 개발. 재개발. 자, 이거 템플러가 무섭거든요. 템플러가 무서워요. 자, 템플러.
Oh, no side storms. That would have been 6. Oh, there's the good side storms. Oh, right on those Goliaths. Nice.
핵은 떨어졌으나
네.
나오지
그렇죠.
못하면 갇혀 죽는 겁니다. 골기
네.
선수.
끝냈어요 지금.
예, 멀티가 여기 한 군데가 아니에요.
여기 있다.
예,
여기
여기
Oh my
있어요.
gosh.
있다.
This zealot chasing a ghost around.
빠졌기 때문에
핵은 개발했는데.
네.
The cannon gets the
예,
chaos.
질러타라는 계속해서 왔다 갔다 페트롤 해야 됩니다.
Oh
페트롤.
my gosh.
자.
골리앗이 좀 많이 상했어요. 그런데.
베슬
예.
나왔습니다.
게다가 캐리어가 그대로 유지가 되고
그렇죠.
있기 때문에
네.
탱크가 아무리 많다고 해도 이 골리앗 숫자가 또 확보가 돼야 되는 거예요.
네.
공사법칙은
야, 선멀티 선전.
Now he's
위쪽에 지금
rebuilding
다
probes
먹었고,
at this
한
other
군데
base.
넥서스 날아가도 전혀 지장 없을 만큼 병력 많이 나와 있고요.
Where's the
캐리어
marine
라인을 계속하고
control?
캐리어
Oh,
더
yeah.
뽑습니다. 인구수 이제 충원되는 대로.
도재욱 선수도
네.
한때는 가세가 기울었었는데.
네.
That would be good.
떡떡거리고 있어요.
그렇죠.
That would be good. That's the counter to nukes, right? The number one top counter to nukes is get mind control and
예,
capture your opponent's race and build your own
계속
nukes.
갔다가, 이렇게 갖다 바칠 수밖에는 없고
예.
어느 정도 시점 됐을 때는 트럼십
And then attack with 400 supply worth of units.
센터 짓기 위한 노력 만들.
That observer is a hero, man. He keeps spotting these dropships running around.
돼요.
이걸 또 놓친 겁니까?
네.
옥점
그랬네요.
밑으로 또
Although
놓쳤네.
he didn't seem to notice that one that time.
여기 뭐두 방씩 떨어져야 넥서스가 날아가는 상황이기 때문에
Is he gonna try and nuke another spot here?
아, 예, 엇갈리지 않은
예.
시각적으로 보이는
He's still building carriers out of that bottom left
자,
Stargate.
이러면은 노릴 곳이 뭐 어차피 다 6시 다
여기,
먹었는데
예,
여기
예.
하나밖에는 없고요.
네.
Is he gonna try and nuke the same Nexus and finish it off?
예.
I think the shields have recharged too much.
자, 스캔 막 떨어집니다.
네. 자, 질러타라는 앞문에서 대기 중. 아, 걸어가네요.
앞마당,
예,
앞마당.
페이크입니다, 페이크. 아, 드랍십으로 페이크 주고 걸어갑니다.
Dropship Faku is what the Korean casters are saying right now.
위에 딱 붙어서
예,
They're saying he
그런데
faked the dropship
옥저버가
running into the
있어요.
main and he's gonna nuke the expansion instead.
봤어요. 때릴 수 있죠.
And the zealot's like, JK.
낭비가 됐어요.
사망.
He still got the kill. It was a clever thought. It was really clever thought to drop the ghost out outside the base and then run the dropship in to the high ground base. It was a good idea.
잡아야죠. 락다운 걸어도.
It would have been freaking genius.
달려나와서 걸어요.
It's got so many tanks.
예. 점사해서 잡아야죠.
It's actually got so many tanks.
템플러 아주 잘 잡아주고 위에 있는 탱크는 캐리어로 좀
Five
Vesselicia 볼수 있어요.
네. 자, 이제 완전히
He did use a lockdown. Oh my god. He got locked down.
달랑 그냥 몇천 들고 지금은 11시간.
He actually doesn't have enough Goliaths though.
저 지역이 그냥 저 지역 안에서
Okay, protect the Templar by putting him in the flimsy shuttle with no hit points and no shields.
나와야 돼요.
Good call.
캐리어 잡아먹고 사이드 스톰.
밑에 그 캐리어 밑에 하이템플러가 대기하고
Drop the
있죠.
Templars out with intake fire. Okay.
나오면서 뭐 멀티를 먹던가 아니면 멀티를 치던가를 지금 해야 되는데
네.
그런 플레이가
Need
안 되기
reavers?
때문에.
다 먹었어요.
네.
예.
Maybe.
자, 42분 34초 경과.
네. 그리고 시간이 지나면 도적
He needs
선수는
Tempests.
그냥
Wait, no.
나오고,
그렇죠.
네, 소모전이 된다라는 거예요, 도적 선수는.
돈 지어주면 잘 쓰는 선수입니다.
그렇죠. 있는 대로 지금은 그냥 캐리어
또 나와요, 또 나와.
예,
네.
혹시 아비터입니까?
예, 캐리어 뽑고 캐리어입니다.
Needs
예, 캐리어
Guardians.
뽑고 질럿 드라군 계속해서 이제 나오는데 조금 더
He's
일찍 나올
actually
수도
got
있지
so many tanks. He's
않았을까.
literally
그렇죠.
pushing out for a
락다운이
third now.
그러니까 뉴클리어를 먼저 쓰고 나가겠다라는 것이 오히려 생각에 족쇄가 된 것 같은 이런 느낌도
What is
들어요.
going on in this game?
자, 달려들고 있습니다. 거북이 고개 내밀지 못하고 내리치고 있는.
Best is like, no, you're not gonna be able to get out of your turtle shell. Sorry, buddy.
캐리어만 살아남으면 언제든지 이제 상대방의 공격 수비해낼 수 있거든요.
26킬 캐리어
Once the turrets and Goliaths are gone, there's all those tanks obviously do nothing. So it's like
그리고 마인을 매설할 수 없는 입장이기 때문에
그렇습니다.
도적 선수가
뒤에서 또 한 무더기 옵니다. 예.
Yeah,
이게 3업 찍어 3업.
네, 여기 질럿들
the neutral command center game maps are very interesting. It's mostly dumb except for if you have a genius player like Zero. I don't know if you saw that game where Zero got infested Terrans versus Protoss. Because he got the neutral command center with a queen.
It
was awesome.
나가도 딱히 먹을 때도 별로
He was using overlords with infested Terrans to drop on the Protoss army. It's amazing.
또 고스트.
예, 그때 못 나왔을 때는 거의 가봉 수준이었다면 지금 완전히 재봉이 된 거죠. 예, 못 나옵니다.
두 번 걸려봤습니다.
네, 락다운 걸면서 캐리어를 떨궈야 돼요. 결국 뉴클리어를 해결할 수 있는 상황이 아니거든요.
It's hard for the Ghost to deal with these Dragoons though now.
야, 지금 뭐 지상병
In order to get the lockdown, you know?
캐리어만 문제가 아니긴 했네요.
예. 자, 이게 캐리어도 워낙에 센 캐리어지 날 캐리어가 아니거든요.
But he is trying to get lockdowns on.
그렇습니다.
골리앗 잡아내면은 나중에 지상군을 못 맞거든요.
Built too many tanks. Not enough Goliaths. Now the carriers can do whatever they want, like kill all your tanks.
캐리어만 안 잡히면 되는 거예요.
I mean, again, remember, Best also has the entire map.
잡아주고 빠지고.
첫 번째 경기 고인규 선수 입장에서도 중요한.
Although he's only built bases at a few of the bases on the map, so I think he knows that he doesn't really need to take every base because having extra probes is a liability right now.
첫 경기 내가 잡고 간다 이런 생각 강했을 거거든요. 그런데 도재욱 선수에게
Is this finally gonna end? No, this game never ends.
장담 못하는 겁니다. 어려운 경기 할 수밖에 없어요.
I mean, there's no reason for Best to take back his main, right? There's nothing there. There's no minerals.
야, 멀티는 이미 계속 하나하나씩 늘어나고 고인규
예.
선수가 치고 나가 더 이상 먹을 자원이 없습니다.
네.
아, 다시 풀이 들어오네요.
예,
Yeah, queens are hard to make work. That's why I like watching Zerg, like the best Zergs ever use them, but I don't think I would try and use them for
여기
reals.
가도 금광, 저기 가도 금광이기 때문에 사실 앉아서 기다리는 쪽이 오히려 손해를 볼 수밖에 없어요. 시간이
그렇죠.
지날수록.
고인기 선수 특징이 이제 미덕될 수
He's
없어요.
getting Ghost Energy upgrade? Because I think you need it, right? In order to have...
완성되면서 나올 것이 아니었다.
Well, I guess you can have 2 lockdowns and cloak on your Ghosts if you get the energy upgrade, right?
골리앗만으로 나오던가 뭐 이렇게 타이밍을 잡고 나와서 뭔가를 했어야 되는데.
Yeah, when Zero uses queens,
너무
man.
늦어버렸습니다.
45분 52초 경과.
프로브를 제외한 나머지는 전부 다
Best.
지상병력 혹은 캐리어거든요.
네.
네.
자, 다시 또 번쩍거리고 있는.
Best is still making carriers out of the Stargates.
예, 이 쌀이 떨어졌기 때문에
I wonder if he would have switched.
나와야 돼요.
I wonder if he would have gone back to carriers if Kanata had finished off those Stargates and, like, he hadn't gotten another fleet beacon or something like that. Or if he would have done something different.
거기를 먹을 수가 없네요.
11시
See, he's just killing all those tanks
네.
with the carriers. If he just built Goliaths instead,
예, 쌀떡이 비어가지고
instead of like half of those
다
tanks.
쌀떡.
네. 누가 먹여주는 거
Like when you're
아니기 때문에
turtling, you
진짜
don't need a lot
나와서
of tanks
먹었어야 되는데
to kill
사실
Dragoons
타이밍이
infinitely, you know?
나와야 된다. 아까도 10번도 넘게 말씀을 드리지만 지금은 타이밍이 늦었기 때문에 예, 본질 안쪽으로
Yeah, he did have the
고민이
original
많은
carriers
겁니다.
still, yeah.
막당으로
But
한순간에
still.
반전 노려봅니다만은 지상군에 제압 당할 수준이 됐어요 이제는.
예, 쇼에 끝날 수가 있습니다.
예.
I really want to grab my charger cord from my other laptop and some more pretzels, but I can't take my eyes off this game.
자, 오승구패가 쳐서 고스트 갑니다.
자, 고스트 자,
Oh, snipe the dropship. Here come the ghosts, though. He got a lockdown, but he lost the ghost.
다다다다 걸어서 한순간에 확 떨어뜨리고 지상군을 확 제거를 해야 그나마 팀을 센터로도 옮길 텐데 이게 한
I don't think the lockdowns are going to be effective enough because he's gonna lose the ghosts every time, so it's not going to be a good enough investment.
잘안 걸려요 락다운. 동시에 걸기가 쉽지가 않아요.
네. 다다다다 이제 한 기 걸리고 멈춘 캐리어 그 뒤쪽으로 빠져나가는 캐리어를 따라가면서 제압을 해야 되는데 뒤에 지상병력이 없습니까?
Still got a few tanks, but there's not very many tanks left.
예.
Ghosts are cheaper than carrier. Yeah, but the lockdown doesn't kill the carrier.
네, 끝이 보이는 그런
You know?
고인규
So he has to have enough follow-up to actually kill the carrier for it to matter.
거기까지입니다, 고인규 선수.
다
진짜.
먹었습니다. 지금 한 군데만 딱 여기 비밀을 두고
네.
다 먹었습니다. 하나 남았네요.
Yes, you should go Ghost Medic.
진짜 50게이트 기록 깰 수도 있는 이런 상황이에요.
네,
도저히 선수가 다 먹고 있기 때문에.
뭐 다른 거 준비하려고
Ghost Medic is actually OP if you have
없어서.
like infinite gas, you know, or not OP, but it's like actually can be good depending on what, as long as your opponent doesn't have AOE.
안 뺏기면 된다라는 겁니다.
But ghosts are actually pretty strong.
병력 줄어들면 또 찍고 이래도 되거든요. 게이트웨이 더 확보를 해도 됩니다.
Ghost Medic
자,
Goliath
시원하게 들이받고
2022. It's gonna be the meta.
넥서스.
You heard it here. You heard it here first,
네,
folks.
어쩔 수 없으니까 드라곤은 가주죠.
네. 자, 근데 캐리어가 있고 하이템플러. 자, 그
커맨드 검사.
커맨드 있죠.
He's like, here, have a free command center and engineering bay on me. It's my treat.
네, 진작이라도 나왔어야 되는데 이제 와서 날아오는 커맨드는
See, like he got that lockdown, but he lost the ghost, and now the Goliaths can't actually move out far enough to kill the carrier that's on lockdown.
아, 잡혔고요. 쉽지
Yeah, you can see the disappointment on Kanada's face. I think he knows this isn't working.
병력 줄어들면은 그보다 더 몇 배를 뽑을 수 있을 만한 자금력이 있습니다.
Smart casting would benefit which race the most? Ooh, Cicero asking the tough questions.
자, 락다운.
락다운 연타.
네.
자, 드라곤. 자, 가세요.
Huh.
예, 락다운 서로라 이겁니다. 락다운 서로서.
I don't know.
자,
Probably Protoss.
자, 스톰.
He's going in for the kill. He still left the carriers. Oh my god! I didn't even see it.
자, 도재욱 선수 5승 무패 기록하면서
He does a lockdown. He does some lockdowns and then a nuke with the ghosts. And Best didn't even realize it. He's suiciding his Goliath to keep the units in that spot for when the nuke lands. Oh my god. The ghost is right there under the carriers. Oh, wow.
와, 도재욱 선수 고인으로서 시간을 쌓았습니다. 진짜.
같은 팀이
That is
재밌어요.
amazing.
서로 간에 프로토스와 테란을 만났다라는
The nuke's gonna land on his army.
같은 팀이라는 게 진짜 문제인 것 같습니다.
허리 아프고
예,
뭐 지금
도망갔습니다. 고인규 선수가 여기 있네요. 예.
Oh my god.
예.
Oh, I forgot their teammates too.
지장과 또
예.
에이스.
Oh my gosh. Make an emote out of what? The nuke landing on the carriers?
정말 장기간 동안 질리지 않은 재밌는 경기 보여준 두 선수에게 진심으로
No, minions, there was no reason for the game to take that long.
서로 너무 잘 알다 보니까 서로 처음에 러시타임을 잡기가 힘들었던
Oh
것
my
같습니다. 야,
gosh.
마지막에는 진짜 도지혁 선수 6시만
Oh
남았었는데
my gosh, that was insane.
완전 다 먹고
그렇죠.
야 진짜 끊임없는 싸움을
Alright, well, what's
했습니다.
next?
사람 일 모르는
What's next? Do we want to do another game from the cool and unusual StarCraft thread? The nuke's gonna land on his army. That could be an alert, right? But it would be pretty small for an emote. Plus, you can't have sound on emotes, I guess. I guess I could have an animated emote that was like words popping up. The nuke's gonna land on his army, or something like that. Gotta redeem those overlords. I'm really proud of those animations, by the way. It took a lot of effort to get the pylon and overlord animations working. Where's your nuke? Okay, you know what? I'll work on that next. I'll work on nukes being a redemption next. And you know what? I'll see if I can even add the sound in for that. But I actually have you know what I have right now is a nuke sound for you know, I might not do that because right now my nuke sound is for large donations. So if someone donates, I think $50 or more, it does a nuke. And so actually I should add the visual onto that, because right now it's the sound, but it's just the normal alert. But I have to see if I can. It actually, for the pylon, it actually took me a while to hey Babamots. It actually, for the pylon, it took me a while. Look at this. This is actually ripped out of the game. I actually had to like do a lot of stuff to remove the background to get that out of the game. Yeah, well, I was thinking of doing a supply depot. Like maybe if you redeem a supply depot, it builds a little supply depot here in that spot or something, like an SCV comes on and builds a depot or something along those lines. Yeah, but like it would match, right? Because the overlords and the pylons are the supply units, right? So like you must spawn additional overlords, right? So I thought the original idea was that it would be kind of a fun joke that like if in the game it said like you require additional overlords, you could like use your channel points to make more overlords. I don't know, this kind of thing. What would be another Terran thing though besides a supply depot though? All right, let's put on another weird game. Let's see here. Just looking at the names, seeing like who's a good one here. Oh, here we go. This is a good one. All right, this is gonna be fun. GG Play versus Cal. This is from the weird StarCraft thread.
자, 신앙 위너스 리그 0809 7주차 3라운드의 페널티 레이스 마지막 주차의 둘째 날 경기가
So-
이제 공식적인 페널티 레이스 내일로 끝나는데요. 자, 이제
I mean, it would match, right? But I mean, if you guys have other ideas, I'm happy to make other redemptions. The nuke, I kind of like saving the nuke for a big donation, though, right? Because you want to do something really epic to reward someone who's that generous, right? I'll think about it then. If I did a nuke for channel points redemption, it would be like it would have to be like a 100,000 channel point redemption or something like that.
자, 요즘 저그를 상대로 연승을 기록하고 있는 김구현 선수가
I think power overwhelming is
KSTN H전에서 5시적은
a sound effect that happens for a bits donation or something like that. All of my donation
김준영 선수 가져갔네요.
stuff is all different StarCraft sounds that are all like generally like fun stuff. Like,
오늘 예, 이 경기는 사실 양 팀의 그런
like
양
I don't know if power
팀에게만
overwhelming is
중요한
one of them
양대
though.
방송사 SK텔레콤 T1이라는
Alright, let me be right back.
예,
I'm
이
just gonna.
양대
I need to get the
방송사
power cord for my laptop so it doesn't
스타즈가
die.
지기만을 바라고
Be right back.
아, 지금 보고 있습니다.
네.
이겨라, 져라 이러면서.
그러니까 STX가 이기기만을 바라고 있을 겁니다. 어쩔 수가 없어요. 올라가야 되는 거 아니겠습니까?
이준 감독님 보고 계시죠? 역시 마찬가지로. 네. 박영 감독님 보고 계시죠? 구현 선수가 괜히 운명이 아니에요.
네.
예, 맞습니다.
특히나 그 어느 때보다 그 지켜보는 입장에서는 좀 더 마음이 떨릴 것 같아요. 오늘 같은 경우 프로리그가 동시간대에 같이 열리지 않았기 때문에
그렇죠.
예, 앞선 시간대에는 누가 이겨라. 예,
네.
또 두 시간대는 누가 이겨라. 아, 이겼으면 좋겠다. 이런 생각을 계속해서 가지니까 진짜 하루가 긴장감으로 가득할 것 같습니다.
뭐 개인적인 징크스에 따라서 내가 보면 져라든가 이런 생각 가지고 계신 분들도 많이 계실 거고요.
네, 분명히 있어요.
예.
네, 근데 SK텔레콤 T1 쪽에서 계속 바라봐야죠. 조심스럽게.
그렇죠.
뭐 사실 아까 전에 화성이 좀 졌으면 좋겠다라는 생각 가지고 있었을 것이고 이번에는 웅진, 내일은 KT 매직에스 계속 이렇게 응원을 하고 있을 거예요.
그렇습니다. 끝까지 알 수 없는 상황이 벌어지고 있는 위너스 리그. 자, 먼저 와서 보고 있는 김구현 선수의 프로고요.
네, 김준현 선수는 오버풀 이후에 가스 채취까지 하면서 저글링의 발업을 통해서 초반부터 자신이 주도권을 갖고 경기를 시작하겠다라는 생각으로 경기를 시작하고 있고 또 김구현 선수는 프로브로 계속해서 상대방의 심리 건드리고 무난하게 앞마당의 포지 건설 더블 넥서스까지 생각하고 있습니다. 일단 웅진 스타즈 같은 경우는 그냥 간단해요.
예, 아까 만나뵀던 분이시군요.
네.
예, 반갑습니다.
네,
저희도 못 타봤는데
요즘 기름값도 많이 쏟고 있고
네.
노블레스 오블리즈라고 하죠.
저희가 이제 김철민 캐스터랑 같이 못 타봤거든요.
아, 저는 많이 타봅니다.
아,
네. 네, 강민호 선수와 저의 비교격차가 심하기 때문에. 농담이고요.
죄송합니다.
네.
자, 저글링이 먼저 나오기 시작했습니다.
네.
그리고 이제 프로를 뚫고 있고요.
네, 일단 뭐 웅진 스타즈 진짜 자력으로 진출하는 게 최고죠.
그렇죠. 지금 이게 정말 절호의 기회예요.
예, 그렇죠.
위너스 리그 올라가가지고 우승이 달려 있습니다. 그러면
그렇습니다.
4라운드, 5라운드 또 탄력 받아가지고 어떻게 될지 모르거든요.
그리고 선수들이 굉장히 개인적으로 욕심을 부리고 있어요. 위너스 리그 방식에서
네.
한번 우승을 해보는 거.
네. 그렇죠. 그 어떤 방식보다도 매력적인 방식
What the
아니겠습니까?
heck is going on with the webcam?
뭐 없을 예정이 이 방식으로.
예.
논의가 이제 활발하게 되고 있는 것으로 알고 있는데
네.
관계기관 쪽에서
That's
참
weird.
그런 거 생각하면은 STX 소울은 너무나 아쉬울 것 같습니다.
그렇죠.
네, 설마 3대1로 앞서고 있었던 SK텔레콤 T1간 경기에서 역전패를 당할 줄이야.
네.
예.
정말 한 끗 차이였고, 다 올라온 상황에서 떨어지면 얼마나 가슴 아프겠습니까?
그렇죠.
예? 다 올라온 상황에서 웅진도 마찬가지예요. 떨어지면 얼마나 가슴 아프겠습니까?
예.
자, 이거 저걸리기 우르르르르르. 뭐죠?
자, 이거 미네랄 뚫으려는 것 같은데요?
드론까지 저렇게 대거 올라갑니다.
그거-
김구현 선수, 김준영 선수가.
네. 미네랄 뚫는 건데, 왜냐면 어차피 캐논이 완성이 됐기 때문에 앞마당 쪽으로 가는 건
아하.
어렵고.
네.
네.
올인이죠, 올인.
야
네, 이거
와, 미니언분들 뭐가 지금 잔뜩 모여들고 있습니다. 자,
이게 앞마당에 해철이 피고 있지만 올인입니다, 그냥. 해철이 계속해서 그냥 저글링 눌러내는 그런 정도고.
이게,
정말,
예. 제가 예전에 이게 그러니까 맵이 나온 이후에
예.
한 마리부터 한 부대까지 실험을 해봤는데,
예.
몇 마리로 몇 초가 걸리는지 실험을 해봤는데,
예.
정확하게 몇 초인지 기억이 안 납니다만은,
예.
네.
이게 지금 1분 안에 무조건 캘 수 있는 상황이거든요.
자, 캐기 시작했고요.
예,
저희
자.
다못 보고 있어요, 못 보고 있어요.
아직까지 뭐 하고 있다는 겁니다.
예.
자,
이게 한
김 선수,
30초에서 한 40초 정도면은 캡니다. 캐가지고
예.
쭉 들어갈 수가 있어요.
못 봐요. 가짜로는 알고 있다.
가짜로는 알고 있지만 프로그램 모르지.
까맣게
김구현
보여줘.
모르고 있으면은 의심이 된다면 본진의 캐논 하나.
네,
본진의
없어. 저는 대기 중. 앞으로 봤는데.
저글링 16마리.
안 되는데요.
들었어요.
네, 저글링이 보통은 아니거든요.
질럿까지 잡혔고요. 모린.
이거 저글링이 너무 많아서.
네, 드론도 있어요. 드론 일하러 안 가고요.
난장판이 됐습니다.
본진 버려야 됩니다, 이거.
게다가 정면 쪽에도 저글링 대기 상태거든요.
그렇죠.
언제든 들어올 수 있습니다.
자, 김준영 선수가 그동안 나를 뭐 바짝 깔아주는데요. 나 캐럿게 자, 캐럿이 3개나요.
본진 넥서스 일단 파괴하고, 네, 추가적으로 뭐 드론 복귀해가지고 다시 다운 채취하면서 테크 올려도 되는 거고요.
자기 집 놔두고 새빵사리 하는 거 이게 어떤 기분인지 저는 압니다.
네, 일단 모델하우스에 집을 보러 왔던 건데 마음에 안 드니까 가는 거예요.
자, 깨져버렸고요.
5마리를 캐니까 정말 빠르네. 뭐 40초까지도 아니고
네.
한 20에서 한 25초 정도 때인데 너무 빠르네요. 너무 빨리 들어가서 빠른 거는 문제가 안 돼요. 몰랐다는 게 문제예요.
그렇죠.
사실 저글링이 보이지 않으면은 어느 정도 예상을 합니다.
그렇죠.
자, 일단은 뭐 드론들은 본연의 임무로 복귀를 했고요.
예.
저걸 이제 아직까지 많이 살아있고, 자, 이 땅이 바뀌어서 언덕 위에서 아래를 때리고 있는 이게 살다 보니 참 이렇게 그런 거예요.
네. 인생 한 방이죠.
네.
이게 정말 어려운
세입자가
상황이
수치가 세입자가
됐는데
돼버렸어요. 예.
예.
앞마당에서 지키면서 현재까지는 버틸 수밖에 없는 상황이고 김진영 선수도 무리하게 그냥 저글링 들어가지 말고 어차피
예.
본질을 정리해줬으니까
예.
지금부터 드론 찍어주면서 멀티 먹어가면서 플레이해주는 게 괜찮겠죠.
자, 평화롭습니다. 김준영 선수.
네. 프로토스가 본진 플레이로 시작하는 것보다도 더 안 좋은 상황입니다. 애초에 앞마당 멀티를 먹은 저그를 상대로 해서 본진 자원만을 최대한 활용해 플레이하는 프로토스 그런 상황보다도 더 안 좋은 상황이
예.
김구현 선수에게 주어졌는데
네.
일단은 건물을 지을 공간조차도 없다는 게 굉장히 큰 부담이에요.
그렇죠. 이게 정말 큰 문제이고 그러니까 병력이 지금 원게이트에서 투게이트에서 꾸준하게 병력 뽑아주면서 사실 본진 쪽으로 올라가가지고 다시 대거나 할 수밖에 없어요 지금 상황은.
땅이 너무 좁습니다. 자, 아니 총수가 작은데 굉장히
네.
식구는 많고
네.
예.
일단은 평수를 늘리고 싶은 욕심이 계속해서 생길 테지만
네, 자, 일단은
그쪽으로 올라갈 수밖에 없습니다 지금은.
네.
올라가야죠.
예. 다른 쪽으로 나가서 건물을 짓기에는 굉장한 부담이 있기 때문에.
보고요.
그렇죠.
네. 그러니까 김준영 선수는 상대방 앞마당 밑에 쪽에 있는 저글링 몇 마리만 세워놓고 돌아가지고 다시 이쪽 언덕을 지키는 쪽이 나아요.
예, 자, 질럿들이 계속 줄어들고 있습니다. 자, 이제 집을 비워주고 있는데요. 저걸 이제 빠져 도망가고 있고, 해철이 추가하고 있는 김준영 선수.
네.
자, 웅진 사실 분위기 좋아요.
네, 굉장히 좋죠.
파이어.
분위기. 예,
예.
김준영 선수 진짜 이런 시도 잘 안 하는 선수인데
예.
아무래도 자신의 그런 스타일을 좀 탈피해가지고 아주 전략적인 모습 보여주면서 유리한 상황 만들어놨습니다.
이재균 감독은 웃고 싶을 거예요, 아마 지금.
그렇죠. 정말, 예, 아예 올인성 전략이기 때문에 사실 발견만 했었으면은
네.
김구현 선수가 진짜 유리하게 시작을 할 수 있었을 텐데
예.
아예 모르고 있었다는 점이 굉장히 크게 작용하네요.
네. 게다가 지금 정찰이
아스피더.
예, 발업이 돼서 질럿들이 나오고 있긴 하지만
예.
저글링도 어느 정도 있는 데다가 3의 처리 상태가 좀 있으면 갖춰지기 때문에 무난하게
예.
방어가 되는 것 같고
정확한 짓고. 이게
네.
본진으로 수르륵 올라간다면은 모르겠습니다만은.
올라가더라도 일단 막히게 되면은 예, 질럿들을 다 소모하게 되면은 김구현 선수가 크게 더 플레이가 될 수가 있습니다.
그렇죠. 질러 6마리고 성공 2개면 사실상 올라가는 거는 힘들어.
올라갔네요.
이 질럿이라도 가지고 있어야 됩니다.
그렇죠.
예. 가지고 있으면서 상대방 멀티하는데 체크해줘야 되고요.
네.
계속 질럿 돌리면서 시간 끌어주면서 본진으로, 그러니까 자신의 김구현 선수가 자신의 본진으로 올라가서 재건할 수 있는 기회를 만들어야 돼요.
자신이 지금 수복을 해야죠.
그렇죠.
아, 지금 김구현은 상대방이 예, 무탈리스크를 할 거다라는 걸 아예 제외하고 경기하고 있어요. 로보틱스 올라가고 있지 않습니까?
어쩔 수 없지 않습니까?
자신의 앞마당 뒤쪽을 널커로 노리겠지라는 그냥 한 가지 확신을 두고 경기에 임하는 건데 이게 웬건 스파이어입니다.
아, 지금 뭐 럴커로 노래도 사실 저거 괜찮은 상황에서 이쪽 지역은 뚫려있기 때문에 나중에 포지드라로 전환했을 때
예.
언제든지 김구현 선수 입장에서는 부상까지 될 수밖에 없어요. 지역이 뚫려있는데 말이죠.
자, 아직도 수복을 못했는데요. 프로브가 어디 갑니까? 전투도 어디 내 겁니까?
같이 미네랄 쪽
근데 빨리 보고 있어요.
네,
네.
이미 늦었어요. 예, 무탈리스크가 뜨는 시점이고
My mic, my mic.
예, 본진에 들어가서 상대방의 본진의 처리와 테크 건물을 다 파괴하는 성과를 올린다면 모를까?
어려운데요.
많이 어렵습니다. 프로토스에게 본진은
Okay, at least I can turn my mic on now, I think.
예, 이게 많이 보이고 있는데 이러면 김주영 선수가 웃죠.
I don't know why my webcam is being so
무탈리스크 굳이 공격할
whack.
필요 없는 거죠.
김구현 선수 어렵습니다. 프로브들 다시 읽고
Because I think it has something to do with the filters that I have a filter program called NVIDIA Broadcast, and like, I think it's screwing everything up.
어찌됐든 본진으로 올라가서
Okay, now the webcam seems a little bit better, but it's still choppy.
그렇죠.
뭐가 있어야지요.
예, 그
I'll use more light.
편안도 없고.
예,
예, 죄송합니다.
Oh.
예. 그 방법밖에 없는 건데 이미 타이밍이 많이 늦어버렸고 캐논이 3개 정도 건설이 됐다고 하더라도 본진 쪽에
Is Cal? I haven't been paying attention to the game because I've been trying to figure this out. Is Cal still in this game? Like, is he actually gonna possibly win?
너무 조심되어 있기 때문에
It looks like my webcam is
유닛 위해서 사실 완성을 시킨 건데
kinda back, but it's
두 마리라든지
off.
뭐
It's like
하이브리드 두
out of
마리가
sync.
나온다고 하더라도 그렇게 부담 안 되거든요. 김준호 선수
I don't know what's going on.
입장에서는.
에이스 3초.
그렇죠. 네. 뭐 저글링 돌아가지고 뮤탈리스크와 함께 본진에 나입해가지고 또 공략해도 되고요.
이 시간에는 너안 뒤집어진다.
그렇죠. 네. 아, 어떻게든 예, 그래도 하이템 이 정도 누름으로써 악한 한기 정도를 확보할 수 있을 것 같은데 악한 한기가 나온다 하더라도 김구현
Alright, I don't know.
이게도 아니거든요.
예, 대기 중인 병.
I don't know what's going on. This is weird.
김주영 선수입니다. 자, 아칸이 나오는데요.
예.
I mean, it's the kind of thing that usually I do a reboot or something like that, but I can't reboot in the middle of the stream,
자,
can I?
사실상 뭐 처음에 승자치를 보신 것처럼
The game's over?
원래 STC도 김구현 선수로 많이 좀 예측을 쏠리는 게 사실인데
그렇죠. 최근에 저그를
What a play though.
5연승.
I can't believe Cal didn't see it.
마재훈이라는 선수를
He had such a strong front door, and he just didn't see the back door play.
그런 투표가 올라와 있던 것
자,
같던데.
몰래 넥서스 때 그쪽으로 뭐 갑니다. 몰래 넥서스 쪽으로 갑니다. 들켰어요.
네, 지금은 뭐 김준호 선수가 뭐 딱히 그냥
Yeah, something got really jacked up though with
뭐 유닛 있는 거 그냥 각 멀티
my
지역에다
webcam.
하나씩
It's so
보내면
weird.
되죠.
아, 분하거든요. 지금 김구현 선수 분해요.
네, 그렇죠.
Video quality seems better. Are you serious?
그렇죠. 전략적인 시대에 너무나 허무하게 초반을 내줬기
예.
때문에 이런 상황은 예견된 거고. 아, 질럿으로
The last few months I've been using a different webcam.
예.
Because it's the built-in webcam on this laptop that I've been using.
본진 구경시켜주마 이건가요? 스피드까지
네.
스피드까지 돼서
이쪽에 세명이 한뭐 7, 8개가
I froze again?
되면서
예.
넥서스가 지금 소환이 돼야 되는데 자원적인 부분에서도 좀 어려움이 있고요.
네. 본진
뉴탈스 너무 많네요.
그렇습니다. 어떤 플레이를 하더라도 오버로드가 또다
For 10 seconds? Okay.
그렇죠. 김재현 선수가 그냥 뭐
I'm sorry guys, I don't know what's going on with I don't know what's going on with my webcam.
자,
It's really I think it has something to do with the NVIDIA broadcast program. Look at him micro against his Archon.
컨트롤해주고 있는 김주영
Cal's
선수가.
like trying to retake his main. It's kind of funny. That's a lot of Mulisks. There's the GG. Cal's just like, oh my god.
수고를 당하는데요.
예, 어쩔 수 없었습니다.
Gotta be pissed.
몰랐기 때문에 당했기 때문에 김재현 선수가
Yeah, Mutas versus Archons is pretty sick when they do it well.
거의 경기는 초반 한 5분 안에 승부가 났다고 보는 게 맞을 것 같습니다.
그렇죠.
김주환 선수가 애초에 이런 전략을 준비해오면서
Alright, so we got time for 1 or 2 more games.
우진 스타즈 입장에서는
Assuming my computer doesn't completely crap out. You guys have any suggestions, ideas?
게다가 기존의 에이스였던
Or should we just watch whatever this is? I don't even know what this is, it just says on game net.
그동안 위너스리그에 3번 출전했지만 단 1승도 기록.
Let's see if I can figure out who this is. Lee Young-ho versus Jin Young-hoi. This is Flash versus... It's not Uv, is it? Flash versus Jin Young-hoi. Who is that? Oh, it's a movie. This is from the finals. Ah, there we go. Flash versus movie from the finals. All right. Oh, this got messed up again. What did I miss in the YouTube chat here? This is oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, anyway. Let's turn that off. I remember me casting this live? I don't even remember me casting this live. With Matt and Steve, oh yeah. Was it with was this the one where we did a quad cast? Where there was like 4 of us? Or was it just me, Matt, and Steve? We probably did it in Matt's living room or something, right? Or in his office? I think. It was the quad cast, okay. Because I was at Matt's house. And then we were on a Ventrilo with the other guys or something like that. I don't remember who the other one was. It might have been Frank. It might have been like... Maybe it was Frank. I hope he's not like listening somehow, but I don't remember who Frank is. Like, I don't remember... I recognize that name, but it's like not connecting in my head who that was. But I'm just bad with names. Yeah, I remember this was the league when like Movie was just like this random kid who like somehow got to the finals and everyone was like, wait, what? Who? Movie? What? How did Movie get to the finals? What's going on? Gosh, stop eating snacks, man. So why is my webcam not fixed itself?
토스전 1승 1패를 했고 진영환 선수 역시 마찬가지 이 맵에서 테란전 1승 1패를 했고요.
네, 일단은 파일럿 직기 전에 프로브 정찰을 보내므로 인해서 이 프로브의 의도는 일단 들어가서 뭐 게스트러시를 할 수 있는
It's kind of weirdly lagged even in NVIDIA broadcast, but it's even more lagged in OBS, so it's almost like OBS is having the problem. I think my broadcast software OBS might be having an issue. Which it shouldn't be. This is a beefy computer. Like, it shouldn't be running out of RAM or anything like that. I don't know.
일단은 지금 게스러시의 의도가 보여주진 않더라도 이렇게 어떤 그 위협적으로 말이죠.
It's late tired. It might be. I wish I could fix it though. I want to try one more thing here real quick.
별로 개의치 않는 그런 모습이고요.
빠른 정찰은 게스터 이것도 흔한 거예요.
네, 이번에는 이영호 선수의 경우에는 뭔가 그 대응하는 움직임이 전혀 없었거든요. 전혀 없었다.
You guys should be able to still hear my mic, even though my webcam just probably got warped. Yeah. Because let's see what happens if I change my webcam to normal without the filter. Oh, see, now it's normal, right? Now it's like, okay, but I don't have the filters on. So it is NVIDIA broadcast that's having, oh, nope. It just skipped a little bit.
진영화 선수와 선수와 이영호
Nope.
선수가 2008년
Now my computer is skipping?
둘이 이제 한번 그 프로리그에서 맞붙은 적이
Something is
있었는데
wrong here.
투였는데 사실 진영호 선수가 그때 굉장한 신예였음에도 불구하고 중반까지 엄청 잘 싸웠거든요.
그랬었죠.
예, 근데 중반 넘어가면서 한타 싸움에서 이영호 선수가 베스를 하려면서 아비터스는 진영호에게
Castiel
대승을 거두고
Flash.
쑥 밀었단 말이죠. 예.
Oh, yeah, what is-
진영호 선수가
what is taking up all my memory?
아주 잘 하더라도 정상적인 흐름이라고 볼 수 있겠고요.
My RAM is like maxed out right now by OBS, but it shouldn't be.
예, 일단 러시거리가 있는 데다가 입구 쪽에 벙커 지어놓고
I don't know what's taking up all
막아낼
this.
수 있다라는 자신감이다. 이영호 선수의
Why is
어떤
OBS
이영호
taking
싸움
up so
맥락인데
much
만약에
power?
이런 것까지 의도를
So much
깨뜨렸던
RAM.
진영호 선수는 오히려 빠른 확장보다는 지금 테크로서 승부를 보려는 생각이거든요.
그렇죠, 그렇죠. 예. 빠른 리버라든지. 예.
I wonder if I have some issues with my RAM or something like that, because this is.
전진 로보틱스의
It says it's at 40%, but it's. Like, I know I have more RAM than this, but it says it's at 92% memory usage.
이런 분들이 이상한 약간 허술해 보이는 수
Must install Windows updates. I freaking hate Windows updates. Oh my god.
야, 근데
Windows is so freaking annoying and stupid. I have lost work because Windows freaking shut down my computer without saving things because its updates were so damn important. Pisses me off. I actually freaking hate Windows updates so hard.
지금 어떤 그 판 자체는 진영호 선수가 의도했던 대로 흘러가고 있는데 문제는
Alright, let me try
발견이기
see if I can
때문에
get my webcam
이거는
thing
지금
working
머리로
again.
알죠. 머리로 와서 여기서
Who are those
리버가
people?
완성이 돼서 떨어지게 되면
White
어쨌든
people in the audience
피해를
must show them.
아무나 지킬 생각, 거기 싸울 생각이에요. 방어면들까지 보내고 있다 진영아. 자 몰래 로보틱스 걸리면 절대 안 되는 건 일단 걸렸습니다. 그 이후에 대처 중요한 거예요. 걸릴 수도 있는 거 아닙니까?
예, 뭐 그럼에도 불구하고 일단 로봇
Flash's brain is map hacks. Yeah, man, he knew that pylon was there.
네, 그러면서 이제 멀티를 가져가겠지만은 일단은 팩토리가 늦기 때문에요. 원팩 더블 커맨드를 한다고
Alright,
해도
I'm gonna turn off my
저런
webcam for a minute
전진
so I can see if I can get this to work.
그런데 이제 팩토리 늦기 때문에 오히려 더 위험할 수 있는 거죠.
이영호 선수는 개스가 좀 늦어졌기 때문에 앞마당 쪽에 개스에다가 일단
Oh, that's obnoxious.
사수의 일꾼을 붙여서 최대한 조금 더 많은 그 개스를 채취한 것으로 보이긴 하는데 그래도 개스가 절대적으로 부족하다는 것은 변함없는 사실입니다.
네. 자 KT의 이제 코틱스텝 진영호 선수의 이 초반 작전에 대해서 많은 얘기 나오고 있다니 로봇 옵저버 처리하고 있어요.
그래도 다행인 것은 일단 상대의 의도를
Flash's star sense is so
확인했었기
good.
때문에요. 뭐 스타포트 올려가지고 레이스 뭐 정도도 생산할 수 있겠고 아니면 미사일 터렛으로 이렇게 휘둘리지만 않고 무난하게 출발하게 되면 빠른 멀티 이점이 있지 않습니까?
네. 아무튼 지금까지 이영호를 상대로 로보틱스 뭐가 칠 생각을 하는 줄 알고 있어요.
이영호 선수 이제 투팩이고
Okay, let's try and get this webcam back now.
시간 나머지 미사일 터렛을 짓는데도 자원을 제법 쓰고 있거든요. 예. 그렇게 만들어 놓고 진영호 선수는
It's still messed up.
나는 리버는 아니야. 예, 이렇게 되면은
I don't know why it's so messed up.
거기에다가 진영호 선수가 올인 전략이 아니라
That's ridiculous.
멀티가 상대가 빠르다고 하더라도 어쨌든 위협을 감화로 인해서 트리플을 지금 가져가고 있기
네.
때문에 진영호 선수의 심리전도 지금 굉장합니다.
그렇죠.
I don't know what the Korean equivalent is for like
송병구 선수가
whitey.
들킬 것 같던 위치에
I don't know what that would be. I can't stop eating these pretzels, man. Alright, that's it. No more pretzels.
지금 진영호 선수의 이 심리전이 먹혀드는 분위기인데요. 왜냐하면은 어쨌든 이영호 선수는 그것이 트릭이든
I probably had it yelled at me once or twice, but I didn't know. I don't know what it is.
미사일 터렛을 짓는 과정이 있지 않습니까? 거기다 자원을 쓰고 있는 거예요.
안 쓸 수 없어 로보틱스 전진 로보틱스를 봤는데 옵저버 뽑으려고 전진 로보틱스.
Is it really almost 9 o'clock already? I just noticed the sun's going down.
못 가요. 정찰 못 가요 지금요.
진영호 선수는 그 트리플 렉서스까지 성공을 하는 부분인데 근데 이거하고 굉장히
Is that Savior in the audience?
이영호 선수가 한바 있지 않습니까? 그래서
He's on Movie's team.
이영호 선수가 그때와 똑같은 실책을 저지르면서
Maybe this is before it got out. How much of a scumbag he was.
그런 그 소수인이 컨트롤 능력을 갖고 있는 선수다 보니까
Yeah, this is January of 2010, so maybe it was before this scandal.
아마 진영호 선수는 속으로 내가 의도한 대로 따라오는구나. 나는 리버를 쓸 게 아닌데 지금 먹혀들고 있는 모양입니다.
그렇습니다. 나 저거 들어갈 것도 아닌데 헛돈 떴네. 땡큐 지금 이분이까지 갔습니다.
이거 지금
So he scouted the robo, and he still went with the proxy robo anyways. For some reason.
이런 초반에 있어서 예, 어떤 어긋남은 분명히 지금 현재는 프로토스가 좋습니다.
네, 요즘은 옷잡은 두개 같이 넣어요. 어떻게든 보겠다는 겁니다.
And he's sending in. He just sent in 2 observers so they could get past the turrets, so he could scout Flash, I guess.
멋진 장면이고요. 팩토리까지 확인됐고
This is kind of crazy.
다 확인이 됐어요. 진영아 선수가
Yeah, I guess that's true. It made him build a ton of turrets and like stay in his base for a
네,
minute.
이렇게 해주면서 업테란을 구사를 하는지 아니면 4팩, 5팩까지 늘려서 타이밍을 보는지. 그러니까
But still.
옵저버를 넣어놨기 때문에 2팩 이후에 상대가 준비하는 과정을 지켜볼 수 있다는 겁니다.
근데 이 영호는 잘못 판단한
That woman is literally checking her phone in the middle of the finals.
들어갈 때는 덩벽이 거의 뚫릴 뻔했어요.
Priorities, lady. Priorities.
2008년도 12월의 경기에서도 중반
Maybe she was tweeting,
많이 불리해 보였습니다.
OMG, I can't believe I'm in the finals. And movie double expanded.
한 방의 힘 컨트롤 정말 최종 경기다운 그 압도적인 기세로
Flash has a lot of tanks.
대승을 거두고 경기를 최종적으로 승리로 가져갔었거든요.
아, 이거 분위기가
Movie's getting another expansion.
분위기입니다.
네.
옵저버가 들어가서 팩토리 늘리지 않고
Jesus.
아무리 오는 걸 또 확인하다 보니까 예.
Is he actually gonna out-expand Flash?
이영호의 타이밍이 무섭지 않기 때문입니다.
이 영화 머릿속에 뭡니까? 진영아의 마인드가 뭡니까?
Yeah, I think Flash is probably gonna push. Oh, maybe not. Maybe he's gonna try and push out to take a third. But he needs more than tanks, though. He needs something to support the tanks. I think he's gonna try and take a third. He's gonna build like 4 more factories, and then he's gonna push.
업그레이드를 꾸준히 해주면서 결국 불리한
No,
시작이더라도
that'd be my prediction.
압박감 가져가 있다. 지금 이런 의도예요.
I don't know why my webcam is on crack, though, guys. Sorry.
바로 들어오진 않겠구나 봤습니다. 네, 멀티 이후에 4팩토리까지 이렇게 늘리면서 쥐어짜내갖고 한 타이밍 러시 타이밍 잡아내는 이런 그림이 아니었기 때문에 사실 이영호 선수도
Now Movie's rushing arbiters.
잡는 플레이를 하겠다라고 하는 건 무리입니다.
예.
지금 어떻게 보면은 이영호 선수가 그래 반땅 싸움 하자 그래 중실하면서 라고 하는 게 올바른 판단일 수가 있고요.
Maybe he just knows that Flash's style is to play macro, and he's like, all right, well, if you're gonna macro up to 3 bases and max out, I'll just do everything.
일단은 진영아 선수가 최근의 트렌드에 맞게
2 Stargate Arbiters.
내가 유리하지만 그래도 아비터 카드를 쓰겠다. 예, 이런 지금 구도로 가고 있어. 근데 만약 아비터를 쓴다면은 이영호 선수에게도 기회가 생기는 겁니다.
Look at this supply.
네, 진영아 선수가 그 지난 그
Movie is ahead by 20 or 30 supply.
다수의 아비터를 쓰다가 진짜 베슬 EMP에 직격을 정말 많이 당해가지고 무력화되면서 패한 적이 있었단 말이에요. 그래서 5시 밀리면 안 돼요. 5시 밀리면 안 돼요. 5시에도 시간을 벌어야 돼요. 탱크 한두 개만 끊어서
Oh, see, Flash is trying to secure the bottom left area
뒤쪽에 있어요. 5시가 밀리면
with these tanks.
흔들리는 겁니다.
지금 이영호 선수도 벌처가 맞춰주지 않는 가운데 이렇게 이 병력만으로 지금
That's true. His 30 supply is all in probes.
여기가 밀리면 7시 멀티가 위험해지는데 질럿 도착하면 여기 밀리거든요.
네, 코치를 바로 들 거거든요. 8시에도 라인을 치게 됩니다. 이영호도요.
지금은 아주
I forget the name of this map, but it's one of those wheel maps.
지금 전혀 없다라고 하는 게 탱크가 워낙에 건재하고 이제 머린들도 어느 정도 맷집이 되어줄 수 있기 때문에
See? Look, there's team members in the audience, even though it's Starlink.
Because
it's finals. Heartbreak Ridge. I thought it was, but I was like, is this Heartbreak Ridge or is it another one of those ridge maps?
지금은 이영호 선수 입장에서 본다면 진영아가 이 상태를 유지를 하면서 아비터를 가주는 게 이영호 선수에게는 도움이 되고요.
그렇죠.
진영아 선수
Idra.
입장에서 좀더 쉽게 풀어나가기 위해서 벌처와 총원 되기 전에 이거 한번
Idra in the audience. He was on Movie's team at the time.
7시 쪽에 대한 어떤 그 견제 액션을
I think.
보여줘서 자원력이 앞선다는 걸 한번 소모전을 통해서 보여줘야 됩니다.
발업되는 순간에 한번 그 병력을 회전시키는 플레이가
My webcam is still wonky. That's so weird.
지금은 야금야금 아주 많은
Yeah, I really like this map too.
갑작스럽게 인구수에 많은 비중 차지하면서가 아니라 야금야금 한기 천천히 정말 캐리어 모아나간다면 진짜 좋거든요. 이런 상황에서는
지금 후속 병력이 도착하면
바로 뺏고요, 저것들.
지금 진영 선수는 덮치겠다는 의도가 상당히 강해 보이거든요.
Is he actually gonna out macro Flash here? Like, it looks like he might.
진영은 어떤 점을 갔을 때 아비타를
But
기다리면 갈아줍니까?
he definitely needs to be doing something right now, you know?
이영호 선수가 무섭긴 무섭다라는 생각이 들긴 했는데
Like, he's got all his bases, great.
타이밍하고 정확히
He needs to make some
맞춰갖고,
units. He needs to actually
벌처를 주어야 되는군요.
do something to Flash. I guess he's trying to get recalls going. He's getting arbiters up. Look at this depot wall. Look at that hype depot wall right in the middle of the map. He's like, I'm just gonna build a wall here.
12시면 확장기지 늘어납니다. 안 나와. 그럼 나 더 먹어요. 이렇게 테란이 완전 단땀 싸움 완전히
Yeah, I don't know why, but OBS is choking too, I think. Something is messing with my RAM. That's slowing down my computer, and it's very unsatisfactory.
근데 아직까지
아비터 두 기가 확보될 때까지 싸울 의도가 없어 보이네요. 네, 결국 이렇게 시간을 줌으로 인해서 물론 지금도 진현 선수가
Yeah, the ridges on these maps like this they're very interesting.
초반에 불리했던 그 점을 지금 많이 회복하고 있는 상황입니다.
그냥 시간만 흐르고 있습니다. 이제 진호가 달라진 모습을 보여줘야 돼요. 이영호 선수는 정말로 판단이 빠른 게 11시 쪽에 저 로보틱스 때문에 내가 좀 낚였구나. 네, 내가 좀 낚여서 전황이 약간은 불리하게 되었구나라고 생각하니까 그런 상황에서 할 수 있는 최선의
All expansions and no units. Why would you want units when you could just have more expansions?
아비터 충원되고 스페시필드 되면
Oh, you thought Idris was in the chat? No, he was in the audience.
거의 병력 규모가
They showed his face for a minute.
200 다 탔습니다.
These two should watch this.
바꿔줄 거예요. 바꿔줄 수밖에 없어요. 먹는 자원이 있는데
바꿔줄 게 아니면 지금 리콜이라도 해야 되는데.
Wait, you can actually kill the mines without running your units into them?
리콜이 기가 막히게
Amazing.
들어간다라면 모를까. 리콜이 아니라
I didn't know you could do that.
에서 싸움을 해보려는 시도는 베스에게 당할 수도 있고요. 그리고 이영호 선수가 스페시스필드를 의식해가지고 병력 배치를 굉장히 잘해놨기 때문에
지금 저렇게 라인을 바꾸는 것은 언덕 쪽에 배치되어 있는 탱크를 뒤쪽으로 빼라는 거예요. 근데 심시티가 좋아요 지금 이영호 선수.
자 그냥 들어갈 겁니까? 시즌 플러스 시즌 플러스
Attacking a wall with tanks behind it? Not good?
근데 서플라이 디포 뚫렸어요 지금.
Doesn't matter?
단순하게 들어갑니까?
Movie's still pushing in? He's literally just gonna kill all those depots.
나 자원 많거든. 이런 시위에
What just happened to my computer? Why did the screen go dark? Oh, my battery's off. Hold on a minute.
진영아 선수의 뚫는 판단 자체는 나쁜 게 아닙니다. 왜냐하면 이게 계속 이런 식으로 발전하게 되면 답답한 상황이 오기 때문에 한 번 정도 갈아주기 위해서 갔던 거지만 이영호도 예측하고서 서플라이 디포라든가 이런 부분에 심시티가 좋았던 겁니다.
이영호가 원하는 싸웠어. 이것도 잘한 건지 모르겠는데. 근데 여기서 이제 그 진영아 선수가 병력상으로는 손해를 많이 봤지만 이렇게 하고 나서 이영호 선수가 바로 반격 타이밍을 잡지 않는다면 상관없는 거예요. 예, 진영아 선수도 여기서 바로 반격 타이밍이 나와서 이영호 선수가 전선을 쭉 하고 한 칸 정도 전진시키면 모르겠는데.
Right back. I accidentally unplugged my streaming laptop to plug in my other. Wait, now that I'm on power, my webcam is fixed. I wonder if it was some sort of power saving mode that was keeping my webcam from working properly. That's so dumb. My computer be like, oh, I'm just gonna like not work properly for a little while to save power. Well, I guess now I know I can never stream when I'm not on AC power, because as soon as it downclocked my CPU and GPU. Oh, that's what happened. Mystery solved, I guess. That's really interesting though, that it did that. Huh. Because now that it's plugged back in, my camera's fine. It's pumped all the settings back up, and now everything's fine again. Good to know, I guess. I didn't even realize that I'd unplugged my laptop. I thought I unplugged like the fan or something like that. Yeah, I was really worried I was gonna be messing with my memory settings or something like that. Look at this recall though. Is it a double recall, or several of the arbiters were just fake, I guess? He must have hallucinated the arbiters, right? Nice storm, nice storm. Oh, there's a pile of Dragoon goo. Dragoo. Yeah, they must be hallucinations. I got distracted because there's a window right in front of me, and one of my neighbors is like walking around in pajamas outside in the right now. Which is cool. I might do that too. No problem with that. It's just like, what? He is just constantly recalling his main, and he's losing more than he's accomplishing here. He is just getting these recall forces wrecked. Like, what has he killed? A couple depots? Maybe a couple tanks? Yeah, I think you're right. I think Flash wins just from like pure value of these recalls. He's like, let me take these units that I have and put them right into your base, like right into a
지금은 이제 5시는
meat grinder.
이래서 이용호와 상대하기 위해서는 무난한 스타일로 힘으로 제압하기에는 힘든 선수라는 겁니다.
Oh man, he's gonna run his dragoons and his other meat grinder as well. Show the supply again. Flash is up by 25 supply, 175 to 150.
사실은 이제는 무조건인 것 같습니다. 답은 캐리어밖에 없습니다.
Well, let's see. Movie can regroup still,
예,
I think.
아비토에 대해서는 이영호는 대응이 거의 100% 200% 완벽하거든요. 예.
네, 캐리어를